Wow, I have a vague sense that I've done this exact same thing just in the recent past. Welcome to ICFC NA SF6 Week 4 again. On account of, on Tuesday, there was a whole CFN outage, and you guys were probably around for that. It didn't happen, so we had to postpone, so we're doing it today. My name's UltraDavid, and with me, Vicious and Sajam. What's up, guys?
Howdy, gamers. Yeah, I was not here Tuesday, but I just looked over and saw that everything was exploding, and I was like, oh no.
Yeah.
And then everything's today. But like, you guys made it pretty far. Like, there's 2 or 3 of the top 8 winners quals are already done, and then the bracket's like speeding up and catching along there. So it should just basically be some top 8 quals and then top 8 gaming day, which is pretty cool with me. It's like you guys did a 2-day tournament over a week-long period, basically, right?
That's correct. Yeah, if you use !bracket from wherever you're tuning into, you can check that out in full depth. We do have NuckleDu and Masoma that has made it so far into the top 8. We're still trying to figure that out right now. So it might be a short one, it might be an easy one, but guaranteed it's going to be pretty sick because we were ramping up like as we were getting to it. It was getting pretty intense, right?
Yeah, you guys are getting some good matches. Good players as always. ICFC usually pretty busy, so not that surprising. It's funny to me, I saw people being like, yeah, I gotta play an ICFC tonight. I'm in losers, so if I lose, I'm dead. Like, it was just like, I'm like starting in losers bracket, which is like, so unusual. You just gotta go right into the tournament, win right away, or you're out, which is brutal.
Reminds me, like, we don't even have any other tournament to throw it to for ICFC, right? Because they got to actually finish theirs after like the Google Cloud outage, right? So we're the only ones standing.
It's just us.
It was like CFN exploding, Google Cloud exploding, like all kinds of stuff, and I was like, dude, Tuesdays are just cursed, huh? It's not a good, it's not a good day.
So we're basically in like the top 17-ish. I'm looking at the results right now. So most of the tournaments through, we started with 244, and we have, I don't know, 20-ish players left, something like that. We'll get into that shortly. As you guys said, we already have 2 of the top 8. As we always do, we also want you to donate to this Matcherino. Let's check in and see where that's at. $310.
Damn.
Yeah.
Not too bad. And as we always do, when you donate, something more than just contributing codes, Vicious will read whatever it is. And
that's actually inaccurate. I'm gonna cut you off right there.
And he and I have talked about this in the before time. He has agreed to say anything that you can come up with is what Vicious has agreed to do, which is remarkable in my opinion. I don't know that I would do that, but that was what he said.
If it's a big like $100 donation, I will read anything on there.
Okay.
I think the contract you got sent for the season says
correct.
You will read whatever says on the Matcherino.
Listen,
it sure
I got the email and I checked the fine print. I had my lawyer look over it. It was David. He looked over it. He said, you know what, Vicious, you're going to have to fight for your rights. So,
I forwarded the email from the guy who sent me the contract, UltraDavid, to my lawyer, UltraDavid, and he's like, this looks pretty good. This guy, guy did a
whoever wrote
job.
it's a genius, to be honest.
It's like, this guy's kind of spitting legally,
I'll give you a free one. How about that one? Public Secrets puts down a $10 donation. I appreciate that. Colleen for Street Fighter 6. I can't really forward that to Capcom, but I'll at least do one part of the little extra.
He's in the game, so him saying her name out loud means she'll be in the game.
Yun,
he's
Yun and Yang.
spoken it into existence.
Yun and Yang, baby. Come on now.
Yeah.
Yun and Yang. Street Fighter 6.
That would be a choice. Yeah, that would be a choice. That makes sense.
But okay, I have an idea, right? You could take away the dive kick, it's fine, but make them both like accessible at the same time on a tag team kind of thing. That'd be cool.
Oh, you want
cameo?
maids? Is that what your request is?
That's exactly
You want the double maid?
That'd be tight.
That'd be hella sick.
Well, if they were dressed up as maids, I think I'd be on board.
Yeah.
$320 right now. I see we've already done all the codes.
Okay.
So the Matcherino is well on its way. In addition, later on this year, as you can see, we're going to have a pretty sweet collaboration with Can Opener and Tampa Never Sleeps, 2 of the other biggest weeklies in the world, and especially in NA. It's going to be Team ICFC NA, Team ICFC EU/Asia versus Team Can Opener and Team Tampa Never Sleeps. I think this is going to be really, really fun. A lot of the same people enter Can Opener and TNS and NA for ICFC, but of course it's very different people who enter EU and Asia. So I think it's going to be really cool to see who comes out of the North American, in which one of these events do they rep versus whoever the killers are from Europe and Asia.
Exactly, which I think is cool. It's a nice little melding pot of everybody doing some gaming online, which has been my experience too. Like, it's been fun to watch all of it. Oh, looks like we have some matches coming up. Easy peasy.
Whoa.
This is top 8 qualifier, by the way. So the first match of the day for them is a top 8 qualifier.
Oh.
Solvng versus Punk.
I love that. Him going back into modern Ryu has been pretty refreshing.
Modern
the last
Ryu.
2 weeks he's been using modern Luke. It's been like every other week he'll go back to it. So that's been really cool.
That's cool, man. I played him a couple weeks ago and he was playing Ken, so I'm really excited to see what modern Ryu looks like. I'm still learning like what the modern aspect is of each one of the characters. I don't necessarily know like which buttons they lack.
And you always have like
cool.
assist buttons to help out with some of those weird moments. But yeah, there are some stuff that's just missing. And
Yeah, there are buttons that are missing.
things like this, like modern Ryu and like the Shotos in general, you always know a couple of things about them. You know that the 1-button DPs are going to be really effective. And with all modern characters, especially those with invincible level 1s, you have to be very careful about DI and stuff like that and people's reaction time. Which, I don't know, I have developed, like for me, I don't know about everybody else, but I just DI them and let them level 1 super me for reduced damage. Like, I'm totally cool eating the super. Yeah.
Unless it's Marisa. I
Well,
feel like
maybe, yeah.
There's some limits to that strategy.
Shuto actually showed off that strategy this morning on Street Fighter League.
Yeah, as long as they don't have 3 bars especially, I don't mind too much, but, you know, depends on, your mileage may vary.
You know, thinking about the 1-button DP and thinking about Cammy, maybe this is a match where it makes sense. Well, that said, he didn't anti-air 2 jump-ins in a row, so my theory maybe goes out the window. But I could see that being useful here.
Yeah. Ooh. It's tough. I mean, her dive kick's so fast, too. And sometimes you're afraid that you'll get baited if she does it from far. Nice bait from Punk level 2.
Wow.
I don't know if it's enough, though.
The time is only 11, though.
Yeah.
You
and
can
burnout.
lame it out here.
Huge. Oh, you went to charge for who now? That was
He just did not expect the spin knuckle at all. Last thing on his mind, clearly.
Which is scary because there wasn't much time. I think he was just going to charge up and try to chip, right? Like the strat was, let me try to chip Cammy as much as I can. But spin knuckle that's a $1 million move right there.
Alternatively, is there some overlap between trying to get that charge and maybe trying to have done DP?
Maybe? I don't know. I feel like he was committed early, right? So no, I don't think so.
I don't think so.
Yeah, that's true.
Even with modern controls, I don't think so. If you were to do it like manually or something. Because you still have access to it manually. Damn, that's a lot of damage.
Yeah. And maybe could have been kill. He had level 3 there. Only a 3-hit combo.
Oh, scary. All right, burnout's gone. Not too scary. Nice walk back.
Jesus.
That was good.
That full conversion off of that punish counter jab, getting the whole shebang bang. That's a lot of damage.
Yeah.
Lots of tier lists coming out lately, and Ryu is almost categorically in second to bottom tier. I think in every tier list that I've seen.
Yeah.
I think his crime is like he's not the other Shotos that people think are better, right? Like, oh, that's gonna be a big punish. No.
Could have been.
Hey, I like the side switch though. I mean, taking something out of that, but
Yeah.
almost instantaneously, Punk gets the side swap again.
That's the nice thing about
One of
Cammy,
her
man.
big privileges, yeah.
Yeah. Not many characters get it and get good Oki after. It's like it depends on the character. Oh, Punk is big chilling here. Next day wins for him. So yeah. Oh, punish, but a little too far.
Oh my god.
Still have not seen reaction TP to these jumps / dive kicks.
One more roundhouse. If he blocks that, Solvng is going to be burnt out. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's trying to be outside of it. He's really trying to desperately do it away. Hey, okay.
Man, that helicopter is looking.
He's flying by. Yeah.
Man.
He's scouting the air. Oh, whip on it. In the front. That's so.
Jesus,
cheap.
that was like at his ankle. You are
Yeah.
hella dead.
Yeah, you are big dead. Back of the knee, dude. That's the older I get, the more effective that is. I'll tell you what. Something hits me in the back of the knee, it's over. I'm down for the count.
Your entire foundation just
Shattered.
flops, man.
Yeah, it's over. It's the end. End time.
And Ryu's in his 50s or something, so yeah, I can see that being effective.
I was gonna say that earlier. Modern Ryu kind of feels like an oxymoron. Like it's just like, dude, to me he's like the oldest character. Like the oldest fighting game character of all time. It's just old.
I mean, kind of he is, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like, you know, you could make a new game that's like, this character is 2,000 years old. I'm like, Ryu's slightly old.
oh, you're about to be burned out, buddy. Ugh.
He's been on the cusp of that for 20 seconds.
Did he take the hit on purpose? Did he do the Christitarian?
Man, I don't know.
I have to see. I want to see like the CFN inputs of.
Oh, yeah,
matchup
totally. Also, he could have just been like
Holding
trying
it
to
back.
jump or something.
Yeah,
you know,
my
back
assumption
that.
is holding up back. He said he took the hit on purpose.
Yeah.
And my assumption is he just held up back. Oh, punish. Nice. Good
Okay,
punish
good
counter. People are getting better about that, about like hitting punish counter jab. And punish counter jabs are like plus a lot. Like double digits a lot of times. So You got all kinds of frames. Damn, the
We're starting to see
reaction.
that a lot more in like the counter poke game as well, right? Just standing jab to kind of advance forward instead of risking the heavier normals that have longer recovery. I've seen that a lot on like CFN and other streams as well.
Ooh, he almost made it over that fireball. And also, anytime you whiff punish a move, you're getting punish counters, so your whiff punish is going to have more frame advantage, right? So you can use that to your advantage too.
Yeah, you get like 8 or 9 frames, plus 8 or plus 9 or something like that. You get like a heavy most of the time.
Yeah, you're chonky. You get whatever you want. Whiff punish, man.
Big Bertha of a whiff punish. Damn.
It's been the tale of this match has been okay on reaction. I feel like almost this whole match has been Soul kind of getting pushed backwards, slowly. Him not quite reacting to some of these situations. Punk taking advantage.
Oh, chip.
Good luck avoiding the chip here.
That's pretty rough. Yeah, he's just vibing. He's like, what up? Let me just pull up. Level 3. Level 3 does a billion chip damage, by the way. Like, it's an absurd chonk of chip that you just eat every time.
Chonk of chip.
Do you know if
with
that's
a glass of milk? That sounds really nice.
is there a character aspect to that, or are the hitting level 3s all the same?
I don't think they're different, but I could be
I don't know.
wrong. Yeah.
I haven't tested. I'm curious.
If they are different, I'd imagine it's not even like that large of a margin of difference.
Yeah. There could be exceptions, but I don't know that it's that different. I just know that it's a fat chonk for every character.
I mean, for Honda, it's like 10%, like
Yeah.
10% of health bar. So.
Yeah, and like a lot of characters can do like button EX, and like do tight. Like if you have fireball or something, right? You can just like make a tight string.
Oh, yeah.
And then do level 3 and just do, you know, like 25%,
A lot.
30% chip or something. Yeah, it's pretty brutal.
People are starting to add that to their repertoire as well. Like, you know, Mono PR had put out something like 2 or 3 weeks ago with DJ, spending like the entire drive gauge that leads into Jesus, what a smile, that leads into level 3.
The big mouth. Ooh, versus Shaka, really strong Dhalsim. Yes, the headbutt. I love it.
This matchup, I've seen it a couple of times. It actually looks a little spooky for Dhalsim compared to what I would have expected now.
I think that's right. Yeah, it feels very similar to the last game's matchup to me, in which I felt the same way. Honda just has so much mobility; it's kind of hard to zone him, and he's got these like knife hitboxes, kind of, that are just hard for Dhalsim's buttons to contend with. But that's it. Things like float, really effective at being above some of Honda's options, and he has really good pressure and setups when he can get things going, and that can be really effective versus Honda still.
It also looks
Here he
to me,
goes,
oh,
just like
nice.
this. Float above, wait for the headbutt, come down with fierce roundhouse combo.
Yeah, I was gonna say punish counter butt slam also seems like pretty scary because like before you just get hit by butt slam, you're like whatever, but in this game, getting a combo off of it, that is pretty scary to deal with because the damage is just so high.
And it starts off with roundhouse most of the time. It feels bad, it looks bad, and realistically it is bad.
Yeah, he just hits you with a big thigh to the face and you're like, I'm dead.
It's the thigh first, then he claps you with his toes after.
Yeah.
The 2-hitter. It's just nasty, man.
Oh, here's a chance. No, not quite. I
Are you
have
not
really
playing
liked
these
Shaka's
characters,
movement.
David, by the way?
Yeah, I am.
Okay, great.
Oh.
Damn, that was a long distance call, jeez.
Man, Comet's hitbox is so fast, by the way. It's like constantly surprising to me watching it hit stuff, and I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah. It is really wide.
Oh, you're hella dead.
Nice work.
Little double jab.
preordained. Accept it. Damn, he's so cute.
It's a matchup that's really about movement. It's a huge aspect to this match for Dhalsim. Just being above headbutt, teleporting to the other side, not necessarily for mix-ups, but just to get away, using Comet to set that up as kind of like your shield that you teleport behind or move behind.
Yeah.
All that kind of stuff is really effective.
Damn, we're bringing the elephant to the beach? It's gonna be sick. He just has that bad boy at every win pose, huh?
Gotta keep that thing on you. It's like the car that what's his name has, Happy Chaos and Strive. Like where'd you bring that car? Like, how did you get that on like here?
That's
like,
true, huh?
Where is
Yeah,
like
yeah.
where are you getting it?
Can you? Would it be like transitive powers if you were to like maybe teleport? If you were to like grab somebody, he would teleport with them, kind of.
Oh,
thing?
true. He just teleports on the elephant. Why does he even need the elephant? Is the question. Then.
Yeah, that's
Like,
it's just a flex, right?
Yeah.
I'm reminded of the Bee movie when somebody asked the Bee, like, why aren't you flying all the time? It's just like, it's exhausting.
Yeah, it's just so tiring.
You could just walk sometimes.
Yeah. Makes sense. After a fight, maybe Dhalsim's powers are a little exhausted. after
Imagine
that
how
fight.
mad the elephant must be. Not an extremely mobile animal, and they're like, dude, come on. Like, you're tired? Okay.
What if the
He weighs like
what if
80
the elephant-
pounds though, so it can't be that big of a deal to carry this guy around.
That's true.
What if the elephant can teleport? Why isn't he in Street Fighter 6?
Dude, maybe he does yoga as well. You don't know. I don't know the backstory here.
Yeah. Apparently, doing yoga makes you able to teleport.
That's
And
my
spit fire.
understanding.
Yeah.
Oh, damn. Look at this. Stretchy pants.
You know, it's nice because most of his burnout gauge comes back here too. Needs the meter.
Oh, that's
Oh,
way
no
too
way.
late. No, yeah.
This is a bad spot too. This position now with like your drive gauge kind of stinky, no super meter. Oh man.
It's just real safety first stuff. Shaka's up there, above headbutt, putting out hitboxes. We're gonna have to
Oh,
see
that
something different from Guile. I
barely
guess we're not
hit.
gonna get a chance. Oh, hold on.
Yeah, if he had level 1, it could have killed, but that was a good adjustment getting the heavy kick, fireball, teleport. Easy peasy. Shaka looked great there.
Yeah, he's really strong.
Yo.
Cool to watch. I think this character's super fun. Yeah, you asked earlier if I'm playing both. I'm definitely concentrating more on Honda, but Dhalsim as well. I just think he's really fun, and I think he's got a high ceiling as well. I think he's the kind of character that is going to take a while to maximize, and yet you already see players like Crimson, Champ, and stuff who are doing really super sick things on ranked
Yeah.
and in tournament. So he's a very interesting character. I wouldn't be surprised if he's got mid to high tier potential again.
He's also hard to play, I think, right? Like it's so.
Yeah.
You watch, I mean, people were so grounded with him in the beginning of 5, like figuring out float, which in this game floats back, so people are a little bit more comfortable, but all the buttons and stuff have different utility or uses in a lot of ways too, so it seems like it's not easy to figure out the best strategy for like when to use everything. And this is not a character where it's like, you're not playing Ryu or something. You're not like, oh, cool, I know what all my moves do automatically. Like, you got to figure it out, and it seems like it takes a lot of work.
No doubt.
Yeah, I
Like,
think
just
that's right,
adding
but
a
it's
little bit
super
extra
fun, man.
to- Yeah, the amount of different angles that you could potentially hit with the different fireballs that you have on top of the teleporting and drills, etc. Right? Even like doing some tricky stuff with like headbutt drill into teleport could be something. But yeah,
Yeah.
for the most part, I really enjoy watching some of these Dhalsim players start to pick apart where exactly like what angles they're trying to approach from, or even play defense with. It's been very very creative thus far, and it really is kind of scary. I think we might have ourselves a problem. We haven't even talked about like the loops that he has in the
Yeah.
corner,
Yeah.
too, for offense.
Got
That
some
stuff
big
looks
damage
scary.
now. Speed kicks and Shaman up next. Speed kicks sent me out of the winner's side earlier. Good work. He has really effective corner traps. He's seemingly concentrated more on that than most Juris I've fought. His corner trap game is extremely good. He's got real good setups that he can kind of like isolate the responses to. So if you try to bring out like a DI or a parry or something, like he's just looking for 1 or 2 options in terms of what your counterplay is going to be.
Yeah, that makes sense. That sounds like a speed kicks thing to do.
Yeah.
He's been playing this game a lot and like very like clearly obsessed, like many of us, right? Like I see him constantly talking about the game.
By the way, that was a pretty sick conversion right there. Seeing that it was gonna hit,
Oh,
DRing
no.
in.
This is bad news. Yeah, she does have super, which Juri can buffer if she sees drive rush or something, but this is a pretty spooky spot now for speed kicks.
Oh, was a big chance.
Oh man, Chip is a threat too, but speed kicks about to be out of burnout. Yeah. Oh,
He did it anyway. Yo,
Oh,
Shaman.
interesting, right? Yeah, he didn't do that almost the entirety of the burnout, and then once it was over is when he brought it out. I wouldn't have expected it either. Shout out to that mix-up.
Yeah, that's right when you're like, okay, I'm safe. Like you look up at your
Exactly.
gauge and you're like, I'm good now, and then right when that happens, it's like the overhead hit.
This character's a menace. What do you got? Like 4 medals too?
Four
Yeah,
medals.
four
Big
medal.
damage if you can get it.
Nice. I like the jab check too. Just like saying, "What up? I'm willing to hit a button." Nice, confirm on the punish counter fireball.
Good look for the kill on this.
Damn, full on conversion 2, level 3. Oh, no, he's not gonna spend it. I forgot.
Oh.
He lost the first round.
I love seeing the character just wait.
Yeah, just like
Just
chilling.
neutral there for a little bit.
Kind of unfortunate. I think spending meter like that when you're down so much is a big risk, Because like
It reminds me of like a
wanna
hero
save that.
burst.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
just wait for that.
Oh, snap. That's still pretty decent damage off of a perfect parry. I love that for Manon.
Oh, a little whiff and like no whip punish, but it's kind of hard to find it. Yeah. Juri
I'm
played
telling
it
you,
ready.
he puts out the fireball, and then he's just looking for like 1 or 2 things. Like he's really dialed it down.
just right back in there. Just by blocking the DI. That pushback, nothing to Juri. I think she does the best job of like staying on targets, right? That standing medium punch just creates so much pressure, but also just how fast she can close the gap. Just like this, right? This entire pressure is so hard to get away from.
Yeah, and like the other thing too is that her little fireball traps in the corner are hard to deal with because level 1s aren't projectile invincible. So if you want to get out, like, you know, you're not going to be DIing it. You're going to have to be level 2ing it, which is an expensive option. Otherwise, you're just kind of stuck in a pretty bad spot, you know.
Oh, that's great. Oh, so I thought. Damn, you made it to that?
Yeah, that was
what
big
a
commitment.
beast.
I appreciate that.
I hope next time it's overhead. Oh, jumps the DI out of there. Uh-oh, scary spot. Burnout. Yeah.
It's a punish.
Oh,
wow.
Reset for Shaman. So huge.
Oh, no
Look at
hands
this.
here.
Oh, that actually could have been the kill. A couple times here from Shaman.
This might be the most raw form of a W. Wait, up until this point. Okay, so we didn't get to see like a single command grab or even like a single run burst to build up that
Yeah.
medal.
It's true. Who starts with a medal? Come on. She walked into here already having a medal. Get out.
Well, that's my problem. Like, where does she get the medals? Like, who's giving her
She's
the medals?
just carrying them around.
That's what I'm saying.
They're in her trunk, and she takes them out of her trunk that she brought.
Yeah. It's like the Obama, like, putting the medal on himself thing. That's, like, literally
Yes.
what she's doing. Yeah.
Absolutely.
I mean, you guys wouldn't do that.
No, I mean, if I would just put all
If it
5
made me
on.
do that much damage, dude, I'd
Yeah.
just walk in there with them. Yeah.
I like the meaty fireball from Speedkicks, too, just in case there was reversal level 1. Ooh.
Oh, what a crosscut. Oh, you're hella good. That's
Expensive, though.
Is that the only super that she could cancel into from that? Might be.
Yeah.
I don't know the roots.
If she does
That,
heavy...
it is really common that that's the case.
Yeah, if she does heavy soar, she can link level 1 super, but off of the other two, yeah, she can't link super.
she'd have to have like a heavy normal behind it to even get that launcher, right?
Right.
Yeah, or standing medium kick first hit.
Oh, true, yeah. Oh, I didn't even know that was actually that plus. I haven't seen that. Never mind. I
Yeah,
thought I'd
it's
seen
like
it before.
it's like a 5-frame medium that's like also plus enough to combo into that. It's pretty.
That's
oh,
Oh, hell.
Baited. Pretty tough look right now for Shaman. Way down in medals. Ah, dropping the chance.
I should do a level 1.
Pretty
Have the
clean.
charge too. Yeah, easy peasy. It's not Shaman. Huh?
What is this?
Is it you say Shaman? Is it Shaman?
They're both fine.
Okay.
Is it?
I like that you say that. I like the way you said they're both fine.
That's the least confident I've ever heard you sound.
I know he said it like
that was-
yeah, who can say?
They are. You can say whatever you want. man.
Tomato,
Anyone's fine.
tomato.
Yeah, potato.
Nobody
potato.
says tomato. That
What
one's
about-
wrong.
What about
Sorry.
Shaman? Like
Also
Shaman.
wrong. You got two options. That's it.
Shaman.
I like that.
Shaman.
I like that he said also
Sorry.
wrong. Yeah.
Shaman's not good.
I noticed everything.
It's funny.
Everything submitted not by David has been wrong. Interesting. In the court of David, everything not
court of
David
David.
created has been wrong so far.
Hey man, I walked in here knowing how to pronounce shaman or shaman. You know, that's
Okay.
one thing I had going for me this morning. Is
I'm
I
gonna
What about
find-
like?
I'm gonna find
Shimon?
one person that says yeah, Shaman only. We're gonna
Shimon
see.
only. Yeah, like why not?
Tomato's gonna be a thing, man. It has to be a thing somewhere.
Dude, I'm going
Somewhere,
next
maybe.
time. I'm gonna go somewhere and
definitely
be like, "Can I get that with no tomato?" and see what happens. I'm gonna just try it.
If
I
that
think
place is
the-
England, then you're probably fine, man. But
It's
if you're in the
tomato.
States still, it's gonna be a tough sell.
Okay.
You're gonna have a tough time.
By the way, Speedkicks as a result has to play against Jack in losers finals of that
Ooh.
pool. to
Oh,
make
that's-
top eight.
Oh, okay.
that's rough. The Juri Marriott.
I
I guess
imagine
the
so.
Juri.
Jack.
Who knows? Maybe Speedkicks is now the Juri. So
He's really good. He's very good,
Who can say?
and a unique jury too. He's playing a different kind of emphasis than many other people. So here's the Luke now for Soul
ooh, yes.
versus HardyMJ.
Hardy was killing it. What was it like yesterday?
Yeah, for the Chipotle stream.
Love Chipotle.
Yeah.
Big
Hey,
Chipotle.
they're what was it like the new chicken item?
Chicken al pastor.
Dude, it sounds mad good. I was thinking about getting it today.
Good. Yeah, that's good.
I'm a sofritas boy. I think they're pretty good.
Yeah,
Dude,
good.
the sofritas super clutch for cutting down weight. Also, feels great.
Man, this is a bad spot early. Yeah, Luke is really great in this matchup as long as he can close distance, but the full screen game is miserable, as it is with most
Whoa.
characters against JP. Oh my god, the
Damn,
wake
that
up
was
crouching
so-
medium. Yeah.
That was so slick from HardyMJ. Like, you talk about the long distance game and Luke closing the gap. What happens if it's the JP player being aggressive?
Yeah, I mean, that's what you don't expect. I think in zoner matchups, when the zoner turns into the aggressor, that's when you're never ready, right? Like, who's ready for Guile to jump at them? Or JP, you know?
There were
But for
6
JP,
spikes on the screen, by the way. He was going in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like that mid-range into pressure for him is extremely important. Obviously, Guile can do it as well, and can be important for Guile too. But in my mind, there's a lot of matchups where, for JP, like, you need to be playing that kind of forward-moving game if you're gonna have success.
Yeah. Oh, I love
Especially
that
at
was
higher
so
level.
sick.
Oh, okay, all right.
Damn.
Everybody got hit on that.
When Bandit Revolver, and he's like, oh, I
Damn,
think could have been the
Speedkicks
kill.
couldn't even handle it. He was like, I'm out of here. I saw
Yeah,
that.
Speedkicks watched that and
I
left
gotta
the room.
go. I'm glad I don't have to fight that later. It's crazy.
Yeah. Like, I'm out of here, bro.
Character's got a lot of good buttons in mid-range, especially when you have drive rush behind him.
You know the thing. Drive skiddly doodly.
You know what I almost said? I almost said, in my mind, DR could be drive rush or reversal, and
Reversal.
reversal was about to come out.
Just call it Driverino like you normally would.
Little drive.
You know what I gotta do is just get used to calling it a Dave rush.
Little Dave Rush.
Yeah, that'll work.
Yeah, you need to put like the 90s like art on it, dude. Dave Rush. Oh my.
Is that
Little
a band?
Dave Rush into the command grab.
Is Dave Rush a band? Probably.
Yeah, it's Dave
Yeah.
Rush Band, right?
Dave
Like,
Rush, man.
Yeah, I think that's right. Yeah.
Mount Dave Moore.
I saw them at Coachella one year.
Yeah. Oh, block and punish. Look at this.
No, I'm serious. That's a band, right? Okay.
I don't know. I don't think so. I think you're thinking of something else.
Oh boy. I'm gonna Google it. Hang on, guys.
Dave Rush use band.
No.
Okay.
That's where I think he's sneaking as well.
I think you might be right. Dude, JP, I think it's impossible not to hit crouching medium kick more than once, right?
It's good.
Like you have to, but when you hit it once, you're like obligated to hit it like 2 to 3 more times.
Dude, you know what it is? It's the down 3 or down 4 from MK. If you hit that stuff, like, you're gonna press it the next time, and then when you see them blocking, finally, it's something else.
Oh man, big pickup. Yeah. Oh, big jump out. Not
Can't
fun.
grab that.
It must be nice. Like someone just tries to throw you on wake up, and you're like, you have to block a bunch of stuff, and I'm out of here. I'm just gonna teleport above your head. Whoop.
If he made that sound, if that could be added in there via mod,
Oh,
that'd be
please
fantastic.
mod it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Along with the Taco Bell sound when somebody gets hit by DI.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw somebody fighting up against Kermit the Frog the other day with with
seen that
Snoop
too.
Dogg. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Snoop's so good. So good.
Oh, burnout, but I like kind of spending a little bit of offense there, spending some of the Dave Rush.
It's no big deal. You get to have Soul on the other side of the screen. You're still pestering him.
Yeah. And the only thing is, as long as you don't get cornered here, it doesn't really matter that much that you're... Ooh, that's when it gets scary, though, because now drive impact's gonna hit the wall. Yep, that's what the super comes
nice.
out.
Spend it all. It's so odd seeing like that route of the combo, but I'm like, oh yeah, he's in modern.
Modern gamer. He still has back heavy kick in modern, though, right?
I'm not sure.
Oh, my.
Damn, the Dave Rush. Or sorry, the Dave Impact.
The Dave
The Dave
Impact now?
Impact. Dude, the whole time I was watching Red Bull Kumite, F-Word literally called every drive reversal V reversal. Like the whole tournament.
Oh, yeah.
And it was just cracking me up because everybody's like, Lamau, this guy keeps saying V reversal. I was like, dude, it was like 7 years. Okay, you gotta understand.
I'm
the
sure I
muscle
didn't
memory.
say V reversal for the first like 2 years of SF5. I'm sure that I called it off a counter the whole time.
Yeah.
Same thing with calling things EX. Even Yipes was talking about that yesterday. He's like, excuse me, I meant OD.
I've never
Yeah.
said OD on purpose in my life. I don't intend to.
That's true.
It always has that little extra. It's the OD from you specifically? Yeah.
It's the over Dave move.
Over Dave. God, it's getting out of hand, man.
Oh, chip. Uh-oh. Oh, double uh-oh. Oh my god. Wake up super? No, he does not this time. Oh, there it is.
Oh no!
He's over. Yeah, yep.
Damn.
Nice bird.
Yeah, being in burnout state, not being able to Dave parry, that's gonna be so huge, man.
Yeah. And having one button super for the Dave Rush means that it's really hard to approach like with something like linear like that at all.
Oh, you gotta be anticipating the Dave impact here, right? No, but it's Dave Rush again.
I think
Again.
that might have been
from
the
both.
case. I think HardyMJ might have been doing that, keeping his eye on that red coming at him.
Oh my lordy.
What if you could just react?
Yeah, you just hit a button. I simply one button stop your Dave Rush, and you're like, okay.
Damn, that hit.
Ooh, that's big. He did the over Dave version too, so he gets the combo, but he's out of Dave bar.
Yeah, dude.
Well, he's doing a good job. He's gonna burn Soul out here.
Yeah, that Dave gets should be out, I think.
Yeah.
Just
He's
about.
out.
It's definitely gonna be, yeah.
He's out of Dave juice.
Don't ever say that.
He had a big infusion of Dave juice right there.
That's where I draw it on.
Oh, he damn. Oh, no juggle. Could have done the regular version after.
This is one of the tough situations to be in the game, I think. If you're burned out versus a JP like that and you're low on life, just very difficult to navigate your way through.
No doubt.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a big bop. Not the bop. That's not the stopping bop. Sorry.
You
Get
had the
your
only one who-
terminology right
Yeah,
already.
I would never assume it was the stop and bop.
There it is.
Dave Impact.
Forward throw.
One more throw will do it.
He's not afraid of the OD.
Hey, wow.
Nice
that's
call
the
out.
soul. I love seeing the modern move forward.
Yeah. The one button answers to the Dave rushes are really, really powerful. I think it's like one of the best things about it, to be honest.
As close as that was, what was that, like 2-1? I feel like in that last part of the set, Soul had figured out HardyMJ like completely. That's the first time I've actually seen HardyMJ lose like that hard to like Luke in any of the matchups he's played, even on CFN.
Yeah.
Modern Luke? Maybe
Modern
different
Luke.
story. I don't know.
The neutral jumps were really smart too. I like that.
Let's check in on the Maturino. What do we got?
Take a look at this.
Whoa, there's a lot of stuff for Vicious to read. Go for it, buddy.
That's crazy. Ion OX with the big 15. Hey, appreciate it, bud. Each day we draw closer to the Demon King of martial arts, Akuma. You're damn right. He's
You
gonna
don't know
be
that.
So sick. I'm so
There's
excited.
no confirmation. You don't know that.
Electric Lee with the big $10. Yo, Vicious, nice meeting you at AX 2023. I appreciate it, man. Thanks for coming through. I was the dude with the old drone stick and the King of the Hill tourney. Hella fun, dude. It was cool seeing you. I'm glad you had that. I'm glad you had fun over at AX. Everybody that came through for the I Buy Power tournament, yo, you guys were real ones. I appreciate that a lot. And thanks for coming through for contributing for the players, man. This is a pretty huge deal each and every week here at ICFC. And I will continue reading this because I've been contacted by my lawyer via text saying that I'm obligated.
Sorry, that's the rule. Again, the rule is if you donate money to this Maturino pot and you have something to say, Vicious is gonna have to say it. Whatever.
Look at this
it is.
hazing, man. How is it in line of like whoever's been hazed like week after week? How did it end up on me, man?
I gotta be honest. I picked
it's the
somebody
hair.
and I'm like,
Yeah,
I think it'd be funny if it
It's
was
like
you.
the bald guy. I get it.
But I just try to say it first because I want to make sure that nobody says it about me first. So I try to say
it's either
it first
you
thing,
or
right off
Sajam.
the bat.
Sajam is also like, all right, Bones, you got it. Whoop. And
Yeah,
then,
it's because everybody's like, who wants to do the intro? And I'm like, well, if I just say, hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to the tournament. I can also just say, hey, you have to read the thing. You know, those two things are hand in hand. Hey, it's
yo, Reynald with Ken.
Oh yeah.
Kenneth. Yeah. I feel like all KOF players like Shotos. Is that just like, that's like a thing, right? Like,
I mean,
they
he played JP for the first like what 2 weeks?
He did.
2.5
Yeah, he did.
weeks.
I think he just can play whatever. I don't think he's restricted by any archetype. I think in his mind it's just
Damn.
character good, okay, fit
That
character.
was hella meaty.
Oh, I agree. This just strikes me as a Reynald character. And I feel like every KOF player has a little bit of this in them. They just like playing Shotos. Myself included. When I play KOF, I like Shotos. I like Shotos outside of KOF.
You mean to tell me this isn't Rio?
Yeah,
Rio is definitely a fun Shoto.
He's so sick.
he is cool.
Ordinary
kills.
karate man.
Yeah. Reynald with a lot of bar.
Oh, not like this.
Little
That was a
lack
counter
of
hit too.
Yeah. Dragon Lash catching lows is like really nice, and like crouching stuff in general is really nice for that move, honestly.
Get that little, what is that, one extra frame of block stuff?
Yeah, especially because a lot of times you're just not ready for it. You're like, oh god, ooh,
Ooh.
level 3, I like it.
ElderGoose definitely knows the business. He spends a lot of time modding NuckleDu's channel when it's just chair and match footage. And he's watching all of it too, so.
Sick.
That's the hardest job. Ooh, I like the running.
But
He
I mean,
has
it
done
pays
that
off.
before.
It pays off dividends, right? Like he watched all of the match footage. He's like, I know exactly what to do against Ken players.
Excellent.
And then next time you're like, all right, do the little kick extender, and then you perfect parry and punish, and you're like, I'm in your head. I'm in your head. I'm in your walls.
Damn, that was deep.
Yeah, I like the setups. Ah, wow.
Oh
No, it all worked out.
Dude, Reynald is hitting parry. He is hitting the parry
Yeah,
button.
he definitely is.
He's like, get me out, it's time.
He's
He
definitely the
technical.
kind of guy to like do a meaty parry. You know, that's in his wheelhouse for sure.
Yeah.
I love the confirm off of 2 jabs. Get the side switch. There goes the the Dave,
Dave
rush.
Rush,
Damn
little
it.
Florence McKenzie.
Yeah.
I don't like how you're like, yeah.
Yes.
Not quite the kill. Pretty close though, and I think a throw is like pretty close to killing here too, which is scary. Ooh, no DP. Punish.
Oh, that's a big
Yes.
punish counter. You're within range.
Could have killed.
Absolutely.
Oh.
No, did you let him get away with it? Oh no.
Sure did. He sure
Oh
did.
no, that feels bad. Tough way to go out.
I mean, he was scared for the Dave gauge coming back in, right? So he tried to make a move. No, it's all downhill. Don't let the mental crumble.
ElderGoose was trying to, what's it called? Trying to bait the throw there too, which is the worst part. That is a bad feeling when you're like, let me bait this throw. No, and it reaches. It's like, oh.
Oof. That always feels bad.
There it is.
Hey.
That's what you gotta do. If you think it's coming, you're like, why not?
Now you gotta mix
Yeah.
up with the other extensions, right? Or
Yeah,
you can
yeah.
just keep doing it.
No, that's Reynald. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. If he just keep doing it.
Oh,
Why
we're the anti-airs. We're the DPs, man.
The Dave punches.
Oh,
Oh, good check on the
You,
jab.
what are you up to out there?
Damn, he wants the plus frames. Look at him go. He's like, all right, I got the corner. Backs off a little bit. Uh-oh. Reynald has level 2 also, which means like one hit could kill.
Oh,
and
you
that's the
called
hit.
it.
Oh,
that's the power right there. The you know scare, I know scare. I'm gonna keep Dragon Lashing. That's
I
that's
know.
totally fine for Reynolds.
with the pixel, he's like, Dragon Lash looks good. It's a good move, to be fair.
No doubt.
He has a really insistent.
Oh
doesn't-
no! Oh, that's not bad.
He doesn't stop doing the thing just because you countered the thing.
Yeah.
What a confirm. No! Oh, he's still going to be pressing hella buttons.
Yeah. He had every button on the controller.
It's like demoralizing for Elder
He's,
Goose.
he's buffering.
No, counter hit. You could have finished it right there.
There
it
it is. Coming at you. Nicely done there from Reynolds. You know, it's one of those players where as you play, you're like, I didn't expect you to do it again. I don't know why. But then you just did it again, and I was like, okay. Fair enough.
That's Reynolds' style.
Yeah.
He needs you to know that you're gonna get hit by what he wants you to get hit by. And if you evade it, if you parry it, if you punish it, he just needs you to
doesn't
know
care.
that it's gonna work. Yeah,
Yeah.
he's very
He does not. He's
insistent.
like, oh, that was cute. That was cute. He comes
Yeah,
from like a
yeah.
like a cutthroat community sometimes, man. He was in the arcades getting like the worst of it in KOF. Like he was like the top dog for so long, and he had like a lot of different players to go through, like in terms of like trying to get people to, I guess, match on his buttons. Just I don't know, man. Like that kind of mentality is just not easy to kind of build up, where you're just like unshaken by what everybody's doing to you at all times. It's kind of nuts.
You know,
Yeah,
that's how you
that
feel?
time that Reynolds won Evo, and in part he did it by like making this huge comeback right in games in grand finals. I asked him like at one point he thought that he won Evo. Like when did you realize like I'm gonna win Evo for sure? And he was like, it was game 1 of that set where he had to like make the long comeback. It was just like something that he realized, and he was like, you know, I'm in the right mindset, and this guy's not in the right mindset. And I just know like whatever it is that is gonna work on him, it's gonna work for sure. And so if you see him play, if you like go back and watch that KOF set, there are things in it that are like real wild decisions that he does. But that is such a Reynolds thing to make those decisions and to just be super sure that it's gonna work out like from the jump.
he also just like does like it's in every game. I always used to make fun of him because he would pop sparking in Dragon Ball and then like drop the confirm and then you like get a new hit and get the kill. And like you go back and watch him play KOF, how many matches does he like get a max mode confirm and like just drop the hit and then like get a new hit? And then like it works, and you're like, dude, could you do a combo for once in your life? You're like, can you just do a combo? And
he needs you to know that he's gonna win, regardless of whether he does the combo.
That's the thing. He doesn't. He drops it because his combo sucks. But then he hits you anyway because he's good. That's the thing. You're just like, this is the most Reynald thing I've ever seen.
His mix-ups are so good. His neutral game's always good.
Yeah.
That's how it goes.
He's a professional.
All right, I am reloading this top 8. Have we gotten anybody else in? Okay, so it's going to be Punk versus NuckleDu on one side of winners. The other side of winners, we saw Shaka qualify, so it's going to be Masoma versus Shaka. Soul is in loser's side on one of the losers' halves. We got to figure out the remaining 3 players.
This so it's Sim versus
Reynald,
JP on that match right there. By the way, Masoma versus Shaka. That's a weird matchup.
Yeah, so Reynald filled out the other half of that Solvng and G.
Oh, he did. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
And looking at pool 3, what I'm seeing right now is that it will be Squall versus Crossover, and then winner that will play Miguel, who I believe was the Honda player we saw before.
That is right.
So
Yeah. Miguel
still
69.
a little bit of work to do there. Yeah, Miguel 69. Can you believe a Honda would have the funny number in his name like that? Doesn't seem like the kind of character to me.
I don't think I've played a Honda player who doesn't have a name or like club name that's not degenerate. Ever.
Not
like,
me.
I think all of them.
I don't believe you, David.
Cool
have
guy.
been like that.
That's my CFN. Cool
Is it?
fella. Cool dude. Yeah.
Cool
I'm a
dude.
cool guy.
Yeah, it's literally
Shut
been
up,
all of them. That and
Respectfully.
the only thing worse is like jury players. Jury players have literally consistently something terrible in their name or club.
That and the entire organization of different jury clubs. There's like 3 of them with some real interesting names. That is for sure.
Yeah. Oh, there was a bad one with Manon today. Oh man, I was just playing and my chat was like, man, what's this guy's problem? I was like, his name looks real normal. I don't understand. And I looked at the club name and I was like, oh no. That's been on the screen the whole time. I was like, oh god.
Do you
Can
judge
you-
how players play based on their name? Is that like connected?
No, I
for
judge
you?
it on the club.
No, but it's just funny when you see it sometime. You're like, you willingly just put that under your name and you're like, this is me. Like I'm like, okay.
So, I mean, to be fair, it
me,
kind of
I
makes
couldn't see
sense.
that.
Like when you see like what club they're from. Every time I see NorCal FGC, I think, all right, well, these guys have had a lot of time to digest, and I'm gonna chill out and try to play it smart, right?
Yeah, everybody I've seen with that club name, they were the best player I've ever played in my life the first 2 days of the game, and then I haven't lost to them since.
Ooh.
That's been the case.
Spicy.
Yeah, I was like, damn, you are so good, but in 2 days, probably will be a little bit closer. I was like, you're a professional, I see.
Let's go West Coast.
Yeah, love that for
There's
you.
some good players.
When I see US West, I'm like, they're just gonna mash every time I get near them. Every single time I get near them, they're gonna mash.
I could tell you're holding back on that one.
Yeah, the US West, they know. I'll tell you what, the US West Discord is a bunch of mashers. I say that I'm in there, so you know, I'm a masher too. I just don't have it in my name. That's the secret. They just don't know. I hide my mashing by not having it as my club name.
It's fair.
Yeah.
Hey, just a quick question. If those that are finally getting to tune into ICFC, where can they actually go to sign up? Because I've actually had a bunch of people that are like, oh, this is my first time actually being able to see this. Do I have one in my region? And what can I do to be a
Hit
part
the
of it?
slide, Spencer. There you go. You can sign up next week at 10-o.gg/ICFC. If you don't know, like every week when this thing is booting up, signups are opening for the next week. So if you want to enter, go ahead and enter. We accept all kinds of places. And there is the North America, Asia, and Europe bracket. So wherever you are in the world, you can probably find your way into one of these 3 brackets and compete each and every week. Have some fun. It doesn't cost you anything. Sign up. You can just, sign up, have a nice time, come game. You know the deal. And it's pretty easy peasy to get in there and have a nice time. Get some matches. Doesn't matter if you do super great or super bad. You just enter for free, have some fun, enjoy the time. At the very least, you get some tournament practice, which is very cool.
And it's almost literally true that you can enter regardless of where you live. There are only like a small handful of countries in the whole world that we can't do due to various like payout/legal reasons.
Yeah.
But almost everywhere else in the entire world is eligible to enter in one of these 3. So please check it out.
Yeah, and if you're not if you're one of those countries, whoever wins, challenge them to a death match after. Just be like, you think you're the champion? I couldn't enter, and then just like a descend from the ropes and
Put your
beat 'em up.
PayPal, Venmo, Zelle on it.
Yeah, and somebody talk about this while I turn on the light.
Okay, it's the officially licensed merchandise that we have for you here. This is all stuff that, as that tagline says, it's been officially blessed by various game devs, etc., rights holders. And a lot of the stuff has been designed by people on the FGC. We get endemic artists, many of whose names you will know if you're somebody who cares about art in the FGC. People who've been around for a long time and have done a lot of really cool stuff, have designed these things. So please check them out. This is a big part of how we pay for ICFC. So go to 10-o.gg/merch and pick up some of the stuff. There's a lot of other things there as well. It's not just these shirts, not just these hoodies or long sleeves, not just these beanies. Lots of other things up for sale over there as well.
Also, somebody asked, can I enter if I'm rookie rank? Yes, there's no...
Absolutely.
You don't have to be this rank or this tall to enter the tournament. You can enter the tournament and just play. It doesn't matter. I also, if you guys are interested in that kind of thing, my Discord, if you hit ! Discord in my chat, has a beginner bracket too. You can sign up for that. So you can play in both if you want. And enter it.
It's called like the driving school, right? With the solid bones.
Yeah, driving school.
Oh, I heard it was called the Daving School, but okay.
Oh yeah, it's you know, workshopping some names. Squall should be.
Happy to see Squall up here.
Yeah, doing some gaming up against Crossover, who's on the Luke, of course. Lucas, Stay Jam dude.
What's his last name? Sullivan, right? I forget.
Luke Sullivan, yeah.
Luke Sullivan.
I call him Sandblast Sullivan.
You think he'd be cool with that?
Yes.
I think he's totally fine with that.
There's zero chance he doesn't like that. he would be like, dude.
That's genius. Like he would be all about it.
I do throw Sandblast. Like,
If his voice actor could speak for him, then yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Get him on the phone right now.
He probably
Yeah, that's
would.
canon, actually. Yeah, that's actually what his buddies call him in
Oh
college.
no. Hell yeah.
Big.
It all. He had extra Dave in the tank. That's crazy.
I like that he says, "Where you
His
going?"
Dave juice was still there.
Yeah, when he drive rushes, he goes, "Where you going?" And I'm like, "Dude, he's dead." Like, what do you mean, where's he going? Like, you're just punching him in the face. Like, yeah, all right.
You know what's funny? I still can't get used to whether or not that's forward throw or back throw because of the animation. She got curls him into a ball like on both, I think.
Oh, that's wow. Beast mode, baby. Somebody asked what's Ryu's last name. You guys, does he have a last name?
No, I don't think so.
He has one in the movie, in like Street Fighter, the movie, the game.
Okay.
Oh yeah, does he?
Yeah, I just don't remember what it is.
Ryu man.
Ryu man, karate guy.
Oh. Man,
Damn.
it do be that way.
Ryu Hoshi?
Yeah, there it is.
Also, he's American in that movie?
I don't know about that.
That's what Google says. I don't know.
Ryu modern. Yeah.
You
That's
mean like the actor is American?
No, it says in this depiction, Ryu is given the surname Hoshi and is presented as an American of Japanese ethnicity.
okay. That seems so wrong. Like, that is not correct.
I don't know what to tell you.
I mean, like both Ken and Ryu were what is it like? They sold guns, right?
They were like hucksters or something. Yeah. Also,
Yeah,
I
they
think
sold
Blanca
weapons.
was like made in a lab. I don't know. It's
was-
maybe not the most trustworthy source.
Carlos Blanca, aka Charlie.
Oh, wait, this is gonna be almost what? Yeah, if he does level 3. Level 3? Oh my, this is so much damage.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is gonna hurt.
Man, the Wildberry Pop-Tart color, this is sick.
Yeah, this color is out of control. Ooh, just sticks out the media. Squall try to jump, it look like.
Doing
It's a
nice,
fearless
man.
style by Crossover. That super that he did in kind of a neutral situation. The fact that he was willing to press as Squall was waking up right there. That's cool.
Oh man,
We just jumped into
What?
Sandblast. You think you're telling me
Sandblast.
he's not cool with Sandblast Sullivan?
I feel like he has a home field advantage. Look at all the sand around him.
That's
Oh
a
my
lot of
God.
sand.
It's
That's
everywhere.
true.
That's a statement I don't want to hear from David. The sand.
It's
everywhere.
Oh god.
Sand swamp. Dude, the swamp monster. Oh god.
Oh. Just gets the cross up, respecting the dive kick, so no anti-air.
I want to see at least, you know, Crossover pay the tax for jumping over for free like that, man. Squall's gonna at least get some damage in off of these escapes.
Help!
Jesus!
Help me.
Okay.
Walk up back. Man. Luke is a fun
Yeah, he's
character.
pretty cool in this game.
No doubt. Yeah.
What a rehabilitation.
I know.
From Street Fighter 5 to this.
It took a lot of
Complete
work.
180.
Yeah, it took a lot of work. They had to redesign him. The voice actor had to work overtime.
Yeah,
Like
I feel like
for
a lot
5
of it is
weeks.
that guy.
Yeah, I had to spend every day being like, guys, he's cool. Trust me. Every day I was like, guys, he's real cool. A lot of work, man. His design is so much better in this game.
Damn. I love the air flash stuff in this game too.
Bandit.
Go on.
Revolver.
There
Oh, that's it.
Somebody is writing a tweet right now about Thriller. Wow, opponent hit jab and escapes? That's kind of weird. I don't like that.
I feel like if he had done it again, it would have worked.
Yeah, I would have. Kind of weird. I thought when you threw someone twice, the round just like immediately ended.
Yeah.
I think that's 3. That 3.
Nah, 3 times. Okay.
Oh,
Oh boy. Oh.
Gotta kill.
Oh, doesn't. Okay, Ben's level 3 there. I was gonna say.
damn. 1, 2, 3, 4. Damn. He's completely decapitated after that.
Going into the last round though with no level 3 feels so bad. Like it's such a big swing in resources and damage. It's like whenever you get hit by it, you know it's gonna be 40% damage and you're gonna lose 2 bars of drive gauge. So it's like a huge advantage to have the meter lead.
I love the stoppage on the drive rush too. The Dave rush, excuse me.
Thank
Don't tax me. Don't tax me.
Oh my!
It was
That
mad
hit him?
deep.
That
I had to be like +5.
He's spacing these really well. Oh, crossover just trying to jump out.
oh, we could have DI'd back too. It could have been
Absolutely,
it.
yeah. If you can block, you can DI.
That's true.
Dodge range, you can dodge balls. Same idea.
That's true.
Same idea.
Help!
Oh boy. Nice
Yeah.
take
Take that.
Oh, and a perfect,
Absolutely
even a
take
Street
that.
Fighter 6 perfect.
Dude, I love blocking like 27 fireballs and then getting a
Yep.
perfect in this game.
Yep.
I'm like, what? Like, it doesn't make any sense. I'm like, okay. I'm
You
so
play
not
like a
used to it.
40 or 50 second round and it's still a perfect. That happens all the time.
Yeah, it is so weird. I'm just not used to
Damn, look at the entire room.
Will he play Honda?
it. What?
Is
Waiting
that
for
right?
the battle to begin.
Oh boy.
Edmund?
Edmund. I mean, I do think that Honda does fine in the match. I mean, well, I think he does well in the match, but I also thought that his Luke was doing fine, so I'm surprised to
Yeah.
see it.
Like, he was favored in the last round. So, and he won the first game.
Also,
so.
speaking of what we were talking about earlier, Street Fighter the movie, where do you think Honda's from?
Dude,
And what do you think he does as his profession?
it's going to be
Yo,
something
you know,
random.
the World Tour mode. In the World Tour mode, he actually explains why his name is Edmund.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, he does. It's because it's his sumo name, and he wanted a sumo name that had both a link to ancient Japan, so like Edo and stuff, and that also could work in the West. So Edmund, which I think is like obviously just like a funny retcon, but they nailed it as a retcon. I love it.
I mean, he's Hawaiian. What are you talking about? I don't know if you guys, he's Hawaiian or he's
In the
Samoan
movie?
in Street Fighter the movie.
That's
He's also-
right, he is. In
He's
the
also
movie he
Chun Li
is, yeah.
Zhang's cameraman.
That's right. Yeah, he is. Oh no,
Oh,
you
my.
died maybe? No. Oh boy.
Picked
So
it
it's a
up
pretty
anyway.
good looking Edmund, but you know, let me see some optimization on some of this stuff.
Yeah, he's a platinum Edmund. Okay, he's getting there.
He is. Obviously a fantastic player, so the fundamentals.
Man, try that on my almost diamond E Honda.
Yeah. Oh. Dude, the drive gauge just getting chunked is so funny every time. And the laugh on the way down is truly diabolical when he does butt slam.
Blockhead, man. His perfect
Yes.
parry quote is so good. Who in their right mind would still use blockhead as an insult?
It's
That's pretty
great.
good.
It's so good.
That's a good one right there. Too bad. She meant it.
She is cool in this game.
Oh, score. Oh hell.
The laugh, man. It's just. Oh my beef.
That's the Dave right there.
That is definitely the Dave.
Oh my god, that almost caught the jump out. Crossover's one hit away here. Uh-oh.
Oh,
From what?
yeah. Oh,
From what, Steve? What exactly?
From losing, smile.
From there
But
it
also
is.
winning. Yeah, both. Both of those could have turned out true.
I think Honda has a lot to say in the neutral game here, but he does not do well defensively. So if you can knock him
Oh,
down,
take that.
That's burnout.
yeah. So now the question is, how does crossover as Honda deal with the opponent in burnout? Some people get real degenerate.
I think all of them.
For
I
something
think
over Dave, right?
Some people.
every Honda gets degenerate. They
Maybe
start.
Some people. Oh my god.
Oh!
It's not what he wanted.
That's a big mistake. He's out though.
Okay.
Don't do it.
Back to
Chilling.
patience.
Yeah.
Yeah, you see Squall is very concerned about headbutt, trying to be at a range where he can react with TP or with parry. But
Yeah, I mean,
crossover
I think
doesn't
at
need to
this
do
point-
anything.
Yeah, crossover
That's-
could just pretty much sit there, right? At least in this space, if he does get thrown
God.
by some miracle, he
God.
doesn't lose sight. Oh, here's some
Beef?
beef.
Almost killed.
Forward roundhouse for the low. I'm calling it right now for the kill.
I think he's just gonna sit and then either do a special move or sit.
Yeah.
I think those are the two
Oh
options.
my!
Oh, here we go.
He moved. It wasn't even a counter hit.
Scary tech too. Could have died to throw break. To throw bait. Oh,
Damn.
Sick.
beef.
Oh, no shot.
The mental stack was too high.
Yeah.
Squall, gonna take it. Gonna move on.
You did it to yourself, man.
Crossover's already out of
Bob.
here.
You did it to yourself. Hey, memorize that number. The last 5 digits, 2706. That's how you know they rage quit.
Is that right?
It's not a rage quit.
I'm kidding.
We just spectated late.
I
is
know,
what
I know,
happened.
I know.
Yeah. That sucked.
Look, the character switch, like I said, it's fine. Honda does well, no doubt. I just didn't think that that needed to happen. And then
Yeah.
once he
Yeah.
did have, he had that life lead, as we were talking about in the last round. He could have just sat still. But the way to play defense with Honda is not just to sit. You have to be willing to jump back, backdash. You have EX headbutt. It's fast, and it's got 2 hits of armor. But we saw him just maybe be a little bit too passive for once.
Yeah.
Welp. All right, that means Squall moves on. So you know what Squall's reward is to play against Miguel 69, a Honda player.
Yeah. Oh, another Honda.
Honda and the Honda and the
I
Honda.
was cheering for the name, and then you told me Honda. I was like, oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, we
We
saw
saw him
Miguel
earlier, right?
earlier.
That
Yeah,
was
that's
actually
right.
winners finals of the pool when it was Shaka over Miguel 69. So Miguel 69 actually already beat Squall 2-1 earlier in the bracket.
Okay.
Just a different Honda, just another day. All right, well, we're going to see that replay between those two. That's going to be really interesting to see. That's one of my favorite things, just seeing that double Jeopardy situations happen throughout like any tournament, because I love seeing whether or not they've adapted or if it's going to be a complete blowout.
Yeah, it's usually hard to win 2 in a row, it feels like, in situations like that, right? Because you're just so like fixated on what you did wrong in the set that once you play it again, you're like, I'm ready. But then the other person is just like, they're moving on with their life. They're just, playing games. And that was a few days ago, probably. It was back on Tuesday, I'm guessing, right?
Yeah.
So, all right, looks like we're going to take a look at the bracket here. So thanks everybody for following along. You can exclamation point bracket in the chat to find it yourself. Speedkicks playing, I think, the winner of the match we just mentioned just now. And then we have our top 8 settled and ready to go. I'm assuming we're just going to get into this here of top 8 matches, I guess, on the arithmetic. But
Very possible.
we'll have to see. Punk versus NuckleDu up at the top. Masoma Shaka. Solvng versus Reynald. And then Speedkicks versus the winner of the last 2 matches we talked about. The last 2 players, rather, that we talked about there. So, I think that's the plan of attack.
Shoutouts to Shaka from Argentina, showing up big, and Sol from Mexico, showing up big as well. It's not just called the Intercontinental Fight Club. It actually is in Street Fighter 6. Pretty cool.
And now we have the means to do so. The net code, it's fantastic.
Dude, that scares me. Her smile, those big old eyes, that scares me. She looks
got
like she's
some
gonna
good
kill
faces.
you. Yeah.
Yeah, they made her like dangerous. It's sick.
This
When was
is,
she not dangerous? What?
I mean,
What
I
do you
just thought
mean?
she was like kind of cutesy. I don't know. I never thought that she was dangerous. I feel like this game really stepped that up.
They made her super terrifying in that, like, her win pose and her level 3, like, you can tell that she will kill you. Right?
Yeah,
You
yeah.
guys
I mean,
didn't feel that way with Ultra 2 from Street Fighter 4?
Well, look,
she was
like, obviously
literally
she was-
putting you into a box. Like,
she was good before. That's not what I'm trying to say. It's the way that she's animated, the way that like she talks, all that stuff. I feel like they've really ramped up how like vicious she is.
Yeah. Also, the score will get fixed. It's Friday. Gets run for a break. He's not supposed to be here. This tournament was supposed to be.
yeah.
There.
Shout out to everybody that's been throwing down for the TL side as well. Damn, NuckleDu. The mirror, I see you.
Yeah, I
That-
think Cammy versus Guile pretty stinky for a lot of Guile players, right?
It's
They
stinky.
tend not to like it. I feel like that's like the matchup that I hear. That and JP are the matchups I hear Guile players not like the
right.
most.
Yeah. And this is also still a NuckleDu character. Right? He's totally fine with this character.
Yes.
He's been that way since even with 5.
Yeah, his characters have been, even in 4, his characters were like Cammy and Guile, right? And DiCaprio.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
So these are his characters. It just makes a lot of sense. It's a good duo.
Covers a lot of options.
What a delay.
Safety delay.
Yeah, delay throw, pretty good, right? You cover all your bases just in case your opponent wakes up button or super or DP, whatever.
Oh.
God, easy peasy pickup for Punk. Gets the drive rush confirmed. Doesn't have to spend level 3 or anything. Last round, both of them full on resources. It's so funny too because Punk is definitely like the more comfortable, slow and steady player normally between these two. Like NuckleDu a little bit more tricky, you know.
Well,
That's a fair assessment, yeah.
I mean, not now. It's Punk who's been moving in.
Yeah. I mean, he's
And
happy
Punk
to
who
take
makes
offense.
kill?
Yeah, I think that's definitely.
Yeah, that's
Seems
way
like it
that's
should
way
be.
beyond like 50%
Yeah.
of the Dave gauge, so
Okay,
that's
good.
hella damage.
What a violent level 3, man.
Cammy wins.
She
He's
does
still
kind
on
of
it.
just murder you.
Yeah. She goes for the jugular every single time.
Yeah,
Those gotta be like steel toes boots.
Oh, yeah.
They are kind of big boots now that you mention it.
She's like a special forces agent or something, of course.
Yeah.
She wouldn't wear anything silly.
Yeah.
Dave, listen. I wish I didn't have the camera up while you said that sentence. Shut up, man.
Oh.
No anti-air. Wow, okay. Interesting.
Yeah, I got the punish counter on the
You did,
landing
yeah.
instead. Man, this range though. Punk is like winning just by walking forward. Yeah, I mean, you can see the positioning on the screen.
Modern reactions.
Well, he's been forcing
Solutions.
Du back into the corner pretty consistently.
Yeah. That's
I
big though.
love that. Yo, going with it. Like if you're trying to put yourself in burnout, you do it on your terms only.
Yeah. Oh, that's big. Level 1. Good corner carry too, which is really nice. Still in burnout though for a bit here. Uh-oh. Alright, NuckleDu's gonna have drive gauge back in a second. Still a one-hit game for either of them, so I think it's not actually that bad. Reversal
damn!
low medium every time.
I was mad for catching the walk back.
It's cool that he walked up, blocked, and was patient first to see whether Punk would keep doing stuff.
Yeah.
Classic footsies play, walking up into the range, patient, then taking your turn.
Just to check, right? Sometimes you gotta see if people are like snap buffering or reacting to stuff. You're like, okay. Oh, missed dive
Missed that kick for sure.
kick. And missed confirmed too. So Punk gets away with it. He still got the offense out of that, even after a little input error on the dive kick. Nice.
And that was
Wow.
mad for.
Yeah, and he confirmed it. This spot sucks, man. This position. Oh,
Oh, God, I feel like it's the first hooligan I've ever seen Punk do.
yeah. If he did like fastball.
I don't know if I ever have.
Yeah, I've seen him do the fastball more than anything else, which is like doing the hooligan, but not really.
Yeah.
He's done it a few times over like yesterday to kind of just get like, the side switch and bait out something. Man, look at the damage. This is gonna be
Not enough.
Ooh.
Yeah. He just wanted to be a little bit nice. I like that. Pushing him into burnout, trying to get the chip, which he did. I think like spinning level 1 like that's pretty good because look at how much bar he's already built, right? Like he's gonna build level 3 this round anyway.
Damn, off of a throw, you get so much bar back.
Yeah, you build a lot of meter in this game. You build about 2 a round usually.
Yeah. And even it's like the same amount you get for being thrown too.
Yeah, I usually don't feel bad about spending bar in this game. I feel like I have it pretty often.
Yeah. That's why like the level 2 installs are so good because you can use one basically every round too, right? So, oh, that was DP probably.
Ooh!
I mean, it worked out.
I wonder if NuckleDu would have been able to like maybe delay that fall with a dive kick perhaps and avoid it. Maybe that
That'll work.
roundhouse dive kick.
Yeah, I also like spending this for Du because a lot of his burnout time goes away. So now he's not in too much danger here. Yeah, even though in burnout, only going to be a little bit of pressure before it's over.
Oh,
Not quite there.
that's not too bad if you're NuckleDu.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh yeah, I think you're fine with that.
Huge. To dash up. Some
staggered low
Big
pressure.
opener.
Nice.
Climb the counter poke. My guy, Pong.
Now level 3.
man.
Look, he spent level 1 last round, then he's got an accidental level 1 trying to DP, and then still had the level 3 this round. So like just all that extra meter, you built
get
so
bar.
much. Yeah. That's 2-0. Punk looking good. I feel like mirrors like this are usually pretty good for him because his biggest strengths are like highlighted when he's got to play a match like this, right? Like if you want to play grounded neutral, Punk is like one of the worst people to play against. You know?
Yeah, tough to compete with him when it comes to that.
He rarely loses to this archetype. Like this is a kind of archetype that he's usually very, very strong against.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, first 3 we're already here.
Yeah, I'll top 8.
Times, man.
Top 8 match, yeah.
I'm tired.
I hear you. It's been a long week.
And I love that. I love the way he uses standing jab as a measuring tool to get like the deepest dive kick on your shins. For that very purpose, it just makes it so much harder to contest.
I mean, one thing that is very good about Cammy, always has been, is just like doing a string and then after you space yourself out, then dive kicking, you know, as you mentioned.
Oh yeah.
Because like it auto, like just like that, right? You just use the button to put yourself in the perfect spacing to dive kick and then you just dive kick. That's
Damn!
strong.
Oh,
Didn't spend any super there. Oh.
to the box. 6 feet under.
That
Well,
does so much damage.
shout out to this guy in the ring. He just stays there like 24/7, even if there's no wrestlers around.
I know.
He's got to
and
officiate every match.
he's talking to the mic, yeah. Like I don't know who he's talking to.
There's a whole crowd.
The 3 dudes in the back.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
4 people.
Yeah.
He's contracted, man. He's got to do it.
Yeah, it doesn't matter how many people are there. He's like, I gotta do this no matter what.
Yeah.
They don't pay me by the amount of people. Like I've got to do my job.
It's practice and commentary. That's what it is. No matter who's there, you got to do it. Look at that. Yo, he's getting hype in the background, dude.
Look, oh,
That's
the
crazy.
stop him, Bob. Like he's
Jesus, it's like me and Tasty
Yeah,
Steve
that's what
Fusion.
he says. Yeah.
Oh no! What's the back throw? Oh,
Well,
burnout.
okay.
Yeah.
Oh, understood. Yeah.
The first time we've seen a hooligan combo from Punk.
Actual hooligan. Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Can
I think
you
Yeah, there
believe
you go.
it?
it's like the real starter, right? Like I think that's like what you're supposed to do after a stun with Cammy. At least I see a lot of Cammy players do it, so
I've
assume
seen
it's
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, good work. So that's 3-0, and that means that he moves on into winners finals. We saw the 2 competitors for the next one actually already load in,
Yeah.
thanks to CFN for letting us know who's joining the lobby. Masoma and Shaka
Shaka.
be up there.
Shock up. This should be a
Shaka
good match.
Dhalsim.
Yeah, this is a weird match too. These 2 characters are so strange, man. Like, yeah, having this matchup, I can't wait to watch it. I haven't seen much Sim versus JP, so I'm kind of interested in watching what the neutral looks like. I've heard JP players say that it's like kind of annoying, but I wonder if it's like annoying, like actually bad, or annoying as in I don't get to play my normal game plan, so I don't like it. You know what I mean? Like I don't know which one it is.
Yeah, that's my take on it. Sim is just hard to zone. It's always hard to zone.
Yeah.
He just has so many moves for moving around. Underneath stuff, through stuff, teleporting, dive kicking. He can stay above the ghosts with float, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
You know, that said, things like Spike make it so you can't float as easily. So it's not like JP doesn't have zoning at all in the match. But yeah, I don't think it's like quite as zone heavy as some of his matchups, of course.
But you got like the sweet spot in like 3/4 of the screen, like right in front of like the heavy spike, right? To kind of like get your floats going and be above the phantoms. But for the most part, it's like you're trying to force yourself in with like maybe limbs too. But yeah, you could see Masoma kind of just move on in there and he's like, all right, well, I'm going to force you back a little bit more so that you have to be stuck where I want you to be.
That feels bad to teleport in and then not get offense and then be forced to drive reversal.
Yeah, the day reversal didn't get to really get much out of it, unfortunately.
Thanks to Dhalsim players for being the only people to drive reversal all the time. Hey, Squall beat Miguel 2-1 to make it in the top 8.
You beat players and the losers. Good work.
Yeah.
I couldn't tell if that was one of us or Spencer doing the
Thank you. These guys
That
post
sounds
rat
great.
jam every time. I forgot about that. That little noise. We post a rat jam. I love it.
Yeah.
Thank you, Dhalsim.
Yeah, Dhalsim players really spend a lot of bar on that. I think that's right. Obviously he doesn't want to be close to anybody. He doesn't have invul teleport even anymore, let alone other stuff. But on top of that, like, it's nice to try to get offensive knockdowns. Sometimes it's tough for him to do that, and that is a way to try to set things up.
Oh, right here too, 3/4 of the screen. I'm telling you, man, that's the sweet spot for Dhalsim.
Oh, I like that teleport. Really good choice.
hella meaty.
Oh, you are
Put
stuck.
another shrimp on the Barbie, yo.
Get him. Oh, he didn't spin.
Oh,
Wow.
that's
That
why.
worked out.
Shaka.
A little greedy, but it worked out.
Like,
Oh, no.
Snap.
Just because of the air. Man did not want to
Like a
do
light.
jump instant fierce. That was absolutely supposed to have been teleport or comet or something, but well, great job by Masoma to take advantage.
That hit
Spike.
the limb on the other side?
yeah, that was really far. Spike, yeah, that's the problem is if you throw air comment like that, he's just gonna spike on the way down.
Oh, could have had a continuation, but it's
Ooh,
fine. The
gotta
punish
run this
count,
offense. That's the idea.
Oh! Love the drill pressure.
Oh,
Stay there.
Still there, yes. Oh,
That
what a
was
mix
sick.
up. Yeah.
level 3, I like that. One thing that I see everybody doing a lot, and I do this all the time, whenever Dhalsim shoots up fireball, I just drive impact because they always slide. Like you just go right through. Oh.
Damn. Oh, too low.
A chance to move forward. Yes.
Someone's
Someone's
drive gauge
stuck
is
here.
so bad. Yeah, this is chip is a big problem now. Oh, he waited for the teleport. I think he was.
EX comment. Yeah, he can float afterward. No, he does not.
Oh, my
No.
The snipe. Masoma just waiting.
The comment!
Oh, yes.
Punish counter. He tried to catch him on the way down. But it's the
I mean, shout out to
teleport.
Shaka for holding off on that option for the entire time. Until
Yeah.
right there when he absolutely needed it.
Saving it for nationals, man.
Oh, double
Dive.
slime rush.
I've never
Two
seen that
Daves?
from
I can't
from
believe it.
Both of these characters, the archetype of these characters too, the double Daves.
Sim Dave Rush into crouching medium kick is actually pretty good. That slide can be plus anyway.
Oh, no
so
doubt.
If you do it from max range, it can be really good.
But you're thinking to yourself, it's like, are these two gonna be playing from like full screen again, like majority of the games, right?
Yeah. Well, it's also because oh god.
Ooh.
Crouching medium kick out of it from JP is also really good, right? And he has a lot of buttons to do off of Dave Rush.
Yeah, totally.
Spike. Oh yeah, I got the throw, so it didn't come out.
David, you're loving this. You're absolutely loving this.
I don't know what you mean. We're just
Game
talking
reversal?
about the game and
Oh,
our
the
accurate
Dave
lingo.
impact, just to catch that medium. That was so.
There really
so well
haven't been
placed from
too many
Masoma.
buttons at a range like that.
Yeah.
Good work to Masoma to sniff it out.
And also, you can't, it's not like it's guaranteed. Dhalsim has cancelable normals that he can do from far away, too. So.
Help.
Oh.
Eight. Kept it light.
And Lord well.
Man, if that comment had come out just a little bit earlier, he would have beaten that level 1. Would have said.
Oh, gotta spend.
Level
yeah,
3.
gotta spend some bar. I like it.
This was preordained.
Well, headbutt at the end. Not enough, but really, really good spot. Masoma. Yeah. What are you gonna do?
Yeah, I think there are situations where spending it's not great because you're not up close for offense anymore. But there, when he had big life lead and he was at like, Sim's ideal range, really great choice.
Yeah. And you have the corner.
Oh, he is schmixing and he is moving. That's a lot of damage already. It's only been like 8 seconds.
Yeah, good bait. Oh, Masoma missed the meaty.
button, no way good.
Shaka's spacing on that has been so good. Oh, next hit. Guess your game. Instant overhead attempt. Oh, he's out.
You can punish.
No way.
That was so sick.
That was actually intense.
Oh, Dhalsim's so cool. Come on.
Oh,
How can you
man.
not think Dhalsim's so cool?
The coverage, dude. He was just like, oh, I'm gonna go for this option, and I've got a plan if it misses. Like, that's like a pushing up the glasses moment.
It's very animated.
Oh,
What are his more like? What are Sims like more consistent like anti-airs?
that was sick. Back strong. It's just all very, very range dependent.
Yeah.
Back strong, back fierce.
Anvil, yeah. I feel like the back strong is more so like for like directly over his head. Damn.
Yep. Yeah, that's the close option. There is a range in this game where he does not really have great anti-air, to be honest. You can move around it.
And you can also, like, stuff like back medium punch, you can empty jump in ranges where then it'll miss and stuff, you know?
Yeah, that's what I've been doing primarily to like Dhalsim's online.
Yeah, then you can try other stuff. Damn, the late teleport caught again. And standing, when you do jumping heavy punch, like, standing jab combos are really high, actually.
Yeah, it does.
Surprising.
A lot of hits done on that.
I feel like Shaka himself has like the highest percentage of like gave reverses landed.
Oh, burnout early, dude.
Okay. Oh, yeah? Sick.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Yeah, no
Well, he
punish.
has made Masoma not press buttons there. I think that's a good lesson he just learned.
Oh, punish.
Oh, let's-
Damn! And that was grounded?
Yeah. Which you're happy either way, right? Air or ground hit there. You're like, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Man, he just took so much space.
Yeah.
Someone just waiting. I think he's just looking for teleport, you know?
He just seems really uncomfortable at doing, well, almost anything other than responding.
Uh-oh. Oh, forgot.
Oh,
That is
a bummer.
unfortunate. But Chip, though, so he's got a teleporter. Do something.
Ran into it. What was that?
I can't believe he actually went all the way forward. 3-0 for
that
Shaka
was
versus
sick.
Masoma.
Shocker. That was actually quite the shocker. I didn't think he was just going to run into it.
He literally just floated across the entire screen. He just did yoga, like the whole way across the whole screen, and then just went bonk. Like he was like, well,
kabong.
yeah.
It was a big bonk for sure. Yeah.
What? That's unreal, dude.
As we were
I
saying, that jump
refuse to
here,
believe
it's
that.
got a good hitbox.
Yeah.
It has a lot of hit stun. You can combo at ranges where I think it's surprising that it works, but that was
Yeah.
a great example of that.
That's unreal, man.
Jesus.
I actually can't believe it. He just scooted across the whole screen.
Did, yeah.
Well, because you're sitting there like, all right, he's gonna teleport at the last second or drill or whatever, and like then he just bonks you, and it's so high up, and then he gets back medium kick combo, and you're like, okay, my bad.
So that means it'll be him versus Punk in winners finals.
Yeah.
Good
That's a wild
job.
one.
And it sounds to me like we're moving on to the next one. I think I just heard around.
Reynald versus
yes.
Soul? Yeah.
Soul and Reynald.
I saw him moving on in there. And that's going to be, yeah, the JP pick coming in from Mr. What? You get the side swap on the names as well.
Yeah. Yeah, mate, you got
Sir?
the KOF players. Oh. Damn, the overhead connect.
Oh,
Wow, I'm surprised I caught the jump actually.
very fortunate.
Yeah, Reynald got a long way to go in this match. And like the zoning doesn't really do that much here if it's just being carried, right? So like you gotta, jump air knuckle.
Damn!
Sick.
That was
Wow.
actually sick.
That thing
I
has a
love it,
big
yeah.
hitbox. And if you space it low like that, you can't really punish it. It's like pretty good on block actually.
Does that cover full screen? I couldn't even tell from where he like took off from. That was like the Michael Jordan free throw time.
It's not that far, but it is quite far. I find that in like this matchup and Dhalsim matchup is actually pretty good to use and stuff like that. Oh,
A lot of use of that EX bar from Soul from further away.
yeah.
Not used to seeing that. Oh, okay.
Have you guys been hearing somebody's buttons during this? Oh, nice.
It's not
drive,
me.
nice
I don't have a
drive.
stick on it.
No, I'm just like, is Reynolds' mic on in the lobby or something, and he's typing away TPS reports like he's just inputting everything and we hear it?
Spencer.
Great. I mean, I'm asking genuinely. Oh, nice whip on it.
Oh, okay.
Well, I don't know.
Alright, this guy's cool.
Oh my god. Oh, nice whip on it.
I love that. Yeah, that's double departure too. Kind of cover both ends. It's so good. It's usage of departure. Damn, dude, he is stuck.
Yeah, he is stuck. His drive rush timing. Where are you going? He just immediately gets kicked. Oh, big chance. That's a lot of drive gauge though. He's got one more try with the EX, or he can drive rush. Oh, no anti-air either.
You know,
Reynolds.
yeah, I'm surprised to see his use of modern is not really more focused on making sure he anti-airs every jump.
Yeah. Or that.
Oh, okay.
I
well,
mean, that trade! You could have had so much
right.
more, yeah.
yeah,
Nice.
surely Soul could have comboed.
Dude, Reynolds right there on both of those drive rushes was so ready. Pierce. Almost.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, he's hoping to
Drive
burn
rush
him
forward?
out.
Oh, okay, I wanted to see if that was possible, but he was going to be burnt out anyway. He didn't have the
If he had
juice.
perfect parried, he wouldn't have, but, you know, that's how it goes.
Yeah, it's very hard to do.
Yeah.
Now chip is a big problem here too. Although you gotta watch the one button super on reaction. Oh,
Okay. Gotta run it. Gotta run it the whole way.
oh missed perfect knuckle.
Oh, he needs
again?
Oh,
You're
boy.
dead. You're dead.
He may be. He may
Absolutely.
be.
No,
Oh,
he's
yeah.
dead even dead. That is CA.
Okay.
2 throw whiffs from Reynald. He didn't want to pull the trigger on counter, so just late teching got him caught. Man.
It was
What did
like
we say?
70
We take the
seconds of
throw.
domination by Reynald, and then 10 seconds of Soul being up close, and that was it.
Yeah.
That's so deceptively far. I still can't get used to that range from JP. That low medium kick is such an excellent weapon tool.
Yeah, his down 4 pretty good. Yeah.
Down 4. Hit it. You have to hit it 3 times in a row.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
What a carry.
Dude, did you see Johnny's down 4?
Yeah.
Twerking his ass all over the floor, man.
That character looks so sick.
He does look fun. Oh, caught the low. No light knuckle, though. I like this. I like that he just keeps putting portals instead of doing Pierce over and over. Oh, combo.
That's huge. Look at the damage, but more so the pushback, and now looking for it. Yeah, there's not a lot that Soul can do because he's still trying to build back that drive gauge, so he couldn't even risk trying to parry it.
Yeah, unless you perfect parry, you know, if you just regular or you block there, you're gonna get burnt out. Oh, I like the parry attempt from Reynolds.
Oh, what a deep rush.
Again. That's so delayed.
Yeah, these neutral jumps are eating him up too. His throw's been baited so many times. Oh my.
Oh my god.
As cool as that was, man, it led him to a really, really hard spot.
Yeah, I mean, versus JP's anti-air, maybe not the best choice.
Oh, hell.
It's not much of a commitment button, at least not compared to some people, some anti-airs.
Reynald trying to stop it too. Oh!
Got him.
Okay.
The double Daves.
Gonna
2
burn out.
Daves?
Level 3 for the kill. I like it. Reynolds dumping that bar. Easy peasy pickup.
And look how many people are on the stage this time to see it happen.
I know.
I like it. JP hired all of them.
Look at all
It was
those
staged.
folks.
That's a lot of people.
It's
He
crowded.
paid for all those people to be there with Ken's
That's
money.
Johan
Can you believe
Petrovich
it?
in Russia.
What did you call me?
You know, as you know, in the lore, his name is Johan Petrovich.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
I don't know that.
That's his name.
Spoiler alert, man.
Yeah, these characters are only playable in this mode to me. I want you to understand.
Why didn't we just call him like Johan instead of JP? I think.
I mean, the
Johan-
reason I looked into it was because I was like, you can't call a cool character like this JP. It's just not the right name. But Johan Petrovich even, pretty good.
Johan's pretty cool. I would love
Yeah.
to play as Johan.
Well, you can, because this is Johan.
No, I mean like with the actual just like Johan wins, you know?
That would be sick. You know, if
Or
only
Petrovich.
if only you had the ability to say which character he
Yeah.
is in this game.
Like with your
I mean, it's
own
a mirror
voice.
If only that was up to you in some way.
I wish. Don't make me feel bad, man. I wish. That would have been sick. Oh.
Oh my,
Man,
GG
he
throws.
is addicted to pressing throw.
He's gonna keep doing it. Oh, level 1 hit. Plus frames.
Plus frames on that. And the slight delay on
Well.
Ugh. Even on block, it looked hella medium.
Yeah, and on counter hit, it combos into itself, which is pretty nice. And if range is an issue, you can just combo crouch and medium kick on counter. So
Even if it just hit normally, like say Reynald was just kind of like maybe like something preemptively. Even light conversions with like some Dave rush behind it will still lead to a lot of damage.
yeah, maybe light kick, crouching jab, crouching heavy after the drive rush.
That feels good, man. That feels so good to be able to do that consistently.
That's a lot of drive gauge you just got from parrying those 3 moves.
It was a big trade of drive gauge. A lot spent by Soul.
Oh,
Oh,
Burned.
Like that.
this
He's
is bad.
14th that.
Yeah, this spot in
You
neutral.
could feel him panic a little bit in those few seconds there as he's sort of jumping and moving.
Yeah, you don't want to get burnt out, so you're trying to move and make something happen, but oftentimes that's what does it. Oh,
Oh, what a jump out.
You know,
Man,
great
the
reaction
sandblock
to jump,
wasn't
but
far enough.
yeah, combo. And he got the pick up with the spike. But yeah, again, you got to jump forward on command grab. Easier
jump
said than done. How many
Of course,
years
yeah.
did we watch people jump away from Birdie Dolphin dive?
I mean, I'll be honest, like, if I'm against JP and he does that, I go from holding back to up back. Like, I'm not even fancy enough to let go of that. So
Yeah.
I get it. But, like, ideally, you would move forward.
Yeah, you jump over.
Question. how often have you guys been able to play without any sort of audio cues? Like, how consistent are you able to kind of differentiate the phantoms from like the command grab?
Like, to be honest, I play with mute on a lot of the time, so I'm not an audio guy.
Yeah, when I'm streaming, I can't hear the game audio that well. So off stream, I can hear it, but while I'm streaming, it's like the game's pretty quiet for me.
So I guess the question is like, what's the big point with JP animation wise to kind of distinguish whether or not it's going to be command grab or the phantom?
It's like
so
how
command
slow
grab,
it is.
He moves his, well, if you look at his body,
yeah,
he moves one hand forward and he moves his foot forward, like his like.
I see. Yeah. His back is facing the camera,
kind of pointed up. Yeah, and he goes to the other side as well. Yeah,
right. Yeah.
That's a pretty different animation.
It is true though that it's much easier to tell with audio. I can tell when I'm playing off stream and I have like headphones in, I can tell way easier. So I think, you know, this is one of those games and like one of those instances where being able to hear the beginning. Wow, he reacted like that. Okay. My bad, bro. I wasn't aware of your game.
Shaq Diesel.
Shaq Diesel. But yeah, that is a good question about the audio, because I think it is much easier. You guys, I'm sure a lot of you in the chat know, there's an audio cue when JP does man grab.
I don't know what it is, actually.
Yeah.
Like, what does it sound like? Like I said, I often play on mute.
It's just a different line.
Okay. Yeah, next. Yeah, he says like
away.
Normally he does the ghost and he just says like go, and then he says like a couple of words instead of that. I gotta listen.
I mean, I don't play it entirely on mute. I have the character voices off, but you know, I have the commentator voices on though. For sure.
I love how you smiled when you say that, David.
I'm not. What? You can't see my face at all. We're just on the game right now. You don't know what I look like.
Don't be a dweeb.
Cannot drive impact, bro. He's gonna. I promise you, he's gonna react. He's gonna hit one button. Oh, I'm wrong. My bad. He was not ready. Jonathan Pierce. What's his name?
Yeah, Jonathan Pierce. That's the Americanized version of Johan Petrovic.
Johan, that's the one.
John Peterson.
Reynald did that at a great time. He just got a really good understanding, obviously, of things like the mental stacks. It's not like he went right into the drive impact. If he had, maybe then Soul would have reacted, but it was this kind of weird delay, make him think about other stuff. Maybe I'm gonna walk forward like I have been for like the whole match. Maybe I'm gonna hold on to this right spot. So, good work.
We got breaking news, Rat Jam.
I must name 10 Pokemon?
Come on, son.
Okay.
Try seriously. Try seriously.
Okay,
because I could see you were gonna not try seriously.
You're totally right. Yeah,
I felt it.
I was gonna come up with the stupidest names I could think of. Bulbasaur, Charmander, Squirtle, Pikachu.
You could literally do all of it right now because of just based off of those names, right? You could literally do the whole thing.
He's getting there.
Venusaur, Charizard. Pidgeotto, Nidoking, and Nidoqueen.
All right, there we go.
Oh, wow. Okay.
That was easy.
You didn't think I could name 10 Pokemon?
That's James that can't do that.
Yeah, that's James. I could probably do most of the first.
All right, David. Give me the Poke Rap right now, dude.
He has no style.
Wait,
the DK rap.
Are you gonna do the DK?
There you go.
I mean, I played Gen 1 a lot. I wasn't like a fan of the show necessarily. I think I just was like, I was at that age where I was like, I'm old enough to play video games, but I'm too old to watch cartoons. You know, it was like this brief period of time. But yeah, I played a lot with my brothers, so I'm sure I know most of them still. But if you run that for James though, James won't know.
Yeah, James is like, he's like Pokemon illiterate, huh?
Yeah.
That's pretty wild. I can't believe he's never. I feel like he would like the game. Am I? Like, why not?
You know what? He's told me in the past is that he doesn't want to play that kind of game because he thinks that it would take over his life.
Yeah. Okay, that makes sense.
What's currently taking over his life? I don't know.
Well, I don't know. That's a great answer for that.
It's the woman on the right, Cammy White.
Is that her last name?
Yeah, it is right.
Yeah, you don't know that?
I just wanted to make sure. I want to know what it is in the movie. Cammy Minogue.
Yeah, some random name.
Yeah.
Cammy Smith.
Yeah.
From Louisiana, and it's just like.
It is actually played by. She is actually played by Kylie Minogue.
Kylie Minogue. I know.
Yeah,
I know her.
Actress. I know you know.
I don't know.
I don't know about the other.
I don't know anything else about that movie.
I thought that was a great casting work. To be honest.
That one was, yeah.
Oh god. Dude, her jumping heavy punch, by the way, Juri, is so good. It's such a little pesky move. It hits really high up and it's hard to DP it.
Totally.
Ugh, the kneecap busted. I don't mean the character, I mean like physically. That kneecap is just inside your leg. It's like all the way back there, I mean.
Wow. Pulled up. He's like, what up? Yeah, I was gonna say, gotta save some drive gauge, I think. Bang, bang. Another throw kills.
Oh, Squall, that was hella far, bro. That was like,
Yeah. Well, sometimes you just buffer and you're like, I'm doing this. This is happening.
yeah. You would think maybe like the dash is coming up, but like he was trying to wish punish, I guess, in a sense. Oh, it's high enough on the punish. For the
no way.
She is pretty cool.
Juri Han.
Okay, hold on. Yeah.
Look at us lore masters. Trading lore.
This is like
knowing
the
all
extent
stuff.
of my knowledge. Knowing like 4 characters' last name.
That's a lot of drive. Actually, I thought it would be a lot more drive gauge off of that, but not too bad. For the pressure, pretty good.
The spot's still
Damn!
pretty bad now. Squall in some trouble here. This is actually very. Whoa.
Okay.
Oh my. Okay. We take those little spooky. Like Speedkicks gonna close it out with 1 hit there. So very, very scary stuff.
I can't believe you guys thought I wouldn't know 10 Pokemon.
Ask Spencer. Ask Spencer what happened. Or
Come on,
maybe
guys.
that sounds like a Hanzo order.
It probably is, yeah. Hanzo only knows 2. Diglett and Dugtrio.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Later.
Oh
I think
my.
he has like a wall of Digletts. I'm pretty sure he still has it on the stream.
I think you're right. Ooh, out of the corner, Speedkicks. Looking like he's gaming here.
How much gaming?
We'll have to see. Big gaming? No whip punish. Little late. Oh my, dude, those gotta be whip
the
punish.
punish,
Wall,
man.
Yeah.
It was there in front of you. It's not too bad. The damage is pretty significant, but I think your drive gauge is a little alright.
Oh,
I feel
so
like making that
thought-
decision for Juri is like always fine because she ends up close to you. It's not like other characters who end up really far away. She doesn't give up pressure.
Yeah, it's very rare. She kind of sticks to you no matter what.
I'm wondering if she had enough plus frames afterwards on the trade from the spin knuckle for like light kick.
Oh, no dash, just in case. Oh, dash. No, really? Funky.
Man.
Oh, he's getting into
here. Oh my. Yeah, Speedkick trying to make it happen. Ooh, try to bait something there
love
with
it.
drive rush jab.
Yes, absolutely. Squall trying to buffer.
Really?
Just pulled up. Just pulled up. I was like, what up? I'm doing it. It's happening.
Do the thing.
Doing it.
I feel like they
Pull
were
up.
both looking for each other to jump. I'm so surprised that there was no reaction DP.
Yeah.
It's the
hard
mental
to, like-
stack, buddy. It's hard.
Yeah, when there's too much going on, it's really difficult. Especially like motion input into anti-air. Like 1 button is one thing, but if you have to input a DP, it's very easy not to.
I wonder what it is from speed kicks that is getting them caught in a lot of these dive kicks too.
Yeah, it's hard to be ready because sometimes she regular jumps, sometimes she's gonna dive kick, and you have to make that choice early. There's no jumps where he comes from. Ooh, no. Yeah, didn't
believe.
pull the trigger. Yeah.
He had more than enough resources to Dave rush on in there.
Sweet. Out of there. Empty jump low. Good block from Squall.
I love that.
Ooh.
Stay down! No. That's you, buddy.
Not the best punish from speed kicks earlier though, and this I don't think this is gonna kill, but the positioning's good.
Yeah, he needs a lot of work.
Oh,
But that's so hard to guess. You got like the overhead, the low, instant jump overhead, throw. That's
Yeah.
just such a terrible mix. So you try to defend against.
You can what's it called? You can definitely just like you can fuzzy or low or throw there as you mentioned. So a lot of people just try to parry it, which is why throw is a good option too.
Oh,
Man, we gotta see an anti-air at some point, I think, right?
we'll see it. We'll maybe get like one, you know.
Big.
I like that. Build
I
up
was
some
kind of
stock.
expecting back row, but look at the corner carry from Juri anyway. She's already in the other.
Yeah, it's totally fine.
Level 1 with the stock.
Spend it. Just enough damage, yo.
Wow, that was close, yeah.
Great
I'm
round.
actually kind of surprised it killed.
This guy Speedkicks is having the time of his life with this character. I feel it. It's so fun, man. Like, I think Juri's just got so many cool ways to go about it. Especially with Feng Shui.
Yeah, I think that's
Feng Shui is cool. I'm with you
really
on that.
good too. It's like super strong.
I think a cool thing about, well, maybe a strong thing about Juri is that she can play tricky like that. She also just has like really, really good basic stuff.
Yeah.
Great movement, great buttons, great hit confirms, great corner carry.
Yeah, they made her extremely well-rounded in this game. Like she doesn't really have a lot of problems.
Damn!
Forward
That
heavy
was such a
punch.
cool interaction too. Off of the forward heavy punch.
Yeah, I'm surprised that hit.
I kind of treat that as like reused solar plexus. Almost like the same concept.
Yeah, it's being special cancel is really nice too, man. These dive kicks have been a problem. These jumps have been a problem.
Oh, help! Give me the DP, man.
I know, speed kicks is, there's no one home on this anti-air. He's struggling, but I mean, it's hard, yeah. When you're fighting someone who is like not as experienced as someone like Squall, then sure, it's easy to anti-air, right? But when you're fighting someone
even
who's,
in that?
man, yeah, he is getting beat up for this. If he's looking back on this, he's got to be like, dude, where are my anti-airs? Where are they? He is struggling. Oh, nice reaction.
We definitely got that. Are we getting it back though, or just full on combo?
Take some damage and doesn't spend any drive gauge, so I wouldn't be surprised to see, you know, immediately pulling the trigger on some. Especially the corner is really good here. Speed kick's got a lot of space off of that.
Pretty cool though that Squall actually used speed kicks moving forward to
Oh no!
when you kick into pressure.
Yeah.
Rather than
Drop.
taking a risk and then neutral.
You can just tell, right? Speed kicks wanted to walk up on him. He's like, all right, cool, it's my turn.
Yeah,
I will
exactly, yeah.
go to you. Oh, again, man.
Oh, I don't know, man. You know, maybe he's thinking, look, there haven't been a lot of anti-airs. Maybe there aren't going to be reactions here either. But I think that's not giving Speed Kicks the credit.
I think that's probably why. You know, a big part of why he's missing stuff like that is he's really focused on the crowd. Right? So if you're Squall, I think the new plan is the old plan, right? You're like, okay, cool.
Sure.
Gotta be back to dive kicking here, I think, right? Like, oh, I like that little bait and the dash of crouching medium kick. Needy. Speed kicks maybe jumping or something.
That's
Oh.
a very, very opportune moment. Wall the back, bro. Yuck. Real yucky.
Oh, was dashing there. Meaty fireball.
So meaty.
Wow, the
Cut. We got it.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
finally was ready. But that was like after a fireball.
I know. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a
So he
set.
knew,
That's
like,
what
he
he
was
was looking
forcing the jump away from Squall. So
Yeah,
yeah,
exactly, yeah.
Less on the mental.
Yeah, speed kicks raw anti-airs have been his biggest detriment in this matchup so far. And yet it's so close.
Walk
Ooh,
forward.
that's
God,
sick.
that is such a knife down there. Her crouching medium kick is so good.
Yeah, very hard to deal with. I mean, especially, you know, this character has such good air options. So you're like, okay, well, I must be able to walk around or against her on the ground. It's not the case. In every
You
game.
can just try it out. Crouching medium kick, if you have the bars, you just try it out.
Yeah.
Very easy to hit confirm. Very good. Still fine on block into stuff.
Yeah, it's super good. Her ground game in this game is like, she's one of the best characters if you just want good grounded pokes.
Oh, yeah.
Which is funny because she has such other good approaches, you know? Oh, he's out of there. Wait a minute. The speed
Was
kick's not
that?
no?
That was
That
2-1,
should
right?
have been, yeah, 2-1. He's coming back, right back in there.
Okay, we're all good.
Sun was in his eyes. He's like, wait, hold up. He left. Out of there.
He went to go check out the VOD and see what we were saying about him to help him with this game.
Oh, no.
I mean, it's all valid things, all valid statements.
Yeah. We're no jerks.
Except to each other.
Yeah, largely.
Oh. Again, man. It is, to be fair, it is very, very difficult to distinguish whether or not it's going to be like a regular jump with a fat movement behind it.
Oh. Even still, you know, you gotta do something.
No doubt.
Crouching
no
heavy,
doubt.
whatever it is.
Yeah. Oh,
Nice. I
That
like
is great that she has that option.
Yeah, a lot of characters just don't have something good.
I mean,
against
who else has that option? Yeah, very few.
Jamie definitely has that option.
Sure, Jamie's a great choice. Yeah, but
After he has
it is a
some
rarity.
coffee. Yeah.
Some coffee? You're just gonna take away the secret family recipe?
Yeah, only
Herbal
coffee
drink?
makes you that
Yeah,
strong.
straight up. Okay.
Yeah,
The-
only
the-
coffee could make you that strong.
Chi releasing drink.
Yeah, that's what coffee is. Bro, my chi right now is released.
You got high chi.
Yeah, I could use some more actually. That's a great point. I'm gonna go make some after this. About to get a dodge kick. Oh, punish? I think light kick might have worked. Oh, missed dodge.
Oh, and even with the opportunity, he could have uppercut and he went for the Dave Rush. That's rough.
Yeah. Although
I love how slowly Squall plays this. Oh no, I said it at just the wrong time.
It's because Squall tried to. I think that's like Cammy special, right? You try to hit heavy kick, and you get back heavy kick because you're holding back in neutral or forward, whatever one that is. It's the one you never want to hit in neutral.
Yeah.
I think that's forward, right?
Yeah, yeah.
No idea.
It's not what you want. Not the move you want to do. You're like, whoops. Because her standing heavy kick is a good one. Nice. Doing all right here at oh, didn't challenge on the EX either. Man, that is eating him alive.
Struggling, man.
Yeah.
It's that move
Yeah, for
alone.
somebody whose game is so focused, I think, around releasing Fireball, then like respond, the options that Squall's showing just have made that hard.
Yeah.
Oh, that was so tricky. That was so early on from the jump heavy punch.
Easy peasy pick up here for speed though. And it's enough. Last game between these two. It's so funny to watch this, like, despite the struggle Speedkicks has had, he's just made his offense count, right? So he's like, well, doesn't really matter.
He had to be in range for that punish, though, at least on the block. Fuhajin, right? I was thinking to myself, maybe light kick would have reached. Just off of that instance just now.
Oh. Yeah, you might be right.
Swing.
Oh, missed. He actually whiffed on the drive rush and still got a button in time.
That medium punch, pretty good.
I remember a punch like that in Guilty Gear 1.0.
Oh boy,
It was a good one. I love
what a
mid.
story. What a tale.
Oh, we got one, boys! Put that on the bounty board! Cross it off, baby. We got it. Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
The anti-air.
Came at just the right time.
He did it. Oh, damn.
Oh, you got hit by the second part. Interesting.
It does catch you. Because you try to punish it. You know, you're like, oh, rising jump medium. If only I could hit it. And then you're already getting hit. Oh, missed dodge kick.
Oh, no.
Squall jumping way more. He's like, you got one anti-air. I'm going to jump again. Yeah, why not? I'm going to do it.
How about that? Yeah, what a change to make. And he's ready with his own DP.
It's funny. He just like would decide it. Like, it's been working the whole set, but it's like he really was like, fine, I'll take advantage. Like,
Yeah.
I was being nice about it before. Now I'm just going to do it.
Oh,
Great defense. Patient. Get out of there.
Oh, big. Gotta spend level 3, right? Oh.
Ooh, what a sequence. Oh, here's a huge chance.
hell yeah.
Oh, Cammy roundhouse. The launch.
Just, it sounded so deflated. Cammy.
Well, yeah, I mean, other characters in that situation would have gotten a big combo, but not her. And
Close to
that
killing.
should be it.
Or it is
That's
enough.
it.
Yeah. That's super
Chong.
good.
Damn. Speed
If it had been other stuff, like if it hadn't been roundhouse, if it had just been super, you know, 'cause there were ways
Yeah.
to kill it. But
Yeah.
what
Level
are you
3
gonna
would have been good. Man,
He
Speed
also-
Kicks won with one anti-air.
Was Speedkicks at the right range to continuously apply that fireball pressure without the consequences of like a dive kick? Because I felt like those last 3 fireballs weren't real, right? It felt like Squall just kind of had a little bit of timidity in him and stopped trying to dive kick punish those fireballs.
Yeah, maybe just being a little too safe after it worked like 1 or 2 times, right?
Yeah, it was
I don't know if you can
pensive.
react to fireball release and then do jump dive kick in time. Do you feel like that's
Might
is
as
there
well take
time
a
to do
minute.
that?
I
Yeah,
feel
you-
like you.
Yeah,
I feel like
I
you
think-
can.
Yeah, okay.
Maybe, yeah.
I truly do feel that way.
Okay.
But Anyways, let's take a look at what's been going down with the Matcherino. So David doesn't have to. In fact, he's going to be reading nothing quite yet. But we do appreciate you guys throwing down the big bucks. We're at 345 with the continuation of Tuesday's tournament, but also everything that had come through from last Tuesday. I do believe we hit even past that mark, if I'm not mistaken. So a lot of this cash is going to be added up, and great for the players. I don't know if we're starting just now. There we go. Masoma versus Mr. What? In the JP, Johan Mirror.
2 Johan. Reynald, of course. Okay, so this is losers second round. Yeah, losers second.
This quarterfinals.
Yep.
Man, Steve went to go get his Chi Unleashing coffee.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. He's got to release the chi. He doesn't have a command grab yet. It's got to be awkward.
The Dave batch, yeah. You brew your own coffee, David?
I do, and mine comes with a command grab as well.
Very nice. Level 1, level 3, what is it? Oh, damn. And that's
yeah. I got them all over the place, man. Yeah, I got a special move. I got the super.
I'm over it, man. Reynald, I gotta say, he was doing a phenomenal job with like the exchanges of the spikes.
Chance.
Oh, huge.
To maybe kill. He's got super.
No.
Okay.
Anti-air, yeah.
Wow.
He had plenty of time to. You saw 2 whiff jabs come out from Masoma. I will say,
the
Reynald,
temptation to jump back in the corner is just so strong.
brother.
We all get into it.
I see it and feel it all the time, man.
All the
I
time.
immediately think to myself, Street Fighter 5. That's all I think about. I'm like, you're a Street Fighter 5 player. I get it. Good defense, you know.
Care to hear how this ends?
In ruin. Spoiler alert. Oh no! Yeah, I mean, either way,
Maybe
Reynald
got
was ready.
too tricky.
He was ready for it regardless. He had the parry. Oh, what an interruption. You saw the startup of something fierce. No pun intended. Oh. No
We
shot!
got it, I think.
Yeah,
Yes.
you do get the deep. Yeah. The departure. Significant startup on that.
Yeah. Versus gravity squeeze for sure, and the burnout. No meter, no Dave gauge. Really bad spot.
Yeah, you could O Dave if you want to. Like use the yeah, OD spikes would be great. OD departure, keep him in there. And the high versus the low. You know what's so scary about that? Masoma is already in a bad spot. He's like, damn, if I sit here and take this chip damage, I'm dead.
Yeah.
Oh,
Hey, link it.
Jesus. How many interruptions?
You can't do it. You can't jump back in the corner like that. Masoma clearly ready. And he's not overcommitting as well. We haven't seen drive impact. We haven't seen him go in too hard.
None, yeah. Man, that jump medium punch is something mad obnoxious. It's so fun.
Yeah.
Oh, but damn, he has an answer for everything he has. What a mirror.
Yeah.
Who could have thunk it, right? Oh.
Only grab. However,
Oh,
for burnout.
That was the burnout. Yeah, man.
And level 2. Oh, that may actually get through. Yes. And
Uh-oh,
again?
he did it again.
No. Would have been sick, though.
Oh, but he still gets to do a lot of... Oh, what was that? A little bit of a mishap. Yo, Masoma, he should have been stuck. He was in burnout. And you had 2 departures ready to go.
Could have been a different story.
We're at the one-way trip. Getting ready. No, flight's delayed. He's just hanging back. What an anti-air answer. Jesus. Was that a grab?
I think he went for grab, yeah. Pretty risky in the corner.
It looks like medium punch. That's why like I always ask that because like
yeah.
he kind of swipes the cane the same way for both throw and like medium punch. Oh, and that's so tricky. Man, that jumping was raw.
Thinking about a reset. What are we gonna do here? Yes. Oh, it worked. The man went for grab. It didn't work. It was okay. He still got the juggle.
I think that's what he was looking for. He was trying to like bait Reynald into thinking, you know what, maybe I throw you. I want you to jump out of here. I don't even know what the interaction was as to why Reynald got hit, but it worked. Oh! You hear that? That was a flash. Punish counter on the parry.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
The down 4 spam again.
I mean, why not if you're in burnout?
Versus burnout, yeah.
Archer.
That was it. What a conversion.
Brother, that was the perfect time to say that was OD. That was it right there. You're gonna give yourself a hernia if you do that enough.
Yeah, it's tough. I don't know how Justin said it for 10 years. Dude, the defense on the way forward, like the active moving forward defense by Masoma was actually great for like 20 seconds, but
Yeah.
finally it was the Dave Rush that solved it.
Speaking of Dave Rush, does get interrupted. Masoma again sticking out that down 4, taking up so much space. Yeah. Uh-oh. You had time.
No, you can't do it.
You should have known. Oh, no way.
Wow.
I don't think I've
So
ever
rare to see that whiff. Yeah, man,
It was so high up. You just missed time.
it's just way too high. That's all.
Man, about to be burnout too. Yep. Reynald ready for it.
Oh, boy.
Burn. Oh, by mistake.
Help.
Oh, here we go. Oh, it wasn't in time.
Oh, he took a page out of Masoma's book, right? Repeated down 4.
Yeah. One thing I was going to say that Masoma's really good in this mirror, hello, I'm back, hope your camera's doing well, is he's really good at perfect pairing spike and then challenging with his own stuff. That's something that I feel like he's extremely good at in the mirror compared to a lot of people I've seen play it. Oh, God. Both of them trying from the deep. Except actual from the deep is a punish on from the deep on block. So,
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
you know.
I'm learning.
Yep.
I don't know what that is. All I know is I'm in danger. Oh boy, taking the trip.
I like it. Holding parry, right? Get out of there. You don't have to worry about.
Yeah, DI
anything.
wouldn't have been as effective. There were multiple things coming at him.
Yeah, the DI trap for sure.
Good check, man. Reynolds was so ready right there.
Oh, we
Man,
talked
we were
about
just
that.
talking about that.
Yeah. It reminds me of like huge jump median kick.
I don't even know what that looks like. Oh no, I remember. It's just like a straight up vertical, or sorry, horizontal leg.
Yeah, it's just a really far horizontal button that actually hits below it almost the whole way, and that jump median punch is the same,
So
but
fun.
even further.
Oh, I'm surprised that didn't hit him in the air. Man, Reynolds has been so I love that. The reset on hit.
Oh,
the
no!
Classic Reynolds.
It all
That
worked.
classic Reynolds.
We were talking earlier about how he will drop a combo and just find the hit immediately anyway.
Yeah.
It's on
Clutching.
purpose.
He's good at clutching victory from the jaws of his own victory. You know, like that's what he's like. Oh, I did it. I had it, and I messed it up, and I did
Damn
it
it,
again.
right. Who do you think you are? I am. That's exactly what it feels like.
What he does.
That's so bad.
And the walk on his drive rush is so good.
I love it, man. His animations are great. He does look sick. Johan Petrovic.
Oh yeah, I mean I love the alt outfit the most, I think.
Agreed.
Old Joseph Joey Johan.
What? What?
Yeah.
Joey P?
This is JJJ.
JJJ.
Where's the P?
At the end. At that. Don't laugh. Don't.
I don't like that.
I don't like that he just laughed immediately.
Oh, like frame one.
That worked. Oh, well.
No, that was so sick. Wow,
was
Reynald. What a genius.
Yeah. Yeah. What are you gonna do? Reynolds looked just like that. Match point. Oh, wow. He was faster.
Oh god. What an answer.
Even shutting down the mobility now.
Oh, he got him. That's huge.
Move.
And it can be in the setup too. It's exactly what he has.
Oh!
Nice. Burn.
That's a burnout.
Yeah, in the corner. A couple of bars, so you can level 1 super if there's a drive impact. But Reynolds might just try to get a funky time.
Very safe pressure. He back.
You
He
jumped
jumped.
off, Reynald. You goober.
What
You
are
don't
you
want
up-
it.
what are
You
you
don't
up
want
to
it.
out there?
You do not want it, sir. You just want to play more games. I get that.
Could have just been parrying, right? That was the right answer.
It's
but
been nothing.
Yeah,
yeah,
man.
that's true. But he just thought he could jump over it. I mean,
Right,
parry was
yeah.
the right option. Or nothing.
Go.
Go away. Boo.
Moo.
Boo.
Damn.
Oh.
He was still in proximity for it.
I like that he turns around to look at the spike. When the spike
Right.
gets you in the back, your character turns around like, what's that?
What was that noise? Oh.
Good.
Oh, huge!
Dead.
To get the kill this time. Not
Hey.
dropping
Ooh.
this opportunity.
Yeah, classic Reynald.
Yeah.
Classic.
Just gonna prolong it.
Yeah.
I don't think you guys understand, man. He could have just sat there.
This is what he
could have
does.
had the match.
Yeah,
I
it could
see
already been
Reynolds.
over.
By the way, Reynolds won the tournament, Clouds tournament today over Dual Kevin second, Strider
Oh,
third,
damn,
Flux
okay.
Wave fourth, Just a Kid fifth. So, a lot of good players.
Good work.
Yeah. And also in top 8 of this tournament.
Oh.
Ooh.
You'll excuse me. There it is. Yeah. His back was facing the camera.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, his little foot's out.
What size do you think those gauges are? Gotta be like 13s, right?
They look pretty big. He's got big shoes, yeah.
I mean, he's a very big guy.
He's quite tall.
They show his height in like the character walkouts.
Yeah, I don't know what it is though.
Wow.
Oh, the super
Come
move.
on.
That's
Dude,
crazy.
He had jab and was like, wouldn't it be funny?
Yeah, I know. He could have just killed.
That's him though.
Having a little
Clutching
party.
victory from the jaws of his own victory. That's what he does? Oh man, he's almost on level 3 too. It's very spooky now for Masoma.
You gonna take the flight? No, he's delaying it.
And he pulled up too. He faked the spike with the down and then pulled up. Oh, good rush.
Second hit didn't hit. Bummer. Oh,
dog.
boy.
You dirty dog. You could have gone into level 3.
Didn't fend it, yeah. Reynolds' drive gauge is looking real good though after that parry.
Oh no! Too many,
The
too
big
many
error.
downs. Level 2.
No, I don't think it works like that, man.
Yeah, that sucks.
That's gonna be Reynolds. So Reynolds could have taken it before, chose not to, but ultimately, Reynolds will move on.
It's definitely a big oofta. That was looking kind of rough. From
Yeah.
both ends, really. I mean, Masoma had his chance. Go ahead, Steve.
Unfortunate for Masoma, because like I'm assuming the spike there is he just drive rush and try to hit a crouching normal, and he just gets down, and then hits the spike, and you're like, that sucks. Unfortunate input error for sure. Well played though. I mean, Masoma's a gamer. He usually always does well in this tournament and everything I've seen him entered in. So, you know,
He got
little
fifth
input error.
out of 244 players that started out on Tuesday.
Yeah,
so
and it's
pretty
been
good.
very,
stuff.
very consistent too. Like week in, week out, Masoma's been one of the usual suspects in regards to top 16, top 8s. But taking a look at the bracket and his current progress, again, his game stops here.
Game stops here. NuckleDu Dang versus Speedkicks. I bet you NuckleDu was watching that Speedkick set and was like, I'm gonna jump hell. That was his lovely read. Although I guess he could play Guile in the matchup too. That probably makes more sense than Cammy. And then our winner spawn is up there, Punk versus Shaka. So it's gonna be Du versus Speedkicks. After that, Punk versus Shaka. And then we'll move back down to the loser semis. Reynald versus the winner of our next match. So that should be our plan of attack for this tournament. If you're just tuning in, wondering where everything is, what's going on here, you know, this is where we're at.
I'm checking the points right now for ICFC NA. Masoma actually number 2. Only
Yeah.
Punk has more points.
Yeah, that sounds
Makes
right.
a lot of sense. Yeah,
Is Du-
Masoma,
is Du
the
close?
first 2 weeks, I think he's been in like almost like the grand final seat against.
Yeah, he's made it
not
really far.
mistaken, 2 in a row.
Hey, here we go. This is what it looks like. Yeah, Du is 5th. So Punk,
Okay.
Masoma, Nephew. Nephew won't get more points this week, I guess, but Punk looking pretty good to do that. Naji, NuckleDu, Jax was in here but is out. Zangief Pilato not in here, not a deep run anyway. Same for Strider. HardyMJ made a pretty good run though. I don't know if he gets points. I actually don't remember where the cutoff is.
That is a good question, actually. Yeah, we'll have to take a look.
Have we seen
You got some points. Yeah, this is not the current updated standing.
Right.
This is what it looked like last week. So we're just
Have we
talking
seen
about what
Najee
things will look like afterward.
on Tuesday? Did we happen to see any Najee gameplay? Actually, I feel like I haven't seen him in a minute.
Najee Juri? Yeah, I'm
He
not
did
sure.
not enter. I checked the bracket.
Okay.
Okay. Because he has been mad good every time he's shown up to the stream.
Mm-hmm.
We got Ray in there as well. Namikaze.
Okay, well, let's take a look back at the match, and see if Jeremy has anything else to say.
Nothing just yet, but if you guys want to make that change, you can of course do exclamation point Matcherino, donate up to $1,000 cap that we have every single week. Then it goes over to the next week, so that everybody gets paid. So if you want to support, go ahead and do so. Exclamation point Matcherino. Otherwise, we appreciate it anyway for you just tuning in, saying what up, buying shirts, hanging out, watching the matches with us. It's always nice. This week was a little fragmented because normally the tournament starts and ends on Tuesday, but CFN exploded and there was maintenance, and Capcom blessed us with interrupting the tournament, so instead we have the tournament today.
Shoutouts to Google Cloud, which is what dropped, apparently, according
Yeah.
to Street Fighter on Twitter.
Correct.
That's what they said.
what
They
blew
sold
up.
out Google real quick. They were
did,
like,
they
just
did.
so you
It's
know,
your fault.
not on my end. That's what they said. They were like,
Mikey
listen,
Google, never gonna
Yeah.
be, never gonna feel the same about Street Fighter after that.
John Google over there just messing everything up.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
A bunch of
That's
Googlers.
right.
Those were all
And
like-
while
Love
we're
that.
talking about merch, let's bring up the merch page.
Okay, yeah, I was gonna say this
All
is
right.
this is going somewhere. I was like, I like this, and
Got
then
it.
you just all right. Nice job,
Doing the
David.
thing.
Thanks. I consider myself an expert. Officially licensed merchandise. Brought to you by 10O. Check it out. There really is a lot of cool stuff. This isn't all of it. There's more at 10-o.gg/merch. Well, lots of different games repped. You can see stuff from Tekken and from Guilty Gear and from KOF and all sorts of stuff that's going on over there. Please investigate and check it out.
Please investigate. and check it.
Investigate. Somebody buy that Zato shirt.
That's
Come on.
investigate sounds
Come
to
on.
me like when there's like a Japanese Twitter account, like tweet that's like translated
Please
to English.
enjoy.
Yeah, please warmly enjoy our update. You're like, okay,
Cool.
warmly investigate.
10-o.gg/merch. Lots of other stuff. Or you can use the QR code on the right side there.
That's true.
If you're
Everybody
that kind of
does it.
person.
Yeah, these days you walk into a restaurant, you're like, can I have a menu? And they're like, get out your phone, idiot, and point it at this thing on the table right now or it's over. And you're like, okay, my bad.
But I didn't bring my phone because it's rude to go out to dinner with somebody and just be on my phone all the time. What am I supposed to do about that, Steven?
Yeah, well, it doesn't matter. You leave, or you go hungry.
You're not eating.
I'm
Yeah, you go to a
not
different
welcome.
restaurant.
Yeah, they're gonna kick you out.
As,
No shoes, no phone, no service. That's how they work around these. Okay, you gotta
Oh,
kick
I'm
you
glad I
out.
don't have to wear a shirt
then
anymore,
you,
at least.
Then you whip out your phone and then type up a bad Yelp report. That's how you do it,
Yeah.
right? Because they weren't trying to serve you.
That's how it works. Sorry.
David
sorry.
would never. I don't think I've ever
What a
heard him
modern
talk badly of like any fine
who-
food establishment.
Who writes a negative review? Like, who cares enough about some place that you went to go eat
You'd be
food at?
surprised.
Dude,
Literally,
they're
I
not
know,
hinged.
I know millions of people do it. I don't get it because I just think you didn't like the food.
It's
just don't
unreal.
eat there again.
Go
It's
somewhere else again
I
next
know,
time.
man. Like,
But it's almost never the food.
Who
Like
cares?
I like reading the bad reviews, and it's almost never the food. It's like
The
I went.
service wasn't good enough.
Yeah.
They ignored me for 10 minutes.
Yeah, it's like
my burrito
I.
was the soggiest burrito, and I asked for it dry. What do you mean?
Yeah, dude, you're like, you know,
the
the bad
service.
reviews are always like, I asked for more water in a really loud restaurant and they didn't hear me. And the food is delicious, 5 stars, but I'm knocking off 4 because they didn't give me water. It's just like,
That's the most annoying thing.
yeah,
dude.
you're
I'm
like, what?
"Yeah,
Like,
you
okay,
Come on.
sure, bro, sure.
Ugh.
It's
I've definitely
unreal.
never done a negative review. I will say though, I went to this new pho place near us. Just opened up. I went there yesterday. I should, if I was gonna write a negative review about a place, it would be that place. But I'm not gonna do it.
Really?
Was it the taste of the food?
It just, well, there would have had to have been taste of the food for me to answer that question.
yeah,
Fortunately, there wasn't.
The broth
So then
is
that's a
still
bad
my
review.
jam.
But who can do that to them? I can't do it. Look at
not
Speedkicks
gonna
drive
be-
gauge, by the way.
That's a bad review of usage of the driveway. I think.
Yeah, he is not. Oh, now it's full.
Nice. I take it back. 5 stars.
5 stars. 6 bars.
Damn, that's gotta be like the gauge to kind of determine whether or not a play was good. I give it 6 Dave gauges.
Give it 6.
Dave Gage.
Perfect.
6 Dave bars.
I like the idea of just playing slowly on Guile. You just don't need to rush. Like you have as much time as he does. He doesn't need to be chipping you out. You can play patiently.
It is funny though. Oh man, he could have killed off that butt. Still a really good spot for Du. Yeah. It is funny that like Daigo said like how could Guile be good if Harry exists? And I was like, man.
He's definitely a good character.
Yeah, but it just made me laugh because I was like, dude, really? I was like, all right, maybe there's something I don't know.
You know, this character hasn't had to use any of the drive mechanics thus far, and still is able to. Well, I spoke too soon. There's Dave.
Yeah, because Dave Rush Nebula is really good. It's super good. Great movement, super far, plus goes into other stuff.
It just makes me laugh, dude. Just parry forehead. If that's all you got to do, and then it's just over for him.
Here's what you got to do: is do a drive impact right next to him just before he does a boom. Why don't you do that?
And then he still does it back.
He recovers just in time. Yeah.
Like the recovery of Sonic Boom is like 25.
Oh my god, it's so
it's like it's just always ready.
You have to make a read, right?
Yeah.
But you don't want Guile to just be chucking booms for no reason, so that's why you jump. That's why you occasionally do drive impacts. Why you occasionally press a button. Like, you have to be checking him in some ways. Yeah. Like you're unlikely to win any of those individual interactions, but you got to make them think twice.
Yeah, you got to explain to people that because I think a lot of players, especially in mid-level, they're like, dude, you're not supposed to jump at Guile. He's gonna flash you. But like at a high level, to beat this character, he's got to make a mistake when you're on your approach at some point. You know, like that's otherwise you just can't win.
Jesus.
And if he never does, congratulations.
Yeah, he got me.
You played great.
Yeah, you got me. Man, this is a
This
bad
has to be like the hardest. This has to be the hardest set that Speedkicks has played like this week. No doubt in my mind. Maybe his like competitive Street Fighter 6 career.
Yeah, this is a tough opponent, and I think a lot of Juri players, they don't love this matchup. This is one of the ones I hear people dislike.
Lately, as these tier lists have been coming out, I see Guile more and more frequently showing up in top tier.
Yeah, I think a lot of people, especially early beta impressions, and then after the game settled a bit, kind of settled on him being top 1 or 2 in a lot of lists. Like he's just very commonly considered one of the best guys. And you can see why, right? I mean, he's very good.
Yeah, that was a sick conversion too, by the way. Sorry about that.
The EX Fireball into the DQ. Yeah, that was good.
I love Damn! Perfect firing right back at NuckleDu. I retract every statement on my bad Yelp review on the matchup between Juri Han and Guile, whatever his last name is.
America.
Guile America.
Yeah.
My mistake.
Something like that.
Wait,
Really
isn't Guile his last name?
Oh, Colonel
William.
Guile.
William Guile, right?
Yeah, it's William Guile. You're right.
William F. Guile.
Yeah, is that right?
Yeah.
What's the F stand?
Fast.
Thanks, Jeremy.
Got it. Oh, pun it? Oh, I'm surprised Crouch Me didn't pun it. You're so right, NuckleDu. I would have done the same thing.
Probably like Farnsworth or something. Oh my god.
Big boom, everyone. Uh-oh. Man, he is in some trouble. Oh, he wasn't ready? It's done?
Nice work.
That was pretty good.
No!
Oh,
Had such control. He was looking so good. Not only is positioning completely gone, but a bunch of life lost. Now he's got to get through the bullet hell again. Oh, and he's got to do it.
And he's burnt
completely
out.
burned.
Man, that's a 3-bar review.
It's just covered in white sparks somehow, which is bad, I guess. I don't know. I would think it'd be pretty cool, but they all seem to be mad about it.
Oh.
Not like this. You can't keep getting away with it.
Man. And now, as soon as you jump, you know it's time. Oh, he pulled up. Nice defense from NuckleDu. Dang, look at him go, man.
Oh, look at him game.
Game.
And at that point, you just didn't have the life to do some of the options. Like, again, DI is an option on a hard read versus things like crouch medium kick or boom, but just no longer had that as an option.
And then you try to parry a boom, and he drive rushes behind it, and you lose 1/5 of your life to throw.
Jesus.
Oh, not ready on the jump out.
Yeah, I'm surprised.
Oh, that feels so bad, too. You drive rush into a boom. That's been happening so often. Oh, that's a fat punish.
Missed the end, but still NuckleDu game in here. Really nice lead. Try to up back, I think. And level 3, big for Speedkicks.
Yeah.
Tying things up.
Again, she's gonna be there to pressure afterward.
Yeah, she do be close. She sticks to you.
Come on, she gets a grab afterward.
Overhead. Nicely
Delay
done.
into overhead.
Yeah.
A lot of
I like
people
it.
are ready to block an overhead if it's like a meaty. Like that's
Yeah.
what you look for. You're like, okay,
Yeah.
like, this is the obviously round ender overhead.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
But if
when
you
you're,
put in a little bit of frames in there, that becomes harder.
I
little bit of
think it's
mustard.
just it's right in the range of where like low forward would hit from that far away, trying to catch somebody. So I think that's still a legitimate guess, right?
Oh sure.
Between the high and the low.
I like it. A little bit of offense from NuckleDu. Take some space. You know, you don't want him to. Ooh, I like the attempt. Yeah, if you get a perfect parry, buffering drive rush out of it's pretty good, I think, on Boom. He turned into DJ?
It's just I can't help it. I see the flash kick. I think, baby.
Baby.
I don't know why.
There you go. Into the
Dude.
corner.
Look at Dude trying to put up the wall, and Speedkicks is ready. Ooh, trade there.
The double punish counter. That looks pretty cool.
Just bam, bam. Both of them got hit.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a rough one to eat. A lot of space for NuckleDu now.
What a tag.
Oh, he's ready, and he's got some bar to dump here too. Interesting, he didn't level 1 actually. Chip's a big problem here.
Yeah.
He doesn't have EX Fireball though because of the burnout. Oh, flash kick,
My
dude.
God, that was so far.
Yeah, in this, I feel like I've never played a game where empty jumping Guile feels harder. Like you
Yeah,
can be
I'm with
so far.
It is really
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah, like dude, there's ranges. Oh, nice pickup. And he got the punish counter jab into standing heavy. Good work from NuckleDu. But I've never played a Street Fighter where empty jumping Guile is this hard. Like, flash kick goes so far. Oh, drive impact? No, that was...
Oh, that was cute. What a
Cheap,
jerk. Oh, that's
cheap.
gonna be it, maybe?
Yeah, it should be with the
more
level
than
3 at the end.
Depends
Easy
on how
peasy.
fancy he gets, and there he is.
Okay, that was cheap. That was some NuckleDu dangery, you know? What's up?
I haven't heard.
NuckleDu Dangerino.
Oh
that's
no,
the
it's getting
one.
worse.
NuckleDuino.
I was gonna say you fuse them together, NuckleDu Dave. Oh no.
Oh no.
NuckleDu
Just
Dave.
getting less and less sensical.
Oh, perfect reaction.
Yeah, man. Beautiful plan orchestrated from NuckleDu Dave.
I
Got
feel like
him.
there's a slightly uncomfortable range for Guile that's like half screen in front of him. So what I love about the way that Du plays is that he has a lot of this time has been him not just zoning, but like he'll move forward again, like drive rush into knee bullet or drive rush into medium punch or whatever, or even in heels, just to try to find his way either to this comfortable range that's further than that, or right up close where he's also great.
Oh no, that feels bad. Damn, he wanted the fancy stuff too.
He wanted to fit in as many lights as possible. And now you can feel the comfort from NuckleDu now, right? Yeah, like he clearly looks so much less worried about everything. Now he's just like, yep, I know exactly what to do. You're struggling to deal with everything. I'm fine.
That's the range that I was talking about right here. This is the range where Speedkicks just wants to parry, and you feel like as the parrier, you're like, no big deal. Guile can't reach me, and then Dave rushes over, as we've been talking about. Different story.
Ooh, big jump though. Man, it feels like this offense has got to work, or it's the end, right? Like it's. We need
Jeez.
something to get going here. NuckleDu's sitting on level 3, and he's gonna kill on one good hit.
Oh no, when NuckleDu starts creeping, you know you're gonna have a bad time.
Oh yeah. Oh,
gonna
and
be
he
a lot
was
more
so
aggressive.
ready. Yeah, he just takes him down.
This guy's a unit.
There you
He's just been moving
go.
along, man.
Well played. And I think that's the difference, right? In the beginning, you can see a little timid, but then as the set goes on, he's more and more comfortable with how you want to approach, and then he just looks so much more confident, and then approaching himself, right? He's like, okay, cool. I know what timing you want to like try to get something done. I'm just gonna take up space when you don't, and that's really hard to deal with. And you play against the Guile willing to do that.
So it will be
Majorino, it
Reynald
sounds
versus NuckleDu. Oh, there's stuff for Jeremy to say.
Huh? Oh, yo, Caldus, I see you, man. Thank you for the big 5. Hey, it rounds it up to $350. I love that number. Still offering this $5 to just slide a Jamie into top 8 winners, man. If we could, we would. But
Yeah, put me in, coach. I'll do it.
taking a look at like what had happened on Tuesday, I don't think any of the Jamie players were even around for like top 16. So yeah, man. We'll try it. We got like Sajam. I'm picking up Jamie as well. JB. So maybe.
You know,
JB is not long for that character.
He said he's still
No.
gonna play him though. He said he's
Did he really?
Yeah, he's like, I don't think I'm gonna drop. I don't know if he's just being nice to the Jamie players, you know, like he's just like, guys, I won't leave you behind. But he did say he still wants to play some Jamie even after Rashid's out, I think.
Does that mean like the week after Evo he'll still be playing Jamie, which obviously makes sense. But
Yeah.
then after that, like,
Who knows, right?
Come on.
Who knows? That's a good question. I'm very curious. But yeah, I think Jamie is like super fun and a really cool character. But whether
no
he
doubt,
plays him or
yeah.
not, I mean, Rashid's like, you know, that's his character. So,
That is his character. That
that's
is
his
his like
boy.
claim to fame in Street Fighter 5.
yeah, that's his dude. He played him forever. Even when other Rashid players were swapping and stuff, like he still played Rashid after the character had some changes to make him a bit weaker later on in the game's lifespan.
Yeah.
Yeah, remember when he went from like top 5 to top 10? Good stuff.
I remember when he moved on
a
over
bad
here
one.
and started whipping everybody into shape for that specific matchup, man. And
Yeah.
like it was one actually what like 2 or 3 months straight up where he was just taking Wednesday night fights after Wednesday night fights. It was ridiculous. Like nobody was stopping JB.
Yeah, he's a gamer. Well played.
Pretty
from
good.
him.
So we are in the top 4 at this point. Losers semifinals will be Reynald versus NuckleDu. And on winners side, winners finals, Punk versus Shaka.
Yeah.
That I'm very curious to see. I haven't actually seen Punk play against a high-level Dhalsim yet, so that's going to be cool. I want to see how he approaches it. I would think Cammy makes sense, but, you know,
Yeah, I think most
he's got a
people
lot of things in his
probably
wheelhouse.
they like haven't played against a lot of highlight because there's not that many, right? Like Dhalsim is truly a specialist character where like when you run into one, you're like, all right, this gamer knows what they're doing. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. There's no
I gotta
bums
get
out
ready.
there.
Yeah. You don't like play Dhalsim and you're like, I'm gonna dabble. Like this is your yoga is your life. Like you're like this is it now. You know?
He's so cool. Come on.
Yeah.
I think
His
it's pretty
parry animation, the perfect parry animation, IMO,
Oh, like the
number
hands?
1 coolest
Yeah.
animation in this video game.
Yeah.
even just his regular parry. I thought that was really well done.
It's great.
Well, we saw it from like the I think developer matches early on from like one of the Tokyo Game Show showcases. Man, that we got to see that footage. It was so sick. I was actually excited for Honda too, man. Seeing some of the stuff.
The past tense in your voice.
Was excited.
was until I played.
For the time I used to be excited about Honda. Okay, so it is winners finals. Characters that we were thinking it might be.
Shot.
Let's see how it goes.
You gotta say it like that every time. Dave, I'm gonna get you to do it.
22.
Close enough. Yeah, we'll take that.
You gave it the old college try.
I don't know what to do there.
You did it. You did the thing.
I would imagine that this is not like a counter match. I mean, I didn't really even think it was in Street Fighter 5 to be honest, but in this game, just thinking about like the angles and where Sim is, I don't think it would be. You know,
counter for
nevertheless, it's super good. For Cammy versus Dhalsim, as it was in Games Fast.
Yeah.
In Street Fighter 5, at least near the end, I didn't think that it was. When Sim was really good and Cammy had been slightly nerfed.
Yeah, I mean, I heard people saying that even
So
in like
sick.
season 2 and stuff. Like, oh, that was a cheeky stuff.
That was dirty.
That was, I like that.
Oh,
In the front, that setup is so dirty. And I see Punk do it all the time, and then when I'm in playing the video game, it hits me every time. I'm like, well,
stop. Yeah. Character goes up in sky and hits me from the front still? I don't know.
yeah.
It feels weird.
Oh.
can't do that. Not at all. Not ever. Damn, that raw damage too, and you're in burnout. You're gonna see a bunch of loops.
Ugh.
I mean, you have 2 bars though.
Yeah, and 2 is
There
what
it
he
is.
needs for his invul super. Level 1's not invul, but that
but-
super is
It's kind of I didn't
not the
think about
greatest one in the world.
It's
that.
stinky,
You're right.
yeah.
I didn't think about that.
That's the problem. One of the big problems Sim has. He has no invincible super really that's good until level 3.
Yeah.
If
I
you're
was thinking, like,
in
if he
situations
did-
like if they're fully in the corner versus you, cool. Like it can be effective there. But if it's like mid-screen, it just is not great.
Yeah.
Feel good, yeah. I was hoping, like, maybe the character was close enough for it to actually, like, interact, but I guess that just never happens, huh?
Oh, my.
It can.
Okay.
Oh, he was so
But
right.
the ball always comes out there.
Yeah.
Oh.
Stay down. That was good.
I think no matter what the teleport was, it would have caught, right? Especially from like there. I think.
Yeah, I'm sure he was
for him to
doing
get, like,
a little
further
cross
out,
cut
yeah.
motion.
Oh, fireball barely didn't hit him too. Baited, but not in time for the punish. Still plus range. Man, Punk is just, he's looking super, super good right now. Oh, tried to parry. Tried to parry again. That was a full drive gate gone.
Naturally.
Oh, man. Cross up this
Burned
time.
out Sim.
Oh, what a time to interrupt. Yo, and the drill barely hits. Yoga Inferno setup. No, nothing. Just hanging out. He
baiting.
didn't want to throw a fireball because he got punished for it last time.
Yeah,
so
he can't
he's
do
just
that.
hanging out.
Yeah, Cammy level 3 is a punish on a lot of the stuff Sim wants to do right now.
Yeah.
Can't throw a single.
Oh!
Oh!
I thought he was gonna level 3 the limb.
Good.
As soon as he got those bars back, he spent 2 of them, 2.5 of them to get away. Oh, is that good enough?
bar?
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
interesting. Yeah.
Oh, punish. Oh,
Not
man.
like this.
How many
Shock.
times have we seen Shaka try to do that versus his expected dive kick? That's what he's reading. And it happens to be that I don't think he's done that versus one dive kick. I think all of the times that he's done that have been turned out versus Punk's jump.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just unfortunately for him, he's getting the wrong end of those mix-ups.
Yeah, that's true. Spencer scrambling to hit spectate. Nice. Good call, Smenny. He got it in time. Frame perfect. That's our production right there.
Perfect. He's so tired.
He said
he
into our
said-
mics, "Don't worry,
said-
gamers. I'm here for you."
Yeah, it's me, Spenny, is what he said after that. That's what he said.
Don't worry, Spencer. Ice cream on me, buddy.
Name
Go ahead.
15 Pokemon.
Go ahead, Spencer. The ones that haven't been previously mentioned.
Yeah,
He's
I had
just
named the good ones
professional.
already,
Got
like
it.
Nidoking.
Nidoking's a great one. Especially this upcoming set. Oh, he's gonna be so sick. Anyways. Oh. Game
All right.
reversal again.
Puts himself in burnout. You can't. You're stuck. Door stuck.
Totally stuck. What's he gonna do? He doesn't have meter.
He
Teleport
can,
is not
he can
involved
attempt
in
the
four
trade.
frames.
It's up to Punk to actually like convert off of those trades, though. So
Yeah.
that's a good,
Oh.
that's a good risk.
No,
to get off.
that's a punish on hit. At that range, Anvil.
Oh, the fastball. Word.
That was gaming.
Yeah. What are you gonna
Super
do?
gaming.
He did hooligan. That's how you know Punk's feeling it. Oh my god.
Help. And that was charged.
Okay, that was cheap. All right,
That
got
was
me.
cool.
Yeah, that one
Yeah,
got me.
Capri, is that you?
Oh. It's so fast. The fall version? Jeez.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh
just
no,
getting cute.
he's,
He's just-
feeling it. He's feeling it.
This fella, he's looking great, man.
oh.
Get out
Oh,
of here.
come on, give us a level three. Come
Come
on.
on.
Who do you think you are? Come on. The best. Come on, man. We got some Chipotle.
Oh.
Yet. We're gonna miss out on our Chipotle because of you. Nice. Oh, not dead.
He's just sliding out.
Short slide, yeah.
Come here. Kill me.
I'm gonna get you. Oh.
Oh. Surely Punk is now in a nefariously bad position.
He just held wake up forward. Genius.
Oh, that was the one. If he didn't Dave rush, that would have been it. Could have Dave.
Yeah, could have.
Well, he would have died.
You think he didn't have enough life left? He had
I mean,
like.
because
a-
Dave
He
Impact
died from
killed
the
him.
Dave Impact, yeah.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Which means if he Dave Impacted back, his Dave Impact wouldn't have had enough life.
I didn't think about it.
I looked up,
3-0, you know? That's just how it goes sometimes.
I
I always feel like
heavy
that
punch to see
armor
what it
gives
is
you just
on
a
hit.
little bit extra for some reason. I'm like,
Yeah,
oh,
what's heavy
I
punch
like-
on hit?
It's -9 on hit. So
right.
That's
it's actually, I
gross.
mean, it's very rare that you find a hit with back heavy punch at that range. Like that's super rare. But you know, shout outs to Punk for being ready for that and getting the punish counter and all the other excellent things that he did throughout that set, which he did a lot of.
Yeah.
So he's in grand finals yet again.
Yet again.
Shaka in
Oh.
losers finals. And now for our next match, Reynald versus NuckleDu, top 4 in the semifinals, we have a blind pick.
Damn.
So Du has Guile and Cammy. Reynald has what? JP
Ken.
and Ken, I think we saw.
Yeah, it could be even more. I don't know if he has another character.
Sure, sure.
My guess is he would want to play JP versus Guile, right? And then obviously Du wants to play Cammy there. And then he want to play Ken versus Cammy, maybe, is what's going on.
That makes sense, yeah.
That's the
See
mix
if we
match.
get what the results are in terms of the blind pick shortly. But of course, whoever then loses has the chance to switch, so we could see the revolving door of counter picks.
Yes,
As
yeah, we could
happens
see them go back and
sometimes.
forth.
I don't think that I've seen that in a Street Fighter 6 set yet. I don't think I've seen the full, like, you know, revolving door of matchups. Could be cool.
I haven't either. Yeah.
Yeah. Be interesting to see, especially because I know a lot of Guile players seem to really dislike the JP matchup so far.
Yeah.
So that's one that I'm not surprised to see the switch for. Look, we're going to hop over to the match arena, see if anybody has slammed down some money, or if you guys want to donate, of course, !match arena in any of the chats. Thanks everybody who's donated so far, both back on Tuesday and today. It's very sweet of you to do. If you want to donate, chat, feel free to do so. Otherwise, thanks for watching, supporting, and checking out our lovely tournament streams here, because, you know, it's very sweet of you to come in 2 days a week and check this out. Since Tuesday, we had Google Cloud servers explode on us and delay the tournament.
All that money goes to the players, and it's
Yep.
all listed out right now. First place will get 175.50, second place 87.50, third place $70, and fourth place $35.
Nice.
If you'd like the players to get more than that, it's up to you. It's entirely in your hands. It's up to you how much they get paid. It could be more. And if it is, then you get to make Jeremy say whatever you want.
It's true.
No.
I feel
but
like
I'll
that's
try.
an enticing
But I'll try.
package. I feel
I'll
like more
say it
people
in a
should be
Street
taking
Fighter
advantage
6
of that.
voice. How about that? If you guys actually push through to 400, I will
We
do
have
it in
the
the
we
Street
have an
Fighter 6
official
voice.
Street Fighter 6 voice actor
See,
here,
Jokes on
everybody.
them. Jokes on
Yeah.
them. It's still the same. It's still the same commentary voice. So don't tell them that. Don't tell them that. I'll do emotion level 4. How about that?
Emotion level 4.
Yes. You
He's
don't
got
think
his,
you're capable
his
of 5?
professional one, yeah.
No 5s. I will
No
blow up my
5s?
voice. I'm tired, bro. I did Street Fighter League from midnight to 7 a.m. All right.
Yeah.
Dang, that's super long. Okay, wow.
Yeah. I'm chilling.
That's very long.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm chilling. But going into it, I do believe we saw the bracket a little bit earlier. We are still trying to get that blind pick happening between Reynald and NuckleDu.
We're just waiting on NuckleDu. Apparently, he's entered another tournament. Can you believe other people would run tournaments for this video game
No
on the
respect.
internet?
No
Yeah.
respect at all.
Don't they know that this is our not main but backup night?
That's true. On a Friday.
On
How
a
could they have
Friday.
not foreseen that our tournament would explode and we'd have
It's
to come back?
Friday's in the name of this tournament. That's what it stands for. ICFC.
Yeah,
You guys didn't know that the F stands for Friday? Well, it does.
it's true.
What? I'm sorry. I don't know. You know what? How you even fill that out? What about the rest of the letters, huh?
Chad said on our internet. You're using. You dare on our internet do this? How dare?
Correct, yeah. That's what the I stands for.
Yeah.
Internet Company Friday.
I was thinking
Chat.
Ice Cream Fridays. Cheers.
None of that seems right.
You know
I
what?
don't know if that's what
Not,
it is.
not to you. I'm getting some ice cream for myself as soon as this is over.
Oh, okay.
I already got it locked in, baby. I'm going in. I'm ready.
He's preloaded the ice cream.
You're damn right. Only
I guess I'll
professionals
do the
that.
same. Now you've got me in an ice cream mood.
Listen, man.
I had a
Seg
little
would
bit more
agree.
of that leftover Vietnamese food from yesterday, so I don't have any taste in my mouth. It might be nice though if I got some ice cream afterward as dessert. It's a great
Treat
idea.
yourself,
We have
man.
some
It's
in
the weekend.
We got some in the fridge or in the freezer, I guess, to be technical.
I would like some ice cream now too.
What kind of ice cream you got there, David?
We have a Tillamook vanilla.
Don't ever cuss at me again. But it sounds enticing.
It's great. It's very good.
Isn't Tillamook known for their cheeses?
I think they're just a dairy company. I think if I'm correct about this, that the same stuff can be made into both cheese and ice cream.
What's crazy? That's news to
So-
me. Dairy? You got to be kidding me. So versatile.
I've never heard of this.
Patronize me.
I've never.
Oh, but I do one thing against you, but I got to read everything that comes in from Maturino.
Tillamook ice cream.
Yeah, it's great. Yeah, that's our go-to.
But it's just like what flavor?
Vanilla.
Oh, vanilla. Old,
They got vanilla
old-fashioned
bean.
vanilla?
They got old-fashioned vanilla. They got French vanilla. They just have all these vanillas. Vanilla gets a bad rap.
They got a lot of
vanilla's
flavors.
Great.
Yeah, vanilla's good. Yeah.
Not against it. I wouldn't say no to it.
It's not my first choice. I like it if it's paired with something.
I typically put walnuts in there. Sometimes we have homemade chocolate sauce that goes on top of it.
Yes.
Yeah, that's
Sometimes
what
we
I'm
have
talking about.
homemade
Get the chocolate drizzle.
homemade other stuff that goes to caramel sauce. Isn't that? Isn't it?
Yeah.
Other stuff.
Man, the triple. That's a good combination. You got walnut, caramel, chocolate in a
Okay.
vanilla
I mean, you know.
combination. That's
Yeah, vanilla by itself, it needs a little bit of love. You know, like that's the thing about it. It needs to be paired with like a pastry or another flavor or some stuff. I think. I mean, it could stand on its own, but it's you know, yeah. Put a little bit of love in there.
put some Oreo cookies in there.
All right, what do we got? What's the breaking news? Jeremy has to name 10 Digimon. Oh,
A flavor tier list.
Create a
Of ice cream flavors?
ice cream flavor tier list.
But that's so difficult because there's
Very
like,
difficult.
I mean, there's infinite flavors.
Yeah,
There's
man.
so
You know?
many.
Do you like? Are we gonna go to 31 flavors and you want me to rank them, or are we gonna like? There's too many ice cream.
we
flavors.
should do that. Why don't we? Right? I'm down to go
I
all
don't
the way to
know. I don't have a
Southtown. We
great
could go to
reason for you.
Wanderlust Creamery if we wanted to. Right? It's all the way down there. You know, it's pretty nice. You know.
What are the flavors that we're working with here?
I
Ube
tend
malted
to be.
crunch.
I tend to
Definitely
be a
the top
big
three.
nut fan. I really like me a butter pecan. I think that's great. If there's walnuts in there, I'm even happier. That tends
Okay.
to be like my preferred go-to stuff. But I also like there are some ice creameries around here that do bespoke ice cream with like just weird flavors.
Yeah.
That I love. I love that stuff. Like there
Salt
was
and Straw has a bunch of
there was
those,
a
yeah.
Salt and Straw is the example that I'm thinking of. Yeah.
Yeah.
They had a goat cheese and honey that was.
That sounds great. Yeah.
That was last month. I tried that over near Disneyland.
yeah.
What'd you think?
Yeah, it was very good actually.
Yeah. I like that kind of stuff too. Yeah. I haven't been there in a
artisanal ice cream
long
flavors
time.
are
Though.
great.
Yeah. It's been a while for me. Mint?
Every
I
now and
like
then
mint.
I'll wake up and there's a new flavor of ice cream in our home. The last time that happened, that was a cereal flavored ice cream. That was really good.
I usually, are you guys a fan of like the they go for like the milk from the bowl flavor stuff, like
Yeah,
that
that's
kind
what
of.
it was. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Those are okay to me. I don't think they're not like my favorite, but I know some people are like, I have to have it.
That's like the staple for one of the spots near
Milk
us.
bar?
After's ice cream. They actually have
Yeah.
something very, very much so like that. And that's like their hottest seller.
I like their cookie butter. I'm a big fan.
Cookie
of
butter's
butter.
great.
cookie butter's so
Excellent
good,
option.
dude.
Yeah.
Cookie butter's so good.
I don't know how people can get mad about something like an ice cream tier list. They're all ice cream.
Yeah,
No,
it's
there's
really
not-
hard to
How
be
can
like.
you be mad?
Oh,
You'd
God.
be
What are you guys-
surprised.
Tillamook,
man.
oh my
Oh, dude,
God.
I see orange sickle ice cream. That's gotta be around like the A tier for sure.
First of all, I can't even read most of these, but
Yeah.
I will say D tier.
Banana
D tier for banana
D
split.
tier.
There's so much versatility. No shot.
C tier for banana split. What's
That's
number
a
two?
B for banana split, brother. What do you mean? That's like that's everything.
All right, drop it. Fine. Go. What's the next
Okay.
one? Oh, it's an S tier. It's an S
It's a good
tier, of
flavor.
course.
Yeah, butterpecan's great.
Maximum,
Very
maximum
consistent,
high.
very consistent,
Everybody's
yeah.
a fan.
Good. It's
What do we
good.
got? Campfire peanut butter cup. It sounds great. I've never had it.
Here's the problem with a flavor like this. I bet it sounds great, but I bet you execution, I'm a little worried.
It's
Got
Tillamook,
let's
man. It's
think
gonna
about the
be
base
tasty.
flavors, right? Chocolate and peanut butter.
Those are good flavors, but
Excellent flavors.
yeah, I'm scared to put it in F. But an A
Okay,
looks
go.
fine.
A is
I
fine.
think
A
A is
is fine.
fine,
Sure,
yeah.
sure. It's probably good. What's next?
Caramel.
Caramel swirl.
That's very
I don't know.
basic, but like, do we know what the base flavor is? Maybe it's just like the swirls in a
Probably
vanilla, perhaps, right?
Yeah, that's
Vanilla.
my guess too.
Yeah, probably
yeah.
vanilla. It's like an A, right?
Yeah. Look, I mean, nothing's going below B. Can we be
It's
honest?
like it's an A or a B. One of those.
Yeah. Yeah, just drop it. It'll be cool either
Air
way.
B
Great.
is solid.
What do we got?
Put
Caramel
that bad
toffee
boy to
crunch.
S.
Damn.
Put
It
that
could be
bad boy
good.
to S.
Okay.
That
You got
sounds
the
good.
flavor and you got the texture in one. That's pretty good, man.
I mean,
Yeah.
none of these are going to be bad. Yeah, go for it. S is great.
Uh-huh.
What do we got?
F,
Oh,
right?
it's great.
That's
It's
an F,
great.
right?
Yeah, chocolate chip cookie dough is an S tier.
That sounds like an S. Like you can't. Yeah. Just put
We're
it up
all on
there.
board. We're
Slap
all-
it up top.
There you go.
Right up
Slide
top.
whistle all the way up.
Good noise.
Coming up next, chocolate chip looks like. Chocolate chip. It's a classic. It's not bad. It's maybe a B.
I think it's a B, as good as it is. Like,
Yeah,
you're not
maybe
gonna say no to it, but it's
top
not
of
something you
B.
go out of your way for.
The problem is there's other flavors that are better versions of this, right?
Yeah.
One of
yeah,
those.
I'm with
Exactly
you.
it. Like literally,
It's like
coming up.
Ryu, right? So it's top of B, maybe.
Spenny wants to put it in C tier. It looks like, but yeah, I think B should be fine.
Yeah.
All right, what do we got? chocolate peanut butter.
It's gotta be S, right?
I mean, it's at least A because that's where we put effectively the other chocolate
It's the same
peanut butter.
thing, right?
Okay, so yeah, we put them together.
What's the difference between this one and the campfire version? You know,
I don't know. One of them has toasty
one of them
marshmallows.
smoky. I don't know.
Loki. Let's say drop it an A, maybe.
Sure, go for it. Yeah, A's great.
What's this?
What's this? Garbage.
Wait, why'd you just drop
What
the
did
other
you
one?
put in
Hold
garbage?
up.
Yeah, you put something in D.
D is chocolate. Okay.
What?
Why is that
basic
in-
chocolate?
Why?
That should be high.
Chocolate is.
Oh boy, there's nothing we can
boy.
do. Okay, fine.
Production
That's
says
gotta be-
chocolate's D tier.
That's got to be Hanzo.
Well, the
Hanzo,
person
yeah,
who said
Hanzo's
that's
made the
just
choice.
wrong. I refuse to participate if we're just gonna just hoopla and put stuff not where it doesn't belong. How can I stamp my good name on a tier list when you're
Even
just you
worse.
put it to F? This is
No,
hoopla.
I'm out of here. I'm out of here.
Malarkey.
no
I'm
D?
done.
There's
yeah,
no D?
I refuse to participate.
Cookies and cream. I mean, it's good. You know, it's gonna be. I would say it's a B.
I think it's a solid A.
I refuse to participate.
A is fine. A is fine. Let's do it. All right. Cookie almond.
Cookies
fudge,
and cream
maybe?
is also, I think, S tier, by the way.
Coffee almond fudge. It sounds like it's garbage. Let's put it
What
in
was
B
that?
tier.
What
What
are you
is
guys doing?
happening?
What is
Dude,
this?
you
Rocky
guys.
Road? Rocky Road hater.
Rocky Road's in D tier. I can't believe it.
It's in
Everybody.
G. Dude, at minimum B. Minimum B Rocky Road. There are some flavors in here that do deserve to be at the bottom. It is not either of these two.
Sucks.
Yeah, maybe,
Yeah,
maybe
dude.
mint or something, but not.
No, hey, wait, relax. Hold on. You did not
First
just
of all,
say
I'm on record as saying these are all minimum B tier, just to lay that out there.
Yes.
These are all good.
Boo! This stream sucks. Boo!
Coffee almond fudge. I'm
can't
gonna say
believe
it's
it,
B
dude.
tier.
Boo.
Yeah.
This stream's whack.
I
Built
can't
on a
ask.
house of lies.
As for,
As
as
for
for
Suckles.
Suckles.
Get
No,
off the
Suckles.
stage. Boo.
Coffee almond fudge is in B tier.
Yeah.
Hanzo Gonzo couldn't get a geoguesser for a street down his house, and we're gonna allow him to place ice cream flavors on a tier list. He literally lived off the main street and was like, "This is in Texas," and like he doesn't even know what he's talking about, and he's gonna be allowed to use his taste buds. You're gonna allow someone who's drooling out of the mouth to determine the flavors of an ice cream tier list when he so clearly doesn't even know how to navigate to the ice cream place that's on the main road of his house in GeoGuessr.
True.
This guy is allowed to come on my stream and just say chocolate ice cream sucks. You're gonna allow that guy who's unable to identify his own neighborhood with three-dimensional cameras that literally just scrolling. There's a mailman. His mailman is walking down the road in the shot on GeoGuessr, and he's like, "This could be anywhere. Could be any
Can I
place
get a
on the
little bit
planet."
more of the impression of Hanzo? I loved it. I thought
I
it was
hate
spot on.
this here.
Can you
This
do it
is
one more time?
everything about this is bad. Everything. He's like, "Man, see, it's probably Texas, man." That's what he sounds like. He's just such a. It
He's got the-
bamboozles me.
He's got the jaunty cap on while he says that too.
Yes, his little cap's on. Man,
Yeah, he's
see,
got the
man.
cap on. Yeah.
Boo. Everything about this is getting a big fat stinky boo from me. I hate this. Not a fan.
French vanilla is in S tier, of course.
Can't just move on to French vanilla.
What do we got
There's
next?
so many
Salted
unresolved
something?
issues.
Salted what now? Malted
What did you just
moose
call me?
shake? I don't have much to go on, to be honest.
So it's got shake
it
in the
has-
name. It's malted. To be safe, I'm putting it at A.
Okay, sure. It's probably great. We'll never know though. We'll never be able to figure it out.
Cammy,
The cat's out of
I'm
here.
putting him at S.
The cat's out of the bag on the stage.
Let it be known, I made the people's voice instead of it, okay?
I was angry.
No one else would stand up for the people, but I will. That was a punish.
What? You
That-
can't
that's a punish.
nonchalantly just be like,
What was the
that was
punish?
what, the ice cream lecture or the actual?
That was a punish. Did you see
Okay.
that?
No, I
No,
didn't.
I was looking at the
cat
camera.
first of all, then I was looking at Damned, and I don't know what you're talking about.
Jinrai kick first hit, EXDP punish.
First of all,
Yeah.
I was thinking about the ice cream that I'm about to
The
get.
seven frame gap, right?
Yeah, it's the punish. Drive impact. Reynald he did Jinrai kick and NuckleDu punished it with EXDP twice, and then he did Jinrai kick 6 more times.
Yeah, why not?
like,
Did you
yep,
see how much
that's
drive gauge he drained out of that?
You know what? I have a prediction for the future. Reynald will drop a
That's what
combo
predictions are.
and then find a combo after that.
Yeah,
That's
you're
my
right.
prediction.
You sound like Chris Hu. He'll drop a combo and then get another combo.
Do you understand?
I do, actually.
What a beast. You understand? Man, what a
Legend.
guy.
He won NLBC this week. Congrats.
He did, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
What a combo, dude. You could be killing. You
Yeah.
could
well,
crouch medium
pressure.
kick into tippity tap.
That flavor is B tier.
Tippity tap? What flavor would tippity tap be? What's the base of tippity tap flavored ice cream?
Probably. That sounds like something
I think
like
it's
pistachio or something weird.
Yeah, there are a bunch of things that you can do to punish the Jinrai stuff, especially if it's light or medium Jinrai. Doesn't matter if they do a follow-up. There's a lot of special moves that can just, or supers that can just punish them.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah.
You get to do like ODPCs majority of the time.
Yeah.
But even so, there's been a lot of valid.
Yeah, like, it
answers
just
to
doesn't matter.
Afterwards, yeah. Like you don't even have to do the interruption before the follow-up. Like you could just wait for it and offense to it.
Anyway, Reynolds not going to stop doing it, so shout out to Reynolds.
Yeah, and neither will do. He's just gonna keep. He's like, all right, fine, bro. This is how you want to play the video game. This is what I'm gonna do.
Damn, he made him wait for the blind pick only to beat him down.
I know. Reynolds
Yeah,
been
this is
sitting
the
here
matchup you
watching us
wanted.
make ice cream tier lists while NuckleDu plays in another tournament.
Yes.
Look at how much drive gauge.
That
Yeah.
crouch medium kick had a Jinrai buffered behind it, 1000%.
Yeah. The problem is, like, it is to his detriment at some point, you know.
However, it's hilarious.
It is funny. That's true. Nice.
Dear Lord Almighty. That was a fierce in his mouth. Oh,
Good pressure, too. Reynolds getting his drive gauge back now. Oh, every time, man.
Oh yeah, he gave up drive meter. It's all that's to Reynolds' benefit.
you
Really.
dirty dog! He could have converted off of that counter hit too.
Reynolds still has a life lead. What a genius! Yo, he won despite getting punished 3 times for no reason.
This guy's a nut.
He doesn't have to do it, too.
Pistachio.
He could just do crouch music,
Yeah.
nothing. Or
He has
drive rush.
he could do a Dave Rush right there. It's like one of the best Dave Rush options in the game.
Yeah.
I love that from Manon. Oh, counter! You could do so much more.
Oh, I love it. He's just like, well, half my life bar is not gonna be
Look at
there.
that.
Just have to win with more than that.
Yeah, I'm good. Now he has no EX, so you're like, cool, I can do Jinrai kicks and he can't punish.
Well, he has super still.
That's true, but it's better on block. It probably still it might still punish.
He punished with it last time.
Well, the burnout might change the frame.
Oh, the burnout might change it. Win with the oh, this is the genius of the world. He won with the move that cost him half of his life for no reason.
2 rounds.
Other than that, it's hilarious.
It is
And he's right. It is hilarious. He's right.
Man, he did it in neutral. This guy's a sicko.
Sicko move. Oh boy.
I like
Oh,
that,
that
he
was the
didn't
heavy
cancel.
version.
Yeah, I like that
Yeah,
he didn't
he's doing
cancel and
heavy
he
now.
did it. I'm surprised. I was gonna say I thought dude was gonna go to Guile.
Ah, yeah, that makes sense. I mean, this is first to 3, so this isn't really a shot.
Yeah, it's just the counter pick JP could be there now, right?
Yeah.
Interesting though. He still might be fine without it though. Oh.
Almost.
That is unfortunate right there. Just a little pickup. That's the worst when you're confirming into a DP and then your button just doesn't work and you're like, well, that's I'm dead. I did it to myself. Ooh, trying to find that whip
Spooky.
button.
That was hella spooky from both.
Genius.
Every time, man. Keep doing it.
It's so funny. It's like Reynolds getting punished for it, and we're just like, chef's kiss. That was great.
You could just do roundhouse version, and like that's not a problem anymore.
But that's the thing. I don't think it is really a problem for Reynolds. He doesn't mind getting
Oh.
hit.
No,
he
you're
just
right.
wants
You're
to
totally right.
drain the drive gauge.
Yeah. And now he's gotten burnt out.
All according to plan. Anyway,
Dragon
time for
Rush.
meaty Jinrai. Yes.
NuckleDu still wins in one hit though.
Yeah.
Naturally.
He's running. Oh,
He
that
was
so
absolutely
good.
going for walk-up throw. Genius.
Oh,
Oh,
A Dave
don't know
Rush,
enough.
he remembered it.
why wouldn't he?
I mean, he has almost never done it in this set.
no, the buffer, man. NuckleDu played that very well.
The buffer man. NuckleDu's got that superpower. Oh, damn! Look at his face. Look at that. He's so shocked, stunned. Knocked out. Damn! You even broke the table in the back of the Fet for rain. I didn't even realize that table breaks.
I didn't either. I don't think I've ever seen it.
It like got cut in half.
I don't know what table you're talking about, so that's cool.
We're on the beach now.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I
I'm
like how-
imagining them like sitting next to each other on the airplane on the way to Jamaica after
Yeah.
being in Paris. I'm really gonna get you this next round in 10 hours from now.
We're gonna go to the beach and no one's gonna get paid. And you're like, all right.
No. Not again. That's too much.
Ooh, the whiff on it. And you get the side swap with the charged uppercut.
Oh, you thought what now? That was sick.
Yeah, perfect Dave pair. Oh,
Yes.
burn.
Yes.
I'm just rooting for it. Oh,
My
it's
God.
beautiful.
Help,
oh,
help me.
Oh,
Oh,
You
my.
dirty guy.
oh.
How good
He
do you
just
feel
he
about
must
that?
be cackling. Yeah.
Yeah, he's
I mean,
like,
you can picture his smile. You guys know exactly what his face looks
Yeah.
like.
yeah,
he's
he's like,
giggling.
man, I played
You
you
can picture his
optimally.
smile. He's got the sunglasses on.
I can hear it. He's definitely giggling. Oh,
Oh my, the trade. Reynolds like, yep, got him.
oh, he's having fun.
This is one of those things where like NuckleDu's winning 2-1 and you know NuckleDu's like, dude, what is your problem?
Yeah, NuckleDu.
I gotta go to NuckleDu's stream. He's probably gonna be having a good time too.
Yeah, he's like, what on earth is this guy doing?
Yeah.
Like, okay. He tried it again. He's like, yeah, I'm gonna go do it again. All right, dude. Why not?
Just give up half of that life meter. It's totally fine. Not even doing combos.
Very typical Reynolds.
All right, my prediction was that he would find a combo after dropping the combo.
He might. He's got CA too, so he could kill if he does.
Oh, that's gonna be so problematic. He can do it off. Oh well.
Technically, it was a combo.
Oh, he makes a hell
Oh.
of a bait.
Ooh, no drive rush from NuckleDu for the kill. Oh my god, he whipped Jinrai right there.
I'm looking at NuckleDu stream and he's looking like he's stressed out a little bit. A little bit. Not as
Maybe not.
perplexed, but
How could, yeah, I mean, playing against this, like, you're like, dude. Surprised he does the jab off. You have to? I don't think so, right?
I think I've seen just strong.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you just do medium, right?
yeah.
Dude.
Yes.
And she gets out of the corner, too. It's so
totally no big deal. Combo right away. This is the funniest set I've seen in this game. This is great. Oh, there could have been so much.
Oh.
Okay. All right. Shout outs to Reynald for ending up at whatever. I think 4th place.
funny. Yep, that's correct.
Who cares? First place for me.
Who cares?
Man, immediately after the W, man, Ken is so dumb. the first words out of NuckleDu's mouth as soon as the set was over, man, Ken is so dumb.
That
You know
was
what's
a
great
real
too about
set.
watching Reynald is that he can go so fast from stupid jerkery to like he's the best player like right away, and you just don't know when that's gonna happen. And there were a couple times in there where he went from just Jinrai kicking like a jerk to all of a sudden like super sick throw bait stuff like, out of the blue. If I'm being a jerk, which is rare in fighting games, but if I'm being a jerk, it's really hard for me to go from jerkery to taking it seriously. Like that switch in my mind is just very difficult to access. Like that takes me a game to be like, all right, settle down, let's take it seriously. Whereas Reynolds, one thing I appreciate about him is that he can flip the switch.
Yeah. that's
Anyway,
special.
whatever. He lost
Yeah,
in 4th
yeah.
place. Who cares? What do we got?
Got some
Oh,
matches
I
to go.
see. It was all a ploy to drum up people actually getting Jeremy to talk in the match arena. What do we got?
We got the big 16 from Ion OX donating 16 because Final Fantasy 16 is the dopest thing ever, and I'm having a blast playing it. Hey, good for you, man. I actually haven't been able to pick that up. I've heard a lot of people had fun with it thus far. It looks like a cool game. Electric Lee with the $5. This is his ice cream tier list. David, do you want to read this? Because I totally can, but I want to kind of know if you agree with it. Feel free to do so. If not, I'll do it. Cookies and cream.
Number 1, cookies and cream.
There we go.
Number 2, French vanilla. Number 3,
You
bean
forgot the
done
bean,
right.
brother.
3,
What?
cookie.
What the hell is wrong with you?
I now
Okay. Are you all right?
I now understand.
Bean flavor done
Bean
right.
done right?
What?
Can I get some bean done right?
What?
We didn't
Anyway,
even get to read the donation, man.
Having Neapolitan on that list though is ridiculous. Can I just say, if there's no bad ice cream, but the closest that you get to bad ice cream is Neapolitan.
Wow.
You are a psycho for that.
I can't believe he was like number 3, bean done right. I love bean flavored ice cream.
Done right only, though.
Done right, yeah. Done wrong though?
Never tried.
Well, who would like it done wrong? Surely nobody. Not me.
Yeah. You ever just have some bean ice cream and you're like, this is not right.
I think I have actually. Yeah.
This is not right.
I don't think that was ice cream, fella. I hate to break it to you.
There was ham in there.
Yeah, this bean is not done right.
It's called a burrito.
There was a tortilla on the outside of my ice cream.
Tortilla cone?
God, I'm getting nightmare fuel now.
That
This
sounds like it
imagery.
could be a thing. Oh, that's a really smart solution to the dive kick. I like it. Especially to kill, 'cause that might have been unsafe otherwise.
Yeah. It's a good answer done right.
Good answer. Done right.
Oh, burn.
Spell it.
Spell it.
Ugh. Spell it out.
Okay.
Is that what his
Done
arms
right.
are doing there in your mind?
Done right.
Scrabble.
I'm so tired, guys.
Okay. Dude, he was
Yo,
doing
that was a sick
SFL.
conversion.
Oh, off the wall. Dude, off the
Jesus.
backboard. That was so ridiculous.
Dogs. Oh, he's gonna do it again. I knew it.
He did. Oh.
That sucks. That feels so bad, dude. It's like we get that, right? Like you think, oh, I'm gonna lock on. I got this uppercut. My anti-airs are sick, and then whoop, teleport.
That's how it goes. He just floated up there. Waited for the sailboat to miss.
It's an unpopular fight. You only got 5 people in the background. Nobody cares this time.
Is it just random?
I don't know. I don't know the rules.
Jeremy, you're in the game.
Yes.
How does this background work?
Yes. I don't know, man.
Do you program the background yourself, right? Like, how does
I'm the model for the guy in the ring. I don't know if you know that. This is the same exact arms that I have. Same shirt too. Same eye patch.
I was gonna ask about the eye patch. I
same
didn't
eye
want to be
patch, yeah.
insensitive, yeah.
That's my good eye.
Done right. Oh, punish. This is big now. Uh-oh.
Damn, he had 3 fingers up for that one. I don't know why. There was no 3 count. This guy's weird. All right. Oh,
Shaka getting chased down here. Yeah.
help.
Parry,
Yeah.
yep. You're good to go.
Perfect. Not perfect parry, but this is done right.
Correct.
Punish.
Oh, no. Oh!
He did the wrong
Right?
punish.
Wow, what a
Yeah.
uncombo situation that was.
Yeah, I can explain why in a sec. Oh, God. This is not good. Pressure now. Oh, he's burnt. He's
Level
burnt.
2 though to think about.
Oh, he got
Backdash low if he had blocked.
No,
Yeah.
he would have died. He would have got chipped out.
Oh, you're right. You're right. I wonder
Well-
if he could have responded with teleport to the other side. It's not immediately invul, but I wonder if he could have in response.
No shot.
the drive reversal that NuckleDu blocked. He went for standing heavy punch punish, but because he's in burnout, it's only -4. So he had the jab punish it, and that's what messed with that weird drive impact interaction.
And opening.
And open. I just wanted to say 2H, like everybody does over there. Oh, God. That hit. 2H.
Not enough
on the
HP.
super dash. 2H.
They're right though. How come we don't pronounce the H in the H? You know, get it together.
I'm fine. I've got it together. Tomato.
Get it together.
They also pronounce Z as Z.
Yeah, I don't think that's too silly.
That's definitely
What?
silly. How can you not think
You don't
two
think
H
Zed
and
is-
Z is silly?
It's like in the same
mean-
tier of silliness.
Yeah.
As what?
Listen.
Oh. I don't think so. I think that's yeah. I think they're both in the same tier of silliness. They're not silly.
Oh my god.
You're a real weirdo. I'm sorry. I thought that was kind of unfiltered. I'm sorry, David. I didn't mean that.
Hey. Okay. Keeping that on the list. All right. Good to know.
Congrats. You made it on my list. Oh.
Dude, I saw that DP and I just thought about Jin Raikin.
Damn, I just love Dhalsim's combos in this game.
So cool.
So cool.
His animation.
He was trying to bait a DP. What a genius, man. Oh, what a cool character.
Yeah. Oh, drill.
Oh,
Man,
snap.
I like that idea. Level 1. It's enough,
Enough.
man.
That was the last hit? No, it wasn't. It was the second to last. That's crazy.
That was a lot of damage. It was not a big starter too, so like there wasn't much scaling. Normally you see that at like the end of a long confirm.
That's 4 Dave bars spent. That's like one thing about Dhalsim is that the way he spends bar is really different than a lot of characters.
What happened? Ready for it. I love that answer, though. Yoga stasis in anticipation for the dive kick.
Is that what Flo did?
What's stasis?
Yoga stasis is float.
Oh wow, that's cool. What a cool
Making
name.
stuff up now.
Yeah.
Sure.
Ooh, one hit'll do it here. Shaka big chillin', by the way. L space drill also. That was right at the toe. Yeah, again, those are both very, very tough to stop.
It's not that easy to find that spot.
Yeah.
Like it's really easy to just be off by a little bit, and now you're minus. But that's the Shaka.
Ooh. Oh. That was rough. How do you get out of that if you're NuckleDu, huh? I mean, that's a tough end to avoid for sure.
He doesn't really have sniper in this game, but that's cool.
No.
Yeah.
I'm still gonna call it stasis. That's the 5 name. I'm still doing it for the V skill.
Oh, is it not correct anymore? I never knew that.
They just changed the float.
It actually is.
Oh
float.
wow, they named it the easier one. Yoga float.
Yeah.
Oh, I wonder if that was accident. Oh, try the X drill. Is that even projectile invuln in this game? I don't know.
I didn't think so.
I have no clue. I don't think it is. Right?
Yeah, I don't think it is either. I feel like I would have seen that like more commonly versus Guile and stuff if it happened.
Yeah, I think it's like they pushed the power of the anti-projectile stuff over to spin knuckle, right? Like that.
I just looked at the frame data. It does not mention anything about invul.
Yeah, that makes sense. Like they want spin knuckle to be the anti-fireball move and not drill. Yeah.
What was that? See that animation? Ooh, it's funky.
Oh no, Shaka in a bad spot. Drive gauge getting beat.
Damn.
Oh, what are you gonna do? You just have nothing you can do.
We're
There.
killing.
Double drive rush? Could have double drive rush too.
Yeah, he could have,
double
yeah.
threed.
DiCaprio, is that you? Oh,
Yeah, that's so fast.
Castle. Check.
Oh, classic.
no.
Yeah. And in this game, it's punish counter. So even though she does a dive kick so high, in the old games, like you do a dive kick that high, you're probably not comboing still, even if you bait a move. But in this game, you are.
Pretty good. And it feels like such a risk to throw out back heavy punch at that range. It's kind of the other option that you would do there. Or ideally just escape. It's just, there is an uncomfortable spot for Dhalsim in terms of anti-airs.
Yeah.
Oof. I still think it's super, super cool that inherently she gets that side switch off of OD overcut. Oh! Help!
Ooh.
Ooh, driver's confirm might have got close to killing too, but dude just takes the easy peasy stuff. Oh, I like that idea.
I think you could have done like what, back roundhouse off that?
There's a combo there for sure. I'm sure he'll look into it.
Yikes.
That was sick. Yeah, you could prop him back up with back medium punch or back heavy kick. Either one of those two.
Yeah, I think a lot of characters get stuff on force knockdown, air jab situations like that. Just you got to figure out what the best thing is for every character. Oh man, that is brutal.
Pestered.
Oh, he wasn't ready.
And now Du has level 3 also. Oh, just no one home.
You
Just
know what?
guessing.
Shout outs to Street Fighter 6 and its netcode. This is North America. It's the US versus Argentina. Talking like several thousand miles of difference. And yet, still reacting to drive impacts. Reacted to Stand Fierce with Sweep. Pretty cool. And good work to NuckleDu.
That's being done right. No doubt.
Bean done right. French vanilla bean done right. I don't know. Bean, come on. Obviously, we're assuming that we're talking about done right. 3 is cookie butter. 4 is cookie dough. I won't even mention 5. Absurd choice. But the other ones are cool.
Absurd choice.
Why is it? Why are you so against the triple?
Absurd choice.
Is it like it's cheating? Like,
No, it's just
Not good. You don't like it?
it's the opposite of the sum of all of its parts. Okay, what's the top tier? Read it out.
I can't. It's the font's too small.
Too small.
Okay.
This is production's tier list, but it probably sucks.
Here, I'll read it. Stream can hear me now. Up on
Okay,
S, we have butter pecan, caramel toffee crunch, chocolate
Okay.
chip cookie dough, French vanilla, mint chocolate chip, orange and
Come
cream,
on.
Yeah.
orange
Come on.
strawberry, and waffle cone swirl.
Nah.
That actually sounds pretty good. The
The
last
fruit
one,
ones are
waffle cone swirl.
wild choices for top tier. Okay.
Yeah, I agree. I don't.
Orange creamsicle is pretty damn bomb. I don't know
I'm
about you
not
guys.
a fan. Yeah. Nope.
Under A, we have mountain huckleberry, campfire
Don't even know what that is.
peanuts.
You don't even
Yeah,
know
what
what
is
that is.
That's like a mountain
D&D
huckleberry.
Dude, that's a
You've never
D&D
had
character's
that in
name.
your life.
Yeah, Mountain Huckleberry. You get a quest from him to go over there, to go over to like Smokesburg.
He asked you to
and-
kill the boars in WoW. That's that's that guy.
yeah. Mountain Huckleberry. That's not, dude. That's a guy.
Dinkleberg.
It's not a flavor. Does it taste like sweat and like travel? Like what? What do you mean, Mountain Huckleberry?
That's the flavor you put in your car as an air freshener. That's not an ice cream.
It comes in a flannel shirt.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's dressed like Rick the Hado.
Yeah, it's got to be. It's got a
Lumberjack?
beard, absolutely.
Yeah, it's got a beard.
Campfire peanut butter cup, chocolate peanut butter, vanilla bean, cookies and cream, white chocolate raspberry, malted
Weird.
blue shake, and Marion berry pie.
Okay.
Huh?
You don't know. You've never had Marionberry, for sure.
No
Who's
one in
Mary?
their life. Yeah, who's Mary and why did she bury? That's all I gotta say.
Who did she bury?
It's delicious.
Okay.
Under B, we have Oregon dark cherry, chocolate chip, banana split, old-fashioned vanilla, caramel swirl, peaches and cream, and coffee almond fudge.
I love that song.
Coffee
almond
almond
fudge sounds
fudge
great,
at
by
the
the way.
bottom? Yeah,
Yeah, I would
unreal.
absolutely have that higher. What's C?
C is Tillamook mudslide.
What's up? Come on, man.
Okay. That's
There's a
funny.
bunch of
Funny
chocolate
name.
haters, man.
Yeah.
And then this is all chocolate at the bottom, looks like.
And then under S for sucks, we have chocolate, utterly chocolate, Rocky Road, Monster Cookie, and Neapolitan at the bottom, like
How?
Okay,
What's
good,
discount
good.
bin.
That
uncooked
the only
flavors.
correct choice. Correct. Yeah.
How
that's
is chocolate
not
ice cream bad? Like I don't.
Not the right option.
Why is chocolate ice cream bad? I don't get it.
This is such a whole different approach from previous. Like,
It makes no sense.
Like,
Yeah.
you're trying to like bargain with it. It's like, but why?
Can
is
I
chocolate bad?
also further pick a bone with this tweet that went out? Quote, Ultra David, Vicious, Sajam are making an ice cream flavored tier list. Rocky Road and chocolate were placed in D tier. Truth or blasphemy were placed in D tier, as if implying that was
This
our
is some-
fault.
Yeah.
This was
Defamation. All right, we
As
need
if
your
it was
lawyer
like-
powers
lawyer.
for this one.
This is my lawyer.
As
Right
if
We
it
need your
was like
lawyer
a-
powers for this one, David.
Yeah.
it was a
We only get
commentator
one freebie,
associated
right?
Yeah.
choice.
That's your
Commentator
rule?
associated.
It's not libel or something. Like there's got to be.
I think it
It's
might
slander.
be. I think it.
Some
I
sort
think
of
it might be
slander.
liable.
You'll be hearing from your lawyer.
Can you believe? Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Can you believe that you guys tried to pin that on us? I mean,
Unreal.
get out of here! Like,
You have an opinion so bad you have to say it was someone else. Like that's-
totally. It needs to be.
I
placed
could
on
hear
somebody
Hanzo
else.
laughing in the background. It's just,
Yeah.
it's all him. At Hanzo Gonzo, he will follow you back if you follow.
Were placed. What a
dweeb.
passive voice choice that was.
Yeah.
Bro, I'm not even
That's
gonna make
real.
this ice cream order.
Got a donation. That's
Yeah.
cool. What is that? Oh, Spencer's got to read it.
He does actually, yeah.
Yep, this is Spencer. This is yours, Spencer. Go
Come on,
ahead.
Spence. Spenny.
Thanks to Electric Lee for $4. Had to donate more for that dope voice that just appeared to read that. Also, can we make it $375 pool? Can we make it $375 price pool? Cause I'm OCD.
Can make it. Yeah, it made it. It's 375 done right. Yeah. Thanks very much for the donation. That is very kind of you. We have grand finals now, right?
That's right.
Oh, dudes. He's playing in another
I'm
tournament.
not gonna make this ice cream order.
Can
Damn.
we watch their tournament on our tournament? Probably not. Huh?
I'm pulling up NuckleDu's
I
stream.
think that's your answer.
He's in 3 grand finals, right? It's over. It's over. What are we gonna? Punk, you gotta stop. Hey, Punk, you gotta pull out the plug. You're in Florida too. Drive to his house and pull his Ethernet cable out. It's over.
He was playing at his house during the Chipotle tournament. Is that
Yeah,
correct?
go over, dude. Buy some chicken al pastor. Pull up at his house and then tell him enough is enough.
Damn, OG Killer Cam is with him in grand finals. I saw this guy running sets with Zaffarino from like the first week and a half.
Cool.
Damn, he's got
Cam.
60,000 LP now. This guy is big grinding.
There are people
Jeez.
with 6 figures now. Have you seen that?
I
You
do.
heard about
Yeah,
this? Have you seen
Noah.
this?
Noah the Prodigy is definitely one of them.
Yeah,
And, Mr. Crimson was first,
also,
right?
He was first. Yeah.
They've been trading back and forth.
I like that Punk's stream is literally just watching NuckleDu. It's like, dude.
By the way, I played several times now. I've been matched up versus Noah. He is really good, honestly.
Very aggressive. Yeah. I
He-
think his
he's
set
aggro,
play
yeah.
is insane.
Very good.
Yeah.
Oh my god. First
Alright,
of all,
so-
Dippin' Dots is trash. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, good choice. Yeah, I'm already on board.
Much better than previously already.
McDonald's at what time of day? Because if it's past 8 p.m., that ice cream machine does not work.
Okay. What do you want me to do with that? Does that mean?
Oh,
it's
you're in
trash?
charge of it?
No, I don't know.
Oh, okay. I thought you were like.
Well, it's clearly not S or A. Don't be ridiculous.
It's definitely C. I mean, the soft serve
yeah,
and the
C is fine.
McFlurries.
C is fine.
Those
C
are
is fine.
classics.
It's fine.
C for classic.
Okay, drumstick is, it's ice cream and chocolate and a waffle cone. I mean, it's not going to be bad.
Yeah, it's like
fine.
B or A,
Put it in
right?
B.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Consistent.
Sure. B is fine.
Wait, like, some of these are hard to place. Anyway, I will get there in a second. Okay. What is this?
I don't even know. I've never seen
I
this
can't read
before.
it.
Yeah.
Creamy Creations. That's gotta be. That sounds like a.
Well, it sounds good. I would buy it in the
Like
store.
a Cold Stone. extension.
Trash? Why is trash?
Why? We never even heard of it. This is made up.
Can we leave
Okay,
it blank?
just
Let's
leave it
go
in
next.
there.
I'm
Yeah.
uninformed.
Never heard of this one either.
What is this?
Shakes. Shakes?
I like
Frozen
custard, but I don't know. I can't put my good name.
I'm putting
on it.
C
Yeah,
for custard.
I don't know, man. I've never had
Sonics? I feel like
Sonic. I assume
Sonics
it's
That's
bad.
C.
I feel like
Gotta be
Sonics is
bad.
bad. Yeah, it's gotta
That's
be
a
like
C
C,
tier.
right? Yeah.
DQ,
DQ?
pretty good, but
Pretty good.
I would say it's basically McDonald's tier, to be honest. I don't know. Maybe it's.
I would
maybe
say it's
B.
a step above because it's like
Yeah, step above's
handcrafted
fine, yeah.
specifically.
My chat said Sonics is Oni. Oni's bad.
yeah, that's the Oni flavor.
Monty Duque.
All right, so is this just like the neighborhood ice cream truck?
A tier,
A tier. Okay.
A tier, absolutely.
no doubt.
Yeah, I like that. Cold Stone?
I feel like just looking at what else is in this list, I think that Cold Stone is at least A and maybe S.
Yeah, everything else. There's not a lot of really true S tier options here, right?
Yeah, yeah.
I'll put that in S.
I mean,
I'll
it's
put
not
let's
B.
put it in
Yeah,
there.
let's
Let's
go
put it
for
in
S. Sure, in the context of this tier list.
And nothing else is gonna make it probably, right? What is this?
I mean, I see Tillamook on there.
Ed Ackberg? Ed Ackberg?
I don't know what it is.
Ed Ackberg?
Ed Ackberg.
Ben and Jer.
What are you doing?
Freddy's?
Okay, fine.
It's
Well, pretty good. Maybe isn't
How
an S tier.
production has no. They have it's St. Louis brand.
That's Stacy Steve territory.
Wait, is that
dude.
Jenny's? Is that what you said?
No, it's Freddy's.
Freddy's. That's another
But
name.
I just want to. The reason that you put it in S tier is that it was quote pretty good.
Like that seems ridiculous to just throw it in S and be like, it's pretty good. Like, what does
Yeah.
that mean?
What are you doing? That sounds like a B.
Production. Why are you
delicious.
sabotaging?
I
At
like
maximum.
it. What do you want?
Put
All
it.
right,
Well,
Ben
I
and
don't have
Put
any
it
control, so
away.
fine.
Put it
Ben and
away.
Jerry's. Again, in the context of this list, maybe that's A.
I think it's
Yeah,
A.
I think it's A. Why not?
They've fallen off a little bit, but they're still good. Yeah, so A is fine.
Pretty good.
Dryers is like the comfort
I'd say
one
B.
that you would get at like the
B or A.
supermarket for sure. So I think B is fine.
Yeah, drumstick too.
Favorite Ben and
Mag.
Jerry's flavors?
The best Ben and Jerry's flavor is half baked.
It's got the brownies in there, or cookie dough. I can't
Yeah,
remember.
yeah. It's straight up. It's the best. for
Okay.
sure.
I go for Americone Dream with little bits of like chocolate-coated waffle cones and
Ooh.
caramel swirls.
Yeah, American
Sounds
Dream
pretty
also
good, man.
good.
All right,
Half baked
we can
is
put it
good.
in A. That's cool with me.
Yeah.
Dave,
Briar's
your
crazy.
favorite?
My favorite Ben and Jerry's. I don't think I know flavors like that. I don't know, man. Do they have gold medal ribbon? Is that a Ben and Jerry's? Maybe that's a 31 flavors.
Are you
I think so.
high?
Yeah. No, that's a real thing.
Oh, okay.
Oh no, that's I love that. But that might be 30.
How is these are all like what, like pre-made ice cream goods? What about like
Yeah. Yeah. right.
Freddy's is what? Like
I'm mad about Freddy still. Who is?
I don't know what that is.
Who's Freddy? What does he want from me?
Who's
Like frozen
Achberg?
custard,
That's more
bro.
important.
Who's Ed Ochberg?
Why would you take custard and freeze it?
That's what I'm.
It's not even ice cream.
Yeah, I pulled it off, right?
There
Why-
it is.
Why is it on the ice cream tier list? Great point.
I'd rather have Oni up there instead of Achberg.
maybe
Oni
we
sucks.
make a secondary frozen custard tier list.
What's
I think that's
Magnum
not-
ice cream? I don't even know what this is.
Well,
They've got
what
like
about
the
thoughts on Cherry Garcia.
Cherry who?
Cherry Garcia. I mean,
is
like
that
in
like
general,
Robert
I feel
Garcia's
like
son. Who's that?
Cherry Garcia is not my jam, just because, although it's ice cream and it's gonna be good,
Yeah.
I'm fruit flavors are not my favorite ice cream flavors.
Cherry Garcia sounds like a villain in a children's show, so I already don't want to eat it.
Why is it called Garcia?
Yeah, I don't understand.
You don't know who Jerry Garcia is, huh? Is that right?
Cherry Garcia?
No, I'm saying Jerry Garcia now.
Cherry Garcia.
Cherry
Jerry.
Garcia is delicious. It's cherry ice cream with chunks of chocolate chip and actual cherries inside. It's
Actual
absolutely
cherries inside. Well, it sounds good. Okay, fine.
Cherry Garcia.
delicious. Yeah, try it.
Okay, I'll look it up.
Sounds whack.
Magnum, never had it.
Never had it. Dryers
like-
is B. We
it's
put dryers.
Magnum
in
is
B.
like-
we said B for dryers.
The same kind of deal
Haagen-Dazs?
as Haagen-Dazs.
You have
They're
it in
very
like
similar.
the plain or like
So
yeah, I
B.
mean, it's a B.
I think it's B.
Okay.
Marble Slab Creamery.
That
It
sounds
sounds
way
like
too
it's,
close to
uh,
Cold Stone Creamery.
It sounds
Like the
good.
same
Yeah,
idea.
it's the same idea, right. But it sounds like it would be more of like an indie place. Is that correct? Nobody knows.
I have
never
no
been.
clue what
Let me
Marble
look it
Slab
up.
is.
Marble
Never had it
Slab.
before.
Baskin Robbins.
Baskin
It
Robbins?
says Marble Slab and Cold Stone are basically the same thing.
Basically
mean,
the same thing
yeah,
as
it makes
Cold
sense.
Stone.
But we haven't had it, so we.
Yeah, I can't put my name on that. Baskin Robbins. Yeah, this is where Gold Medal Ribbons is found. So
I'm gonna
I
go
would
with
put this
A.
in A. Yeah, I'm with you.
Wendy's, man, those Frosties, pretty damn
The
clutch.
Frosty is pretty good. Yeah, I mean, I don't think I could say higher than B though.
I think it's at B, to be
I
honest
think
with
B
you.
is- B
It's
is good.
Yeah,
super
B- B it
consistent,
is.
very good price, and it's available throughout the night. That machine's not broke.
Yeah,
That's true.
Much more consistent.
Okay, Culver's. I've had Culver's. I think that place is pretty good.
Culver's is pretty damn
Is that
good.
what this says?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Okay.
Culver's might be S for
I've
me.
not had this. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like S or A. Yeah, sure, go for it. Yeah, let's do S. Fine.
Amy's.
What's Amy's?
Never had it personally.
Never heard of it.
Briar's has got to be another big B tier, right?
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah.
What? No, Briar's.
Not Amy's,
Who's
not
Amy? I don't know.
Yeah.
It makes ice cream, bro.
Grab
She's
Briar's.
an ice cream maker is the answer. All right, random
that?
guy who's walking on the beach with a set of ice cream in there.
Ooh.
It's hot outside. It's probably 80 degrees.
They've
It's-
never
it's
missed in their lifetime.
Not a windy
Yeah.
day. He's
Yeah.
walking along there. You know he's gonna have good
It's
stuff.
gonna be S, right?
Yeah, that's gotta be S.
Yeah.
It's much more about the context than about the actual stuff he's selling. But in
Yeah,
that context,
it could just
man,
be slathered in sand, and I'll be like, "This is the best ice cream I've ever had."
totally.
Agreed. This is Blue Bun. Blue.
I don't know Blue Bun.
I've had a little bit of it, but not enough to remember.
Not familiar. Blue Bunny. No, I don't know. And Roms.
What do
Blue
they
Bunny,
have?
I don't
What
know,
are
it's
what
hard.
are their main items? I can't remember.
Ice cream.
No.
And Lou Bell.
I swear to God, David.
Luby. Lube.
Blue Bell I've had and I like it a lot.
Roms. Not familiar.
Don't know it. I'm gonna say Tillamook is the only S tier that you can buy in a regular grocery store.
Okay. Sure.
Like there's better ice creams out there, but like
Who's
in
Lou?
terms of like
Is this
what do you get
Lou
at
Boo?
Ralph's?
You meet him on the bridge?
It's Luby.
I have no clue.
I don't know
Not
who that
not
is.
familiar. I don't know the rest of these.
Jenny's ice cream.
Jenny's.
Jenny's.
Oh, I know
is
Jenny's.
absolute max top tier.
Yeah, it's S,
also,
right?
Bluebell's great. I would say Bluebell and Jenny's, in my opinion, would both be S.
Dude,
Okay.
they have a freaking Pop-Tart flavor, this frosted brown sugar cinnamon. That's crazy. Huh. Where is
Alright.
this place? Is
I
this
kinda
just
feel
a
like-
local grocery store type deal or what?
Do you
I've
guys
never
not
seen it in
think
a store.
that DQ is a higher? It should be B. No, the more I look at
DQ.
this, no, it seems like it should be B. I feel like it's
B.
better than McDonald's and Sonic. Sonic and
Sure. Okay. Fair enough.
McDonald's
Yeah.
are both just bad. Seglia says Jenny's is like $150 for ice cream. It's trash
Yeah.
tier. Dude, you're literally the
It
guy
is
who
not
buys
trash tier.
ridiculous, expensive things all the time. He's like, it's so good. You
Jenny's
gotta
is
have
great,
it.
man. It's really good.
That thing over there that's good is from San Francisco. Like every 5 seconds, bro. It's like, yeah, okay, we get it, bro. You think everything there is good. Yeah, all right, man, we got you.
Jenny's is one of the places I was talking about that's like, it has local spots here in
Yeah.
LA, and they have like weird flavors a lot of the time.
Yeah.
All right, we got donations. Let's read them out.
162 unhinged.
Oh, what the?
Whole dollar amounts and even numbers freak me
Oh,
out.
I love 'em, man.
538. Oh my god. Look at this
Oh,
back and
no.
forth from Electric, Lee, and Call Me EC and Fastius all donating strange amounts to try to mess with each other.
Don't you think though that 395 is just as legit as 395 minus 162? They're both perfect numbers in just the same way.
What?
They're just exactly the same degree of perfect.
Okay.
Thanks, music. I appreciate you backing me up there. You can hear
I
it
don't.
in my background.
What the fuck are you talking about? What are you saying, bro? What's that? I'm sorry.
I'm saying,
I
why-
lost it,
why-
bro.
why
So
donate-
confused.
I-
No,
I
we're not asking for more. We're not
I
asking for
donated
more.
to get to 395.
He
It's
is
just-
high,
it's-
bro. Like, what is he?
We weren't asking for an explanation, David.
It's the same.
We meant that rhetorically. Like, are you okay?
saying?
Thanks, guys. I think it's exactly the
I
same.
don't know what's going on anymore, dude. Who
I'll
let him?
tell you
cook?
this though.
Can we just
That
split?
Tillamook ice cream out there in the fridge is calling my name.
All right, bro. Breaking news. Okay,
I agree. I'm not gonna make this order, dude. Cold Stone's closing. Hey, I'm trying to watch NuckleDu stream, and he's still playing against OG Killer Camington.
What's the matchup?
I don't fuck. It's Guile versus Marisa, and Marisa just got flash kicked. Alrighty.
We're stuck. We're held hostage by
Help!
NuckleDu Dangery. He's just over there gaming to his heart's content, playing in 9 tournaments at once. Man.
And you know, if you asked him to type up, like, if you were like, "Hey, how come you did that?" and he would respond like, "What did you want me to do?" He would type it as DU. He would say,
yeah,
"What did
he
you
does
want?"
put do as
He
DU.
actually does that.
Yeah, he
really-
does.
in his
He's a
day-to-day
Mortal
life.
Kombat player. He
really
replaces all the C's with K's. Like, it's unreal. Yeah, he says, "What do you want me to do?" DU.
He really does.
Yeah.
But when he types out "does," it's just normal. It's
Didn't
not
you like
DU,
talk to
it's
him in an
always-
official, like, legal capacity, and he did that? Like, you sent him an email that was like official, and he did that? Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a real thing
That's
that
real?
happened,
What a
Yeah, I
beast.
mean, it didn't matter legally in any way.
right? The law respects his ability to put DU and not DO.
Yeah, I think basically. All right, what do we got? Creamy Creations is HEB brand. Okay, an auto A tier. And as a former Amy's employee, it's genuinely S tier. Okay,
Damn.
great to hear.
I
Great
like
to hear.
that.
Okay.
I don't know what HEB brand is.
I don't know any of those words, yeah. But I appreciate the $5.
Yeah, isn't HEB like a giant chain in Texas?
I've never heard of HEB, but
I don't want to get any sort of.
chat seems to vehemently disagree. Like, a lot of
that
people
Amy's
are.
is S.
If you disagree with that opinion, you gotta voice it
I think
over at
it's like
Max
mean-
Walmart. Like,
Look,
down
dude,
in
like
Texas.
people have weird choices. People have things in weird ranks.
True,
We saw
yeah.
people put chocolate in trash tier.
Yeah,
just
unreal.
like 20 minutes ago.
Yeah. Unreal. Man.
You can't trust those kind of people.
Hanzo Gonzo literally cannot react to drive impact at all. And you're going to tell me his taste buds are normal? Like, what else in his body must be, like, cruelly and strangely twisted for that thing to happen.
You think
know?
there's just a delay between his head and the various like nerve receptors? So
Yeah,
it could
something's
be
going on.
that there's a lot of great flavors coming at him. He just can't respond to him in time.
Yeah.
That's a tragedy, actually.
It's true.
That would be bad.
The
Yeah, I
curse
wouldn't
of
make fun
Hanzo
him
the
if so.
Gonzo.
Yeah, I would feel bad for him.
The Gonzo.
Watching Hanzo play GeoGuessr is one of the funniest things I've seen in my
He
life.
thought Manila was in South Africa.
That's true.
What a nut. I went
He
to
saw
that
like
chat,
Buenos
and he-
Aires and was like,
Yeah,
"This is
dude.
probably NorCal."
And he was like,
or
why
whatever.
didn't they just put their signs up in Tagalog? I'm like, you wouldn't have been able to read it anyway, you goober. What are you talking about?
He's so funny, man.
Yeah, the idea that he would like see signs in Tagalog and be like, "Oh, I know this language."
It's
and
Tagalog.
this is
I'm not gonna
Tagalog,
say
yeah,
come on,
Tagalog.
man.
I
I'm just saying it
Tag
verbatim, but it's
Along.
not. Yeah.
I'm saying cool.
Ugh, man, shut up, Hanzo.
He was the best GeoGuessr streamer ever, honestly.
He definitely said he's like in Tagalog.
Yeah, I think he's the best GeoGuessr streamer for real because of his incredible skill and
Because
wit.
he's the worst at it. That's just funny to watch.
Yeah. Yeah.
I hate it here.
Well, it's all going great. As you can see, if we're just joining us, thanks everybody, the 1,500 viewers on the 10.0 channel and probably like a couple thousand on SageF channel. I don't know.
Yeah, there's-
Thanks a lot for hanging out.
They're bleeding out.
We're literally just waiting for NuckleDu to finish up tournaments that he's entered, and then he'll play grand finals versus Punk. So that will happen here eventually, probably. What was the question in my ear?
To finish, let's go.
Well, we
Get
couldn't
'em.
answer that in the first
Grab
place
'em.
because we were talking about how there's so many different types and so many different places that offer all these like artisanal flavors, so we couldn't pick just one. Hence why we even got into the tier list in the first place. We're going in a circle. Let's go forward.
Great
win.
work, everybody. It's just a barn burner of a stream. So thanks for.
Oh, he
thanks for
won the
hanging
other
out.
tournament, it looks like.
Yeah, that was what we were just told.
Hey, I hope you don't win this tournament because that means there's going to be a reset.
Yeah, you just.
I'm
Let's
just
go,
gonna,
Punk.
just
Come
gonna
on,
put
man.
it out there. Let's go, Punk.
Yeah,
I'm rooting
yeah.
for Punk, dude.
No.
Imagine if this had happened in one night.
Yeah,
Ugh.
that's true.
We're approaching like the time that ICFC just ends normally
Yeah,
after a full tournament.
Mm-hmm.
So come on, Punk.
got this, Punk.
You got this, Punk.
Got this, bro. I believe in it. I've never rooted for you harder in my life.
Ice cream on me if you get it. Come on
They
now.
played earlier and it was a 3-0 for Punk. If you recall, that was a Cammy mirror. He basically busted Du and controlled the ground. I've never seen Du play worse. But now that Du's won a tournament, he probably won't be motivated at all. So I think it'll be even worse. I think even worse. That's my.
He
prediction.
busted Du is a weird sentence, and I liked it. I liked the way you say that.
I like it.
Du says
Du's
cookies and
answer
cream?
is cookie and cream.
That's a safe, good answer.
It's fine. It's totally fine.
If you go to a
That's
random ice cream
consistent.
place and you don't know like what's up, cookies and cream is like very safe and good.
Good choice.
Like that's like Oreo and cookies and cream are both like, I'm not sure if this place is gonna be good, so let me just be safe. You know.
Like I was just looking up Jenny's flavors, and for example, they have right now they're selling everything bagel.
Huh?
Hey, Metroid was in my chat mentioning this earlier, saying they wanted to give up fighting games, and then they made a big push, bronze to gold, and they're feeling great. Listen,
Damn,
Congratulations,
that's
that's so
impressive.
cool.
That's
I
really
would say
high.
congrats, but
Big run.
also
That's super cool.
if you're having a rough time, don't also feel like, oh, it's over or whatever. Like, you know, you'll be fine whether you're winning or not. Like, you know, everybody has bad days. You know,
Yeah,
you'll have
that's
good and
totally
bad. Fighting games are dope, and I'm happy you chose and stuck with it.
Yeah, that's great. And thanks for hanging out and watching. And congrats and good luck on future gaming. It doesn't need to be the case that you get to whatever other higher rank, right? Not everybody has the same goals or the same time to spend on it or the same interesting grinding stuff. But
Yeah.
really, really cool to just be able to play and like meet your own personal goals. Congrats. That's awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, if you put it in perspective too, you could also twist it and say, you're almost diamond. That's a pretty big deal.
There's two.
It's a pretty big deal.
You're two
Not too
ranks
far.
closer. Yeah. Think about what bronze you didn't know, and now gold you is like a whole new human. You're like, whoa, I'm out here.
Yeah, I
Look
bet.
at us.
I bet gold too.
You know what they give to first place Olympians? Gold medals.
That's true. They don't give
Doesn't
them
get better
master
than
rank
that.
medals. Yeah.
That's right.
No.
Pretty good stuff.
Love
I'm proud
that.
of you, man. If
Yeah.
you're not proud,
job.
we're proud of you.
When
What's
you
the
rank
total
up,
at now?
what?
Total's at $405 now.
Okay.
Huh.
A perfectly good number.
Yeah, I love that number. Don't stop. Don't do that.
It's all the same. Thanks
Oh,
for
well,
hanging
I
out,
mean, I guess.
everybody.
Not really.
We're
lobby is
trying to make it happen
spinning
out
up.
there. Yeah, it's video games online. You guys have done it before. You know how it works. Sometimes it takes a while.
Have you seen all those pictures of Obama from that tournament he's at? Boy,
What a twist.
I love them. They're so good.
I don't-
That shirt looks great on him. I'm not gonna lie,
does.
man. He wears it very, very well.
He had the best fit, I thought.
Yeah,
No?
I think he looked very, very well dressed.
Yeah, it's a good fit. I'm a fan.
That's really hard to pull off. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like that Supreme shirt, I feel like it's sold out, but it's like not a lot of folks can confidently rock it that way.
Yeah.
No sarcasm.
I'm sure
That's
it was
great.
great.
He usually does, I feel like, did a good job. And people are trying to take his ass down, though. These angles they're trying to tweet, like all the pictures and stuff, they're trying to do him dirty. People are like, their hair's all did and everything, and they're like taking a perfect angle, and Obama's in the background like picking his nose, and they're like posting these pictures. I'm like, that's unreal.
Yeah,
Like,
him about to take a sip of coffee when you find out
Yeah.
it's decaf was the caption.
yeah. That's messed
No
up.
idea
They're
what you're
trying to
talking
do
about, but
That's how you know they're
I want to
jealous
find out.
of how good he looks, right?
Yeah.
So they're coming after him.
If you get
Find out
haters, that
angles
means
on
you're doing it right. That's what every rap song says, I feel like. Yeah. Got haters, you're doing it right.
Yeah, they're truly doing him dirty for no reason. Where is NuckleDu?
So, how's everybody doing?
I'm hungry!
Where is he?
I'm hungry.
We're
my
we're working on it.
Bro, if the servers go down, I'm not coming back tomorrow. I'm letting you know. These two can play grand finals off stream. I'm letting you know right now. If there's issues with CFN, they can see themselves into their own lobby, and I will see myself out of here. And they can play on their own. That's all
Damn.
I'm saying.
I got hit with a commercial break on NuckleDu stream. I can't even see where he's at anymore.
You got hit by the ads, 1 of 9.
Oh,
Name 10
boy.
Digimon.
No one knows that answer, dude.
Name 10 Rock Lords.
There's Agumon, Beelzemon,
Oh, yeah.
Omnimon. There's a bunch, man.
Oh, wow, there are a bunch.
There's a lot. There's a
I
lot.
don't know it either.
How many did I name so far?
I don't know.
There's like
I
Lucamon, War
wasn't paying
Growlmon. There's like Nightmon, Bushiagumon.
These are all
I
made
don't
up.
know how many words that was. What
I
was
can't
that last
fact check you
one?
literally at all.
That could have been 2.
I could say any word. There's Davidmon. There's Sajamon.
Well, I
There's
mean, maybe a little bit less obvious than that, and I would have bought it.
Hair Touchermon.
Oh, he's
finally.
playing the Guile.
Punkmon.
What do you think about No Beard Guile? I don't think it's great.
Dumon.
No, yeah, Beard Gauze, but
Yeah.
Guilemon.
we made it. He's
Rock
playing Guile now. I think the Cammy mirror seemed pretty bad for him.
Yeah, he got
Davidmon.
busted.
Oh, Jesus. Could he have gone for... I know there was a punish counter off of that low medium kick. Was that too far for a flash kick?
Name 10
Maybe.
GoBots.
What'd you call me?
Nice. Love that from Punk. That's his name. NuckleDu trying to get some offense going. Punk not having it. Good choice.
Is he trying to get offense going? It looks like his back's in the corner.
I'm talking about from the perfect pair earlier, but yeah.
Oh, I wasn't.
Yep, me too.
Okay.
Hey, you're looking up GoBots, dude.
I sure was. Wow, his offense ended up working out.
Sure did.
Oh, no. Don't say that.
Oh, Punk. Empty jump over. I like that little jump light kick instead of the dive kick, Good to rep. Don't always want a dive kick. Wow.
Damn, that was so far.
I'm shocked that worked, yeah. It
It's
caught the
an
hurt box
excellent
starter.
button.
Oh,
Oh,
that was the right time
You
too.
gotta
with a
jump over
punish.
booms.
Jump over booms.
Love it. Level 1. Finish. Good choice. I think spinning
Fighter
a
6
bar
perfect.
like that's great, yeah.
Oh, why not? Yeah, so it's like we were saying earlier. You can throw a meter pretty fast.
Yeah. This game, meter
No
is
big
very
deal.
plentiful. You can just
No big deal.
do it, yeah.
Can you believe they let him cancel stand tiers? What a
Dude, yeah. His back heavy punch and his standing heavy punch.
That feels great.
yeah, back heavy
love-
punch specifically. Yeah, yeah.
I love eating that normal and just trying to do more time. Oh my god.
Love
Can
that
you
for
believe
me.
that he can do level 3 without crouching? Pretty
Yeah.
good. Pretty good.
Watching Kava anti-air with it, I'm like, that seems good. Oh. Interesting punish.
Oh, he
I guess
just wants to get rid of the drive gauge.
Yeah.
I
don't
do
like the
expect that
way-
kind of thing to be a bigger deal as the game evolves.
Yeah. Also, oh my god, that's huge for Pong. Bends it. Big swing here, but he needs a lot more to get the kill. Burnout though. Oh, trade combo.
Oh, trade combo, please.
I thought there was gonna be a trade combo too.
He went for fierce, right? I think he could have done constant damage.
Loop. He's about to build level 1 though.
He could trade. He could trade. Doesn't matter. He could trade.
Yeah, I don't know if he knows.
He doesn't. Oh, that's not. It's. You don't have to take it, brother. Like you could literally just trade off with the normal because Punk had no life left.
Yeah. There was time. Good jab and trade, but he didn't want to risk it, or he didn't know to risk it.
Under normal
Unfair.
circumstances,
There was
yeah.
time now.
You would want to take that trade combo. But it didn't.
Oh, that was so high. Oh, jeez.
Dude, he did down up kick with one button. He was like, yes, this will do. I'm just gonna let this rip.
Yeah, that was 4 buttons in a string.
I
And you're
think
still in range?
that is one of the things that I think is really good for a character. If they can do crouching light into a low, like crouching light kick, into crouching jab again, that is really useful to have. Catch people walking back or trying to throw.
For sure.
Damn, again with the punish counter. Jump on the boom.
Yeah, Pong's jumps have looked great so far. And he's done a good job with spin knuckle too, just like that, yeah. Oh, 2 hits.
Oh. That's when it's easiest to react to be honest. Like if you're the person pressing those buttons right there, you effectively have more time due to the hit stop. So
Yeah.
it's easier to react.
I got a question. For anybody that has an air throw in this game, when you drive impact to counter somebody, can you still do the thing where you do neutral jump and then get the air grab as they're on their knees?
Good question.
I don't know. I haven't seen it.
Yeah, I imagine, but I haven't seen it. That would be cool.
It would be
though.
like a cool flex combo.
Yeah. I mean, that's happened in every version of Street Fighter, right?
Oh. Yeah, take the drive damage again.
Yeah, again.
Level
I
3.
don't think so.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I think any other character that's probably good. But Guile is, you know, Sonic Boom's pretty good move.
Damn, clean shaven and everything.
Combing up his hair.
Anyway, back to Italy.
Yeah.
Oh, it is. Yeah.
Dude, I love the line on the stage. Just vibe. It's
Just like in real life.
Yeah, I'd imagine so, yeah.
oh man, NuckleDu said jump. I'm just out of here. I don't want to be here anymore. Nice.
It is funny
Anna.
watching like the top level players playing against themselves and doing stuff that like happens at, you know, mid or high level players too. But it just has like a different meaning behind it.
Oh, a little missed time there for Punk, so loses the offense. That cross-up jump range has been a problem for NuckleDu so far. Man, the up.
Out of light kick, that is very nice.
Yeah. Super strong. I think if your character doesn't have that, it's definitely a noticeable weakness in this game for sure. Like drive versus lights. Oh man.
Yeah.
Oh. He was ready that time. That jump has been a problem at that angle, so NuckleDu just down backing and waiting for it. Level 3. Damn. That combo looks incredibly binary.
Yeah, something about the lighting during the super is really unique for it, and it just like looks extra sick, I think.
The way it dims down, yeah.
Yeah.
It happens with the majority of the cast, if not all of them.
It does, but the way that the lighting from his own like sonic boom that he's working on is reflecting on stuff is really cool.
God, again, it's the second time we've seen it in this round alone, I think. Oh.
Whoa.
He could kill. Punk could get it within 1 touch.
Yeah, he gets the right thing.
Yeah.
Especially now with 4 bars. Yes. Another cancel. That's a CA.
Yeah, that should kill, right?
I would think so.
I think so.
Damn, that is a lot of damage. And also, if you're Punk, you know, like NuckleDu spent all of his bars, so you're vibing. Even though he's got 1 here, like losing the 3. Losing the 3 when they have 3 is bad in the last round, but this is probably fine.
Come on, Punk.
That's what I'm saying, bro. That lion back there is me pacing around.
Later.
Like,
See ya.
he's like, come on, man. Punk, I need you to do this, bro. He's like nervous. He's stressed back there.
Such a good life lead from Dude. That trade was so, oh, well, so I thought.
Man, this spot looks bad. Oh, he didn't flash kick, but still, Punk, what are you gonna do? Burnout soon? Ah. Hell.
NuckleDu up 2 games to 1.
NuckleDu dang.
I guess he maybe has some stubble there. Like he's got like a stubble mustache. It looks like.
They're closed. Oh, I missed the order. Sorry.
You know, you can probably find like a Ralph or something that's still selling.
That's the same, David. It's like asking me to go from S tier to B tier.
You want an ice cream chat.
On the other hand, like ice cream is, I mean, we've been talking about this. It's good. You'll enjoy the ice cream.
Oh, the anti-air. Man, I'm starting to feel it. There's a shift in the match.
Now I'm invested. Let's go, dude.
Yeah, NuckleDu he's starting to just, the control is all in his court. You can, you can feel it.
Oh, is there?
That would have been so
possible
sick.
to get that combo.
That's a great
I-
question.
I would assume so. Because
would be super
there's nothing
cool.
against it not juggling, right?
Right.
Oh, he wanted DP. Man, that sucked. I would be very sad if I was Punk for sure. Oh, he just jumps back. Wow, yeah, he's out of there. He wanted his drive gauge to go down, but wow, he booted her. I can't believe that reached. Oh, missed the anti-air.
Perfect. Shooting.
Nice.
Oh, Punk.
Good chase down. That was really good.
Yeah, she is hunched over when she is burnout.
Got the
Or in
gamer
burnout.
stance.
Is that the 15 degrees forward?
Yeah, leaning. Man, that is a lot of drive gauge down for Punk too. Oh, and the whip on it.
Alrighty.
All right,
Three.
dude.
This is so rough. Your drive gauge is so beat up here, and you're down a lot of life. And Punk doesn't have level 3 yet. It means he doesn't have a good answer for Boom from this far yet. And every time he's tried to spin Knuckle, NuckleDu's been ready so far with parry or a button. Yeah, just like that.
Jeez.
And that'll be the reset for NuckleDu Dang, who definitely owes me a burrito at this point.
They both do.
Apparently, there's another tournament that's put on hold, also waiting for Dew.
I'm with you.
You telling me he's in 4 tournaments?
I think
That's
3,
a lot
right?
of-
Genius.
That's a lot of diaper money.
He's fighting
I guess
for
it
his
depends
life.
on whether it's a new one that he was waiting for. Yeah.
Yeah. How many
Cool,
tournaments can
okay.
you be in? Okay.
I think you can just be in all the tournaments.
All right.
Third tournament is really okay.
Yeah, it's the 3rd tournament, I think. Yeah.
Yeah. and it's,
They're talking about ice cream right now, I'm sure.
not much else to talk about.
Mm-hmm.
On a video game stream, that's all I can think of.
Yeah. Oh,
One thing
man.
I'm a little bit surprised of is that Dew has gotten away with a lot of whiffing stand fears, and I'm surprised that like Punk isn't whip punishing that.
Yeah, it's getting late, is my guess.
Yeah, that's true.
It's also hard when you're dealing with Guile. Whip punishing his button is, like that.
Well,
it's very
all right.
difficult.
I think it's pretty cool that the sweep still kind of catches them mid upside down kick because most other normals, they would just kind of like whiff over, right?
Yeah. Oh my, love that little walk down from Punk. He's done a lot more, like he's challenging a lot more on the ground in this set already. Like last set, it was a little bit more spin knuckle focus. Now he's like moving in there, hitting some buttons.
Oh, what a-
That's the first time he's done that.
I think it's the first time we've seen that as an option today against Cammy.
Yeah. Not something you want to rev level 1, but like once you're comfortable with the timing, I think that's a good choice. Oh man.
He tried the
There we
same
go.
idea. Punk shut it down.
Immediately finding the adaptation for it. Level 3 should kill it.
Yes, sir. Easy peasy pickup. Good adjustment from Punk. A little bit more offensive on the ground, using his normals more. Making it a little bit more uncomfortable for Dew to just like back up and throw boom. Just stuffing them out a lot of time. And then he didn't rep spin knuckle nearly as much.
There's a song playing in Punk's background of the stream. It's like, jump, mother, what? And it's just saying that over and over again. I just feel like every time he's heard that word, like jump, he's been jumping with the song.
I like
Not
that.
even making it up, but he's feeling it. He's vibing out to the music.
Seems good. I like that.
David's going to his kitchen to get ice cream.
Love that for him.
Sick person. All right.
Oh,
Oh,
no whiffy.
again. David mentioned that earlier.
Yeah. Perfect. Look at the
Shoot
pressure. Man, Punk is smothering a lot. Wow, that combo.
Are you kidding me?
That comboed?
That hella linked. That was disgusting. All right, NuckleDu,
Oh.
you're a gamer. You're a certified gamer.
Damn. Punk gotta make it in now. Burnout. Yeah, he's ready. Oh, he's just ready
You're
again.
kidding.
Now Burnout no longer a factor. The corner though a little scary here. Oh, how is he ready?
How can he slap? That's crazy, man.
I'm saying, how did he know? Punk hasn't done that. I don't even know if he's done it the whole time.
He was standing like kick and he pieced out. He called it.
Yeah. Nice chase down. Roundhouse punish on the back jump. I don't like that noise of the ice cream hitting the table.
I do not.
Spin knuckle beat up. Oh, big champ.
That's enormous. The damage is there, and now the pressure in the corner. Forward throw. Man, look at how much life he just lost in 2 touches. You're actually... I thought you were dead. He dropped
Could
it.
have been. Should have been. Uh-oh, now a chance. Spin.
Time to end this. Oh, this is so significant to do. But he can't.
It sure is, Jeremy.
Keep it down, ice cream fella.
You get level 3 a boom on that, yeah. Oh,
Damn.
all the way around.
Turn around.
Oh, I
There's
got
a
him.
level 2, and he got him. That's crazy. And he's never coming around.
The worst part is he spent level 2 and now like he still has meter for the next round. That sucks. If you're a dude, you're so sad. He's like, you didn't even level 3 me, bro.
Yeah. Do you have to chew into the mic, David? That's so... Come on, brother. Mute your ass. Mute your ass, all right? You're gonna...
You hear this bowl, this like spoon battering the bowl while he's eating ice cream.
Crazy, dude.
That's what I'm saying. Sounds like the inside of a cell. Just bang, ba bang, ba bang, bang, bang. Nice answer. Like I'm, oh my god.
Wow, great response by NuckleDu.
Not trying to hear.
What flavor is that?
It's nice. It's
It's ice cream. I swear to God, I'm gonna go over there and I'm gonna choke you out, bro. If you tell me it's ice cream flavored, I'm gonna lose it.
Oh man, he covered everything. Ooh, tried to
God.
whip on it.
David,
He just
Yeah,
ripped
he
the
sure
raw
did.
eye. He's looking for a roundhouse, I guess.
I think that's right.
what flavor is it, man? What the hell's wrong with you?
It's vanilla and it's traditional vanilla or whatever it's called, and I've got walnuts in it.
All right, thank you. I wanted to know. Anyways,
Oh, great point.
I don't know what that means.
Nice.
What a whiff punish.
Dude, Punk is relentless. He's he had him, but he didn't believe.
Damn. Hit. Confirmed.
Confirm. Well, he's dead anyway.
Didn't even matter. The man's put walnut toppings at home. That's bougie. Yeah, indeed, Pills. I know.
What? What's so weird about that?
It's not weird. That's not what the word is.
Being done right.
A little booty. Perfect.
Damn. It's so difficult to react with that. Spin knuckle towards the boom.
Oh, the
Oh,
jump back
impressive.
smoke. Nice.
That was a really impressive reaction. Yeah.
That's also burnout. Good spot for Punk here in this round.
Damn.
Uh-oh.
We saw this before, yeah.
Whether he
However,
rips...
Du has level 3, so I think Puck is a little bit more hesitant. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Damn, he gets it off of a confirm instead. He's like, you know what? I'm not gonna wait for you anymore.
And now he's got his 5 gauge back at the end of this too. No!
He's so fast. Wow.
Yeah, he's perfect parried. And that's something that we saw Kaba doing at CEO. And I was basically like, oh yeah, every Guile player is going to do this very soon. Like, this is something, every time you spin knuckle through a boom, they're just going to parry. Oh!
That was so deceptive.
Blade.
Hey, that wasn't actually a lot of damage though.
No, but it was still a big 5 gauge hit.
Yeah,
and-
no doubt.
Yeah.
Or corner position.
Oh, here we go. Burnout.
Loop. Hell.
Are you looping yet?
Are you
It's
looping,
not like
son?
that big a deal, though. Okay, now it is.
Comboed, yeah, so no splat. Jumped it.
That's right.
Oh, and the reset on hit. I mean, what are you going to do? You have no super meter, right?
Got him.
Cammy wins.
Nice drive impact.
Yeah, the perfect parry, what we're talking about, what people will do is if you are Guile and you throw Sonic Boom and she does spin knuckle, you might as well try to perfect parry it, right? Because if you're wrong, you get regular parry. You're fine. And if you get perfect parry, it's great.
What?
So it's good for you basically no matter what.
Once you put the boom out, there's only one way for Cammy to immediately like do something to you, and that's going to be spin knuckle.
Oh,
he ripped
he had hella time.
Might just
First
burn
time
him
he's
out.
tried to get through one of those with DI.
That was a burnout. Oh, that reach on the crouching heavy punch too. No free jump over. Loop him.
Oh, he
What?
just hit a button. He was ready. And
How
that'll
is he
do it.
ready all the time, dude? How does he know?
He's
Is he
woke.
that,
He's
like,
awake.
he's like
Does he
delaying the
know?
normal?
Does he know? Oh, he tried to whip punish, but a little too far. Oh, wait.
Oh no!
Could have been bad for Dude, but it's not. It's not the end of the world. He's just down on drive gauge. Oh man, his drive gauge is brutal now. Yeah.
That hasn't been a huge problem for him. Okay.
I love the jump attempt too to kind of get that air reset against Punk to force him to stop.
Cool. I don't know if he can punish that when he's in burnout. Actually, that's a good
Yeah,
question.
maybe not.
Not from that far. It's -4, right?
Yeah, that sounds right. Something like that probably. Well, I don't think he kills. But he's doing punching. Solid puncher. Baby booms. Baby booms. Oh. This is a chance. I mean, this is a big chance. Oh. 2-2.
Oh damn! That's 2-2, boy.
Being done right.
Maintenance time. Imagine.
I'd rather not.
Home field.
We'll finish the tournament on
NuckleDu.
Sunday.
Game 5
Sunday.
Of the reset.
of the reset.
Oh, dude, yo, crouching heavy kick is -10 on that. I thought it was -8.
So it's -6. Well, at that range, I don't know if he can
that
punish.
range. Yeah, it might not
It's
be.
still a range issue, no doubt.
No doubt, brother.
Okay, man.
Absolutely.
Crouching medium punch
Dude.
wasn't far enough?
So look cute. Oh my, that reached? Ow.
Got him.
So far. That was so far up. I'm shocked.
Did you see that? I feel like that's a very similar situation from like the previous example
Yeah.
of like the lingering hurt box behind it. So perhaps something might have been able to punish it.
Ooh, he tried. Man, he tried again. NuckleDu, like whiffing there, and the Punk's trying to get that crouching heavy kick. He hasn't gotten the whip punish every time, so
Yeah.
cost him. This is a set point now for NuckleDu. Win the tournament.
Why not?
And he's not stopping either.
Can he be 2 for 2 tonight? 2 out of 3 maybe even. He's got another tournament after this.
Yep.
This guy's insane.
He's looking good.
Nice interrupt. Good check, man. He hasn't done that many drive rushes in mid-range like that. Punk's reactions to it have been great. Oh, missed the meaty. Expensive throw right there. 3
I
bars.
was gonna say, yeah, losing 3 bars to get a grab. Well, you know what? We end up getting the W. That's cool.
Last round between these two.
What else would it be other than last game, last round of the reset?
Brother, you got your ice cream alright.
I'm having a great time.
Ooh, trying to bait the knuckle. You can see it. He's whiffing over there trying to bait spin knuckle. Nice whiff.
What a
punish.
whiff punish on that too.
Punk with the patience. Yeah, very, very safe on his pressure. He doesn't want to eat anything, but there it is.
There haven't been a lot of wake up EX flash kicks. That's
Right, I was just gonna say, I don't think there's been any sort of like big risks coming from the side of NuckleDu overall, right?
Wow, that was not punished.
surprised. Yeah, same.
I mean, I assume he did it in time, so maybe it was just safe. I don't know. Oh, level 3?
What a conversion!
Yo,
Pick up that jump
something
medium
happened.
punch.
Does he
Into
risk
the
going on the
Old
drive
Guy
impact? I would. Oh, he just does it. That should be the kill. Punk, our champion? Question mark. It's enough. And after all this, NuckleDu Dang cannot get his second victory. And like an ice
Well.
cream served cold, Punk makes it out with the win. Nicely done.
awesome.
I know. I'll
How
see you
else
guys
would it be
next time.
served?
Thanks
Great
for watching.
simile.
I
Thanks
was gonna
to
say, like,
great job, Punk. So he
Yep,
was first
he did
place in
it.
points coming into this, and
And
he'll
it
be
was
first
really
points
impressive.
in
So he did it
after
again,
this.
and
So
I can't wait
congratulations
to
to
next
Punk.
week on Tuesday.
It'll be great, everybody.
Sign
Here's
up now.
Matcherino
Punk.
and have a
NuckleDu
good night.
now with 120 points in third place. Masoma looking all right. Everybody else is also on that board. Congratulations to a lot of them.
You did great.
They were gaming.
Here we go. Anything else happen? No. Congratulations again to Metdroid. We ended up with $405.
Nicely done, man. Punk, you know
job.
what? I gotta say. Punk getting the W there, very impressive though, for real. After having to wait for 5 hours for the finale of this tournament.
Sign up for next week. It's already available. In fact, it already has been. Didn't you know that? You should already know that. Go to 10-0.gg/ICFC. Play in the tournaments. It's fun.
Yep.
It's a great time. I played in the tournaments. It's fun. Jeremy does when he remembers to. And so is Steven next time, I'm guessing.
Question
If
mark?
you buy me,
Thanks,
I should.
everybody.
I'll buy you ice cream for it.
All right, everybody.
All right.
Take us
Bye.
out of here, David. Alrighty.
I'll find someone to raid.
I'm rating no pants. I'm pressing enter.
Okay.
Boom. Channel is intended for mature audiences. Hey, real talk though. Thank you guys for tuning in for the second part of ICFC. Again, that abrupt little hiccup there kind of happened, but we do appreciate you guys for tuning in and actually finishing it out with us. Sajam, Vicious FGC, as well as Ultra David. Follow us all along on the latest and greatest for Street Fighter 6 news. We'll see you guys all on Tuesday in it.
Now, what's the last tournament that's happening? Maybe I'll send you guys there.
IDK.
Thanks, everybody.
Okay.